Yo, you guys see the thumbnail, you see the title, you see the stats, and you know his name, a former MVP, all NBA player, consecutive multiple years, all NBA defenses, scoring champs. We know who Joel Embiid is, or we knew who he was. But Joel Embiid has proven to turn the time back, Mars. He's turned the clock back. Joel Embiid is back, y'all. He is back. Joel Embiid has played 14 of the last 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
In all of those games, well, in 7, he's played, in every game he's played this season, except for only 7 games, he's played 30-plus minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He even played 30-plus minutes in all but 2 of those games. No. He scored 30 points in 7 or more games this season. And on top of that, he's played 30-plus minutes in every game he's played except for 2 games. He's played 25 games this year, y'all. In the last 4 games, he's going crazy. 33 points, 32 points, 30 points, 38 points, including a triple-double with 15 rebounds and 11 assists in one of those games. Joel's going crazy, y'all. He's back. How are we feeling about the process? How are we feeling about Embiid? How are we feeling about the Sixers? Fellas, talk to me about Joel.
You know how I feel, Ron. Get that wax out. Get that wax out. Get that glass cleaner out. Shine up those windows. So we clear, Ron. Since I want to say since November, we've gone from 22 to 24 to 26. Now we're in January, Mars. We're at 28 a game, and it's looking good. And he actually has been rebounding over the last couple of games too. What we confuse back with is like seeing the same version of him. This isn't the same version of Joel Embiid. He's not hopping like he used to, but he's still ridiculously effective around the rim. Still got that mid-range, still can handle the basketball, still really good at finishing around the rim, still actually a good interior defender. He's not blocking shots like he used to, but he can still protect the rim. Let's not confuse being a rim protector with only blocking shots, because that's not only what Joel Embiid does. But I feel like what I'm seeing from him, this is a prime time to check the temperature, find out what the rest of the league thinks about him.
Oh, Trade Embiid talks already.
Why would you want to do that?
He's been there the whole time.
Chill. We have people that watch the show daily.
Sure.
And then we have new people who are coming every single day that are new to Player's Choice. They're new to the panel. They probably know you on TikTok because you're TikTok famous. You're a celebrity. But they don't know your Joel Embiid take and your stance.
Yep.
Where are you at with Joel, and why are you there?
Well,
Speak the truth. Speak the truth, chill.
Well, number one, I feel like with Joel Embiid, as good as he is, I've seen countless times where I can't rely on him physically, not in terms of his game. I've never questioned Joel Embiid's game. Physically, I can't rely on him as good as he's been. I feel like I got my backcourt, not just my backcourt. I feel like I got my 2 guys of the future in both VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey to build around. When I've had Joel Embiid for this time. It's gotten worse over time in terms of him not being able to hold up. And his game has suffered. It's come back, no question about that, but it's come back in a space where I don't know how much longer I'm going to have him. What I don't want to do is, with having both Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, I don't want to stand in their way of building something really special here. I don't want to do that. And I feel like in a space with Joel Embiid, I understand that the money is the biggest issue. But I feel like when we get to a place like this, the way he's playing, I got to pick up the telephone and I got to check the temperature on the rest of the league to see where they are with him.
I'm 100% in agreement with Chill. I think a lot of people are having a lot of recency bias to how well Joel Embiid is playing lately, and I will give him his credit. I was somebody that counted him out, and it looks like he can play some now. But
yeah,
as far as being healthy and available on the court to play the games, yes. However, we're not going to sit here and act like we didn't have the discussions that we were having about Joel Embiid and his contract just, I don't know, 30 days ago. The fact of the matter is that we all were on here saying, hey, It doesn't look like he's going to get back to where he was, including Mars. Don't let Mars sit here in victory lap, something that he didn't predict. Everybody up here thought that Joel Embiid was not going to get back to where he is. Everybody was saying how him and Paul George are potentially the worst contracts in the league. We all agreed on that, right? We all said that, well, he's not even, why are we even talking about trading Joel Embiid? Who's going to want Joel Embiid because of how he looks and how he's playing? But now, Philadelphia, they have a little grace period. Joel Embiid has provided them potentially an out, and they need to take the first out that is available.
Swiper, why is your
for us
face
to
like
sit
that?
here and act as if we can just book Joel Embiid to play at this level for the rest of the year and for him to be available come playoff time, to me, I think, hey, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Eventually, it's my fault. So I'm happy that Joel Embiid is playing good basketball. I really am. I'm happy that it's not looking like he's going to go out, limping. He can still very much play basketball at a very high level. However, if he's going to present you an opportunity to potentially get off that contract, I think you should take that. I really do.
Swiper, you literally got up here and chastised me about my difference of opinion on both Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis. Meanwhile, Joel Embiid, who has been in and out of the lineup with injury, and I feel like your biggest concern is the money. I think that's your biggest concern is the money. Now we have an opportunity, maybe moving forward because of how well he's been playing. Somebody may pick the telephone up and might be interested. Why am I not entertaining this? Why?
I just don't see the purpose in having a conversation about 58, 62, 67. He has $188 million for the next 3 years after this season. And it'll be 34 in the last year to deal with the player option.
And we got we got 7 teams that have won the NBA championship. 7 of them.
What does that mean?
That means that somebody may pick up the telephone, because it's not going to be a straight up deal with Joel Embiid. I think it's going to be a multi-team deal if you were able to trade Joel Embiid, where a team might say, okay, maybe we can get him. And another team goes, okay, I can help you get him and I can get this out of it. And then another team comes in and go, well, I can get something out of this too. This is not going to be something straight up where Joel Embiid ends up going to Charlotte for Brandon Miller or some nonsense like that. No, it's going to be a multi-team deal, and it's going to be a bunch of different people helping out each other as opposed to something straight up. And on top of that, the team that's trying to get Joel Embiid, it's obvious that their window is right now. That's obvious.
If you can convince me that someone's going to take 58 and 62 and then $67 million to their books for the next 3 years of Embiid, then, sure. I personally just am I think Embiid's playing really well. He's been a very good big this year, arguably been the 3rd best center in the league this year. He's having a great scoring month. I think his movement looks good. He was attacking downhill versus the Knicks in the game that they lost, mind you. I thought he played really well, man. He's had some really good games lately. Had a triple-double just a couple of games ago as well. Hitting his mid-range shots, on like a 46% clip this season, something like that. Yeah, I mean, he just looks good. He looks like he's feeling good. Obviously he's put a lot of work into his body and to try to get back to where he is. He made 3 threes the other night as well. The rebounding is, this month is only averaging 8 rebounds a game. That's not what he's never going to be that again. It just doesn't make sense for him to be on the boards like that. I personally am just more so I appreciate everything that Joel is doing and the fact that he's playing through all the stuff he's playing through and managing injuries and managing a deteriorating knee and, the meniscus injury that Ox and I have argued about multiple times, not in a bad way, but I just don't think I think bigs should get full repairs. I don't think they should get a part of their meniscus scoped out. That's just not better for them long-term. But yeah, I think the idea of talking about trades for Embiid, given the trade deadline is 2 weeks away, and right now we are seeing teams in mass, including contenders, try to skirt the luxury tax, skirt the first apron, and then get out of the second apron. Mathematically, the penalties are so large for teams that are in the luxury tax as a repeater team, let alone aprons as repeater teams, let alone the second apron as a repeater team. Yep. The odds of you moving Embiid are basically nil unless you're making like a significant downgrade, like Jimmy Butler for Joel Embiid. We just want to get off the contract. We're trying to get a year less on our deal kind of thing. Like those are the kind of deals that I think you're looking at. I just don't think it's very feasible to expect that at this point.
What does a championship cost to you, Swiper? And again, remember before you
for NBA teams,
yeah, like what does a championship cost? Because I vividly remember the Celtics winning the NBA championship. Didn't they have a total of like a $400 million bill? Like that
it was 200. It was 200. Yeah. It was 200 on top of what they were already paying.
Right, so it was close to like a $400 million bill. So I mean, they ended up afterwards unloading a lot of what they already had. Right, so I'm the reason why I'm asking you that, Swiper, is because everything that you just mentioned about Joel Embiid. More the reason why we can move off of him now, because he's hot and because we're coming down to the last stretch of the season. And if there's a team that's interested, again, I'll help you get this. Okay. And I'll help you get this. And we can be a conglomerate to come together and we can all get what we want. All of us can get what we want, as opposed to it just being straight up. And if it means us just winning the championship this year, considering what the NBA has been and how wide open it's been, I can see a team that's a contender getting other teams involved in doing it.
Yeah, by the way, real talk, I didn't realize it's the 6 years anniversary for Kobe.
Today is the day.
Yeah, did not realize that.
Today is the day.
Life-changing moment for, I think, everybody.
Take it a step further. It was actually yesterday. It was Sunday.
Yesterday on 25th.
Yeah. No. It was
the 26th, but it was the
Sunday.
Day, well, Sunday. Yeah,
it was a Sunday.
Yeah. No, I remember I was getting on the plane and somebody told me, and I bawled my eyes out the rest of the way. So I mean, just nobody. I don't think anybody should forget that day. I don't want to bring up the conversation. Somebody in the chat just said it. I didn't realize it, but I just personally, Joe, I just think I just don't see the need in the next. Like I said, the trade deadline is 2 weeks away, and it's not happening now. So they're playing out this rest of the year. And then when you get to the summer, maybe we can have a discussion about, who's going to re-alter their team for Joel Embiid. But, teams are going to want to see if he can even make it through the rest of this year healthy, let alone you'll have more cap room in the offseason to make a sizable adjustment to your roster if need be. But then you also have the built-in infrastructure that, like, when he doesn't play 40% of the games, we're not going to be missing, half our production because he's not going to be here for half the season. And then on top of that, managing $60+ million a year for the next 3 years for an aging center. And chill, we are already seeing now that there's an aging center in Anthony Davis that you thought was a good trade for the Mavericks, who also has injury concerns, that's not played over 30 games for the team that he was traded to 11 months ago. So in the NBA, trading for bigs, especially bigs with injury issues, doesn't work.
Keep going.
It doesn't work.
I've also seen the window too, Swiper. Let's really quick, real talk. Stay right there. Don't leave, real talk. Stay right there. But I've also seen the window with Anthony Davis too, Swiper. This isn't a situation where I thought that this was a 4 or 5 year plan. No, I thought that this was a 3 year window.
Yes, you did. But again, bad logic on behalf of the GM, which is why he got fired, is trading for an older, more injury-prone, less effective player for a high-level 25-year-old superstar who doesn't have the same injury concerns that has never happened before. So I'm saying that's why he's also not there anymore. So any GM that takes on this deal, if you don't win that title within that first year of making that trade, you more than likely will not be there, because at that point you've sabotaged the roster and sabotaged the salary cap.
Using the Mavericks as the example, when the Mavericks quite literally traded their 25-year-old franchise player, I think are two different scenarios. I don't think that Minnesota is willing to trade Ant for Joel Embiid. Like that would be the equivalent. That wouldn't happen. But could they package up a Rudy Gobert and a something else potentially to get a Joel Embiid? But that's what.
Yeah, but Rudy and Jaylen is
what I'm saying is they're not trading Anthony Edwards to get Joel Embiid.
Ron, would you entertain that, Ron? Would you entertain
Rudy Gobert
today? Are you entertaining that, Ron? Joel Embiid for both Jaden McDaniels. Joel Embiid for both Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, and 2 1s. Are you entertaining that, Ron?
Chill.
Wait. Say the trade again.
Wait.
Once again,
Joel
Embiid.
Chill. Wait. Chill real quick.
Can I answer the question?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. I would never not want you to answer the question. Of course, I want you to answer the question. But chill.
Yes, sir.
Please don't use Ron's fandom to validate this situation. They are not trading Rudy Gobert for Joel Embiid. Ron's not the GM. But
how old is Rudy?
33.
That's so irrelevant, Ron.
My God, come the.
That's so irrelevant. The Minnesota Timberwolves, no, they're not. No, they would not do that. They would not trade Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels, no matter how much y'all are fans of Joel Embiid. Shout out to Joel Embiid for getting on the court and getting healthy. Like that's amazing. Shout out to him. He's not tradable.
Bro, Rudy Gobert is averaging over
Minnesota
70 plus
Timberwolves
games played since 2018, bro. Like I don't think people realize how durable and how important he is to the team.
Are absolutely not trading the defensive player of the year and Jaden McDaniels
for a better player. Add Jaden McDaniels to that deal. I would do that. I would do that.
Well, that would be the money.
They're not. Wait, real talk. They're not doing that 1-for-1.
If I was Minnesota, I would.
Ron, why are you entertaining this deal, Ron?
Because
why
I would buy him a fresh Prince of Bel-Air house in the middle of Philly. What block do you want to live on?
Well, they don't make the same money, so you can't do it anyway.
Okay.
One makes 60, one makes 35, so we can just go ahead and just dead that.
Okay, but I'm saying now at this point we're just talking about value, though, Swiper.
Let's see.
Come the hell on. What? So Joel has no value to you.
Ron, he's making $70 million.
That's not what does he have
that
value?
That matters. I know that it doesn't matter. You don't care, but that has to matter.
I think people just underrate Rudy as well. Like I just at this point, that's also what this is.
We're talking about Joel Embiid.
Yeah, we're talking about Rudy Gobert, who plays more, right? And is the best defensive player in the league this side of Victor Wembanyama, and it's
keep a Toyota in a Toyota place.
And when you look at how impactful and how important he is for that team, there's almost no big in the league that is as impactful for their team structure than Rudy Gobert. So I hear you that Joel Embiid's a really good offensive player. I'm not trying to Ron, I'm with you. But at the end of the day, I do think
Swiper, stop coddling the situation. That's just that superficial shit. Ron is stuck on some superficial shit, just materialistic.
I'm stuck on the better player being the better player.
Ron,
I'm stuck on the better player being the better player.
You just said this is a luxury vehicle.
Because it is.
You one of them niggas that'll drive a 2008 Benz with the transmission slipping instead of driving a new pristine 2026 Toyota Camry
Subaru
that'll get you from here to Maine with no issues. Not only is he that, but his transmission is slipping every time you stop at a red light.
It don't look like it. It don't look like it this year.
See, you talking about what it looks like.
For Joel Embiid,
it's materialistic.
And see, that's the point, Ron.
He's averaging 31 a game.
And that's the point right there.
He's averaging 31 minutes a game.
I know this transmission is flipping on this car. I know that this car is basically on its last leg, but it's actually been running good lately.
You can add Nas Reed in that deal with Rudy Gobert.
It's been running good lately. That's what I'm trying to get off.
Get the hell on.
You know how fast Alex Rodriguez is firing somebody?
Alex
Rodriguez is sprinting full speed. He's not even getting in his car. He is sprinting full speed to that arena and firing everybody involved.
Who did this?
And then he's going to sit his Puerto Rican ass back and be happy about it at the end of the year.
This is the DPOY.
Right, but they've reached theirs.
No, they haven't. Don't. Real talk. Careful.
If they've reached that real talk, they need to take it up with Anthony Edwards.
Let me finish the sentence.
Or get in the point guard.
So number one, I do think
make that Kobe White trade. I'm with you on that.
If we're saying that Joel Embiid can't be traded, fine. That's fine. What I'm agreeing with Chill is I would say I would definitely be taking calls about that and making calls about it just to see if it's possible. Now, number two, Minnesota, whether you want to admit that or they've been to back-to-back conference finals, but they've also have definitely gotten beat by better teams.
Not because of Rudy Gobert.
Do y'all think Minnesota's as good as OKC or Denver right now?
No, but it's not because of Rudy Gobert. It's not because of Rudy Gobert, brother.
So
if anything,
they got beat by Dallas in part because of Rudy Gobert.
No, but I think but we can say single game sample size, real talk, sure, but But I think the issue is in aggregate, because obviously I have become the Rudy Gobert defender maybe a little bit because
No, you
Ron
haven't.
pretends
I'm the Rudy Gobert
no,
guy.
no, you're not. No, you're not.
Stop the bullshit.
Ron pretends he likes defense until it's situational for points, rebounds, assists for Embiid.
It
Let me
is
finish.
It is
Let me
Rudy
finish.
Gobert.
Rudy
It's Rudy Gobert. It's
I
not
think
the defense thing. It's
I think
Rudy.
the issue is real talk. If you watch the Wolves, they basically cannot survive the non-Rudy Gobert stints, and they're getting destroyed because the issue is he's their
That hasn't
entire.
been true with them for the last like 15, 16 games. It's not true.
You said what's not true?
Swabby, do you
That
remember when I
15
explained to
games?
you?
That they fall off a cliff with no Rudy Gobert. In fact, if you watch the game yesterday, and if you
they're
watch
losing their minutes without
Minnesota,
Rudy
which
this
I
year.
do regularly now because of Anthony Edwards, they can't score. Hey, can you drop an efficient 30 plus? Are we getting something from Julius Randle tonight?
Is last 15 games
going to be a complete brick? Is Dante DiVincenzo going to hit a shot? Is Mike Conley going to do anything positive on offense tonight?
They're once again they're
You're
second
right. It
most
sounds like a Wolf situation.
Over
They
the
need
last
to get
15
better.
games, over the last
Joel
15
makes them
games,
better.
their second most impactful player has been Rudy Gobert this year. Over the last 15 games, the issue is, to Real Talk's point, is that Anthony Edwards, they're barely winning their Anthony Edwards minutes. They're not winning the Mike Conley minutes, and then Naz Reid has been trash. So, like, they're actually doing really well. They have a 107 defensive rating and a 113 offensive rating with Rudy on the floor last 15. I think the issue is, to your point, Real Talk, they can't score because them ninjas, to be fair, I don't want to blame them for the Warriors game, Real Talk, because I think that's their situational. Obviously, like
Minnesota, everything going on.
That's a lot going on. They scored 63 points in 3 quarters. No, it was 63. I'm saying that was like a season low. I think, for 3 quarters.
Man,
Like,
they don't know that, nigga, Swiper.
No, I'm just saying, but like it was. They had not scored 63 points through 3 quarters all season. So that's all I'm saying. And then they on a 5-game losing streak. 5. And to me, Real Talk guy, Anthony Edwards, that boy been hooping like some very very high level trash when it comes to like some of his responsibilities on point guard
like
stuff.
a Toyota?
That's not just Ant. Like, I'm not gonna blame just what'd you say?
Yeah, he had like 8 turnovers yesterday.
Yeah, bro, he's not a guard at all, bro. Like, he's in no way, shape, or form, bro. Like, he's like a 1-for-1. He's a 1-for-1 turnover to assist guy. Like, it's not good. Go ahead.
I want to step in though, because this isn't a Minnesota conversation. This isn't a Rudy Gobert conversation. This isn't who Embiid should be traded for. This is a conversation about Joel Embiid in Philly and whether the process is still processing. Mars, how you doing, big fella?
I was actually going to ask the question.
Would you like to hold that thought, chill? Unless it's directed towards Mars, you could take the reins.
I was actually going to ask the question to Mars, because Mars, you've been an advocate of me in my feelings toward Joel Embiid. Like, I've never wavered about how I feel about him this season. Mars, how do you feel about Philly in terms of winning this year?
Winning what?
That's all. You just answered the question. Forget it. Forget I even said that, Mars.
Oh, okay. Joel's been hooping. Well, I didn't need a title episode for that. I've been saying it since last week. Because game 15, 16, since the Lakers game, he's been good. And then it's getting better as like time goes on and whatnot. To Real Talk's point about I can't victory lap. Yeah, I said he's not going to be peak Embiid again. He's not. He's quite clearly not. But what he is still really good. And
it's not all
if Philly have a really good Joel. No, that's exactly what I said. I watched the clips back. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, that's cool. No, it's exactly what I said. The clips are there.
We're not saying 24. Real talk when Embiid's hooping.
Cool. So yeah, 24 Embiid's not coming back. Want to make sure that's abundantly clear. He's not that level of defender. He's not going to be that level of defender. But offensively, like I said a month ago, 2 months ago, in November, clips are documented. He can be the best scorer on this Philly team. I think he is the best scorer on this Philly team. And they have a chance in the East.
Is it from an ability standpoint, Mars, or from both an ability and production standpoint? At this stretch in his career,
now it's both. Now that he's playing the minutes, it's both. The ability is
still there,
sure, but from a production standpoint, it's there too now. At this point, better self-creator, better in isolation, better in the mid range. Like, better drawing fouls. Yeah, I think he's the best scorer on the team. The rim protection stuff is still like it's fine. I'm seeing a lot of Sixers propaganda about like how good Joel Embiid is as a rim protector. I think that's slightly skewed, but like he is still a fine rim protector. The rebounding is getting better, albeit not close to where he once was. But can't defend in space at all. Like he can't. He's not going to be able to stick anyone on an island. You can't switch with him. Even hedging and getting back is going to be a struggle. So like, yeah, that's why he's not going to be close to peak Embiid, because defensively, Embiid was, in my opinion, a defensive player of the year candidate. That's what he was. Defensive player of the year candidate.
He finished
alongside
third.
being one of the,
He finished
alongside
third in
being
18.
one of the best offensive players on the sport. He's not going to be that again. There's not even going to come close to that. But if he can still be one of the better offensive players in the world and be fine on defense, be a good rim protector with flaws elsewhere, that's a really good player. That's an all-NBA caliber player. And if Philly have that, they have a chance in the East. Now, this Philly team, I don't think has much of a chance of winning a title. I just don't think they're that good outside of Embiid and Maxey and Paul George. I don't like the way they run their offense in the clutch. They're still the worst third quarter good team I've seen in the NBA. So like they have flaws, but in the East they can contend. They can beat some teams. They can lose to some teams. But yeah, Embiid's been good.
So Mars, so for what you just said, though, those deficiencies, because again, I never really questioned Joel Embiid's offense. I never really questioned what he can still do. Can still knock down the mid range. Can still get to the free throw line. Right. Can still be a force in the paint. But those things that you just mentioned, right, when you just talked about can't guard in space, these are can't guard in space isn't as switchable as he used to be, right? Isn't nearly as mobile as he used to be. All of these things are things that I'm talking about, one of those police lights that's going to get shined on you in the playoffs, right? So with that being said, where we are with Joel Embiid now, there isn't the probability of us winning isn't realistic. Right? The probability of us winning it isn't legit right now. But what is legit is that we got a backcourt that's viable for the future. And we can possibly build a championship unit around these guys. Joel Embiid is playing well enough right now that I can entertain phone calls from people who may be interested. I'm not saying that everybody's interested, but I can entertain phone calls from people who may be asking, you know, how you feeling about Joel Embiid? Like, what would you be interested in? In fact, my logic would be if ever I were to get that phone call, it would be more of, well, how do you feel about him? What would you be interested in taking for him? Not this isn't about me. This is about what you want, because I'm willing to hand him over. I'm 100% willing to hand him over. What would you be willing to take in order to get Joel Embiid? What do you want from me in order to get Joel Embiid?
I just think this is a nothing conversation. I don't think anyone's calling for Joel Embiid. So like every time Joel Embiid has a good game, we repeat the same conversation.
Yeah,
and then I end up saying the same thing. I don't think anyone's calling for him. So that's why I just stayed quiet the first 20 minutes. Like there's nothing more for me to say about the conversation. No one, I don't think, is trading for $58 million for the next 3 years for Joel Embiid, who we know can't stay healthy consistently. But every time he plays well, apparently that's all we need to talk about. I don't think it's happening. The trade deadline's in what? About a week and a half. If it happens, it happens. I would say I was wrong. Yeah, if it happens, I was wrong. Cool. A team was willing to trade for Joel Embiid. I'll happily say I was wrong. Cool. But I don't think it's happening. And I don't know why we need to keep rehashing the same conversation.
Because it's the same.
Like, I don't believe an NBA franchise is dumb enough to trade for him.
He plays well. If we have a title of, or we have a segment of, is Joel Embiid is back. Philly win no title. And so if we all also agree that the answer to that question is no, then why are we having the segment in the first place?
Because we don't all agree with that.
Stop right there. Mars, you literally just said to
Although Ron said last week he thinks Philly could come out of the East.
I ain't even talking about that. Mars, you just literally just said to us that you don't think that there's a team dumb enough to trade for Joel Embiid. Did we not see Luka get traded, Mars? Like anything.
That was also peak stupidity, all-time great.
That's not the point, Swipe. But the point is that somebody did that.
I called Luka untradeable. I didn't think a team was going to trade Luka. Yes, I've been wrong before. That doesn't mean I'm going to bet on the unlikely outcomes consistently, because they happen sometimes. Like that's a bad bet to make.
That's how they get gamblers and dead ends.
Sometimes things I don't think are going to happen ends up happening. Sometimes things that have a 0.1% chance of happening ends up happening. That doesn't mean I'm going to start betting on them to happen consistently.
Sure.
I don't think anyone's trading for Embiid. If he gets traded, that will be a title episode. I'm pretty sure of it. It will be Joel Embiid traded to X team, and we'll talk about it. And then Chill, you can be up here saying, see, Philly took the call. Someone was willing. I'll be like, okay, someone did. I was wrong. Someone was willing to trade for Joel Embiid. And then we'll talk about did Philly make the right decision or what would Joel Embiid do for the new team? And that will be the conversation then. But I'm tired of talking about Joel Embiid trade scenarios until he gets traded. That's kind of where I'm at. But you guys can talk about it. Like, I was just staying quiet.
Again, I don't think that Joel Embiid, like, that's the topic of conversation. But if I'm being realistic, all I said was to start. I was like, this is a time of year when the telephone is ringing and teams are interested in guys. That's all I'm saying. And Mars, this isn't to prove you wrong. See, Mars, I was right about Joel Embiid. No. This isn't about that at all. No. This isn't what this is about. This is about a guy who's been injury prone throughout his entire career, been injury prone, showed up into the league broken, but also played like the best player in the world, played like a top 3 player in the world. And in addition to him playing like that, he's playing really well right now. And if I'm not really interested in moving and holding on to him long term, if somebody called and asked, and that's all I'm saying, I ain't saying that, yo, tell everybody that Joel Embiid is available. Because if you do that, what you're doing is you're throwing a monkey wrench in and you're completely lowering his value.
Would you call Philly about Joel Embiid if you was a GM?
Depending on who else would help me, because it wouldn't be just me calling up Philly and getting Joel Embiid straight up. No, it'd be some other teams that would have to get involved. Depending on who would help me. Yeah, I would. I would inquire about him. I would. Like, what's going on with him? Especially considering I only got like these last couple of months and we might be able to win it. There's a difference between us just being because if we're already a good playoff team, it's okay, fine. But if we have an opportunity to get Joel Embiid and win it, then I would entertain it. Yeah.
What teams?
So the teams that
like,
are eligible to win it are the Detroit Pistons, the Boston Celtics, and the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, the OKC Thunder, Denver Nuggets, San Antonio Spurs, and the Houston Rockets. Would you trade Şengün and some pieces for Joel Embiid at this point, Mars?
Don't ask me. I'm not trading for Joel Embiid. No.
Swiper, you can't just say those teams though, because Joel Embiid floor raises some teams.
I'm looking at the teams that are in contention that will even be open to doing it.
I would entertain that.
That's what I'm saying. Though you can't just you got to kind of look at the whole scope, because a team like Orlando, for instance.
Yeah, but let's be realistic.
We could all agree.
He gets added to the Phoenix Suns. They're not winning crap.
Okay, I'm not. But I'm saying, like,
what if he got added to the Cavs?
I would entertain that.
That changes things.
That's the only reason I asked Swiper, because they're not a contender right now. But if you add Joel Embiid for like Allen and Garland,
you said Allen and Garland.
Allen and Garland.
I'm assuming that's what it would be financially. They would become like contenders.
Joel Embiid without a point guard. Not to you, but just respect Darius. Respect Darius. Lonzo instead of Garland.
I do. That wouldn't work financially, but I respect Darius, and just financially, that's what it would have to be. Because once again, Joel Embiid's making a lot of money.
Would you do Allen and Garland for Joel Embiid if you're Cleveland? Chill.
One more time, Swiper.
Jared Allen and Darius Garland for Joel Embiid.
No, because I already got a lead guard, and my backcourt is already straight. I don't need Darius Garland. I'm good.
So why don't you just trade Tyrese Maxey, VJ Escom then?
No. I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey because
is VJ going to be as good as Darius Garland?
I think he's going to be better than Darius Garland.
No, you don't know. That's all hypothetical.
Yeah.
So you would reroute?
You asking me? You asking me about VJ Escom? And to your point, if I'm bringing in Darius Garland, I'm under the impression that one, we winning. Well, no. If I'm Philly, if I'm moving off of Joel Embiid, I'm looking at the future of what my team looks like, and I'm building my unit around both VJ Escom and Tyrese Maxey. That's what I'm building my unit around. I don't need Darius Garland with my group. I don't need him. I'm already straight at the point guard. I'm already straight at the 2 guard. So, no, I don't need those 2 guys. I don't need Darius Garland. I was thinking Hunter. I was thinking, would you entertain Hunter? Would you entertain? Because Mars, remember, when we're talking about trading a star, you're not getting back more times than not equal value. No. We got to make the money work more than anything. In terms of player production and a player, you're not getting that back. The guy that I always talk about is Shaq. Like when Shaq got traded to Miami, he got traded for Lamar Odom, Caron Butler, and Brian Grant. That's who he got traded for. And this is Shaq in 2004, who's still considered a top 5 player. That's who he ended up getting. So when you trade a player like Joel Embiid, especially the way he's playing right now, you're not going to get equal value in terms of players back. No. So we got to make the money work.
Guys, I'm on Mars' side with this, but for different reasons. Mars is saying he doesn't think anybody's going to call Philly. I don't think Philly's going to accept any calls. Joel has been playing that good. And whether you guys want to believe it or want to agree to it or not, Philadelphia has a championship caliber roster to come out of the East. They have a finals caliber roster. I'm not saying that they're going to win the finals because it is some juggernauts out West. But out East, this team is one of the most talented teams out East. They might be the most talented team in the Eastern Conference. They really might be. With Joel playing the way he's playing,
literally
you got to
came up here. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ron. Keep going.
No, get him,
you have a guard that's averaging 30, who's starting an All-Star game. You have one of the most uber athletic two-way guards.
Sir.
That's a rookie. You have Paul George, who, if Paul George really gets it clicking, now defensively he's bringing his value. If he really gets it clicking, that takes that team to a whole nother level. But just the way he's playing out right now is still good. Kelly Oubre is a very underrated asset. He's having one of the better shooting years. He's having the best shooting year of his career.
Sure.
And he's still a monster defensively.
Yeah.
Like Philly
and with
has
everything
pieces.
And with everything that you just said, Ron, we had a show up here talking about how Oklahoma City has got to figure out San Antonio because San Antonio has owned them. Ron, I don't know if you know this. Cleveland owns them. Cleveland owns Philadelphia. Every time that they play them,
got their own problems that they're worried about.
That's not the point. The point that I'm making is that
I'm not even tripping off Cleveland.
The point that I'm making, Ron, is the championship caliber roster that you're talking about having. They have such a difficult time with Cleveland, and there's not a lot of
the East don't run through Cleveland.
Once again, Ron,
the East does not run through Cleveland.
The East does not.
Cleveland can get bounced in the first round.
Right, but you literally just told us about the championship roster that the Philadelphia 76ers have. Meanwhile, you got Cleveland getting bounced in round one, who owns Philly.
All right, but do you know who owns Cleveland? But do you know who owns Cleveland?
By the way,
who owns Cleveland? Who's Cleveland's daddies? Who's Cleveland's daddies? Okay, then. So I'm saying everybody got a team that they're not favorable against. They might not play Cleveland. All I'm saying is with the talent that they have, with Joel's the second best center in the league right now. He has got back to second level or to that second best center in the league. Yes, Mars. It is Jokic, Embiid. I'm not counting Giannis as a center. It is
Wemby. What happened to the Wemby?
Wemby not exist. I'm losing my mind, Ron. It's Oxford.
Last week you just said he's more dominant than Shea.
I forgot about Wemby. Third best center in the league. He's the third best center in the league.
I agree.
But he's the best center out east. He's the best. Giannis is out. They're not going to make the playoffs. Joel is the best big man in the playoffs. So Tyrese Maxey is a top 3 guard out east with the way he's playing right now. I'm saying, like, they got the star power.
Yeah.
They got the defensive potential. They got every piece you need. They got players off the bench. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, like, this is a scary Philly team. You guys are stuck in the past. You guys are stuck in the Ben Simmons years and all of that other stuff. That don't got nothing to do with right now. Mm-hmm. Mars has outlined it plenty of times. When Joel gets in the playoffs, he hoops.
He does.
He hoops. I'm saying, like, Detroit. I'm supposed to be. So if I'm Philly, I'm supposed to be worried about Detroit and Cleveland.
Yes, you
are.
Well,
I think Philly can compete with anyone in the East. I also think they can lose to anyone in the East, but they can compete for sure. Like if they were to beat a team like Detroit, Boston, whoever, like I wouldn't be like, oh my god, how? But if they lost to those teams, I also wouldn't be like, oh my god, how? Like they're in like that Warriors predicament pre-Jimmy injury. It's like they give themselves a puncher's chance in every series.
Ron, if the season ended today, they got Toronto in round one. How you like Philly against Toronto in round one?
4-1.
You got them smoking Toronto?
You said that way too comfortable.
Because that's way too comfortable. Because that's how I feel about how much better.
Well, right now Toronto don't employ a big man. Yeah, right now Toronto don't employ.
But even if it is Poodle, Joel gonna treat him like a poodle.
That is what I was thinking.
Is lunch all day, every day.
Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, that's the DPOI. Let some
with a bunch of wings guarding him. We've seen this.
He had a great defensive outing last night, I think.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Yeah, he can guard.
You guys acting like Philly is sweet. I don't understand
Who
why.
said they're sweet?
Is
You
this-
think the
Well,
Raptors are
is
sweet?
this-
You think the Raptors are
just
sweet?
being-
That's
but
what it
is
sound
this
like.
is this all on Joel's injury history? Because if that's the
No,
case, I
you
get it.
sir are acting like the Raptors haven't been better than them this year.
And Cleveland hasn't been better than them this year.
Better?
No, Cleveland's not.
What do you
better
mean
than
by
them this year.
better?
yo,
No,
we're
similar,
talking-
same tier. Same tier.
Okay.
I think their defense is
Has
what's
it-
carrying them. Obviously,
Has anybody
not
over
been
there
healthy.
ever won a playoff series? Has anybody
Who?
ever over there won 3 playoff games?
yes. Scotty Barnes has won more than 3 playoff games.
Joel been giving
Has he?
Toronto work in the couple of times he's played him this
No,
year.
he hasn't.
Yes, he has, Ron. What are you talking about?
He played.
Scotty
Scotty
Barnes?
Barnes has played Philly in the
22?
playoffs. I know that.
The 22
Scotty Barnes
series,
played Philly.
Oh yeah, he
And-
did. He did, and they lost.
and he got
Yeah,
in
Joel
the
Embiid
States.
hit a game winner in that series in game.
Yeah, game
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
Three.
But Scotty Barnes got hurt in that series, if I remember.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Pascal also I think had some stuff he was
Yeah,
dealing with, so.
If we're talking about Joel Embiid, right? Like we're not talking about the Sixers, we're not talking about the other teams. I think Joel Embiid's best chance is just staying where he's at. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna trade him to even to Minnesota for everything they'd have to give up with Minnesota, I think the Sixers got a better chance in winning the East than the Minnesota got to win in the West.
the group that they currently have.
I'd agree with that based on
you know what I'm saying? If we're thinking about Joel for a second and not the franchises, I think he's better off where he's at than going anywhere else.
Yeah,
I mean, I
don't
agree.
hate that.
I just
I don't hate that at all.
we can agree on that because
Mhm.
if the option of trading him is too far fetched, it's not like he's in a terrible situation right now. He's playing with one of the best point guards in the league, and I think that we need to highlight him a little bit more than we do in Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is having an unbelievable season. He's playing with a really good wing defender in Paul George. Since Mars has said that, I kind of have been peeping in. You know, brother can't play too much offense anymore, but he can definitely defend. So I'll give him that. He has VJ over there. So they have a good unit over there in Philly. Kelly's having a career year. Can they upset some people in the East if they are healthy? It wouldn't surprise me one bit. I do think they're one of the more talented teams in the East. It's just, do I believe in the durability of some of their better players? Not really. And I think it's just going to be like Maxey and vibes really come playoff time, and I don't think that's going to get you to an NBA final. But
Maxey and
we shall
vibes.
see. We shall see.
Fair enough. Mhm.
All right, fellas. Well, if you are watching the show, everybody in the chat, you already know. Like the video, but if you're new, like the video, subscribe, become a member. We have a nice membership program over here. It all comes with perks, and you know, you get to do some things if you're a member that you don't get to do if you're not. Speaking of memberships, I have an update for you guys coming very, very, very soon. We got something real special for all of our dedicated members, all of our family members, everybody that loves PC, and everybody that, you know, wants more content and wants more exclusive stuff. We got you guys coming soon. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and talk about Splash Sports. Why are we talking about Splash Sports? Because this is the place where you can make your picks and win hard-earned cash based on your sports knowledge, your basketball IQ, football IQ, baseball IQ, whatever the case may be. This is the place to come for multiple reasons. One, because you already know ball, you already know sports, so you might as well get paid for the knowledge you already have. Two, because Splash Sports has players in every sport that you like that you can put money on their player projections. And three, you will be competing against fans and not the house. You know how, like, when you go to the casino, you're playing against the house and it's just rigged. Well, at Splash Sports, that's not the case because you are playing against other fans, other people just like yourself that put their money up against, well, other people like you. And whoever makes the best picks wins the money back. It's so simple. It's so easy that we are going to do it right now. But before we do it and before we get there and before I show you guys the quick picks, you need to know that we have an NBA player survivor going on Splash Sports right now. This is the best thing going. And you see the $3,000 prize. You see the entry deadline by January 31st. But what you need to know about the game is that the person that chooses the most people consecutively, day after day, to score 20 or more points will win this prize. You can join by scanning this QR code on the screen or simply clicking the link in the bio, downloading the Splash Sports app, going to the player point streak survivor contest in Splash Sports with Player's Choice, and you can enter that contest for your opportunity to be the person that chooses the most NBA players to score 20 plus points for the most nights in a row to win this prize pool. But as of right now, let's go ahead and get into it, Big Ox. What we got for the quick picks?
Let's find out. All right, here we go. Quick picks are right here. What y'all want to do? Who's gonna kick it off?
Ox, can I take a look at Mr. Donovan Mitchell's line tonight with Orlando in town?
Okay, D Mitch right here. Okay, we got 30.5 points.
Take 30.5.
We got 41.5 PRA, 36.5 points and assists, 6.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 3-pointers made.
Ox, I'm gonna take the more on the 30.5.
Just
Donovan Mitchell has been getting busy against Orlando.
Okay. Who's next?
Ox, we hit on Friday, didn't we?
Well, this is the thing about
No,
that.
also hit.
So everybody hit. Who didn't? I think Jamal didn't play. Right.
No, Jamal did, but
Jamal
he
did
went
play.
under, so that did hit. And I
Right.
hit Porter over.
That's right. That did hit because he's a Leicester. Somebody didn't play, and so we went 5 for 5. So yes, the slip actually did hit. If that's what you mean.
Yes,
Did we
and so
receive- did we
where
receive any
is
funds?
our money?
We didn't receive any funds, Swiper.
Oh, okay, Ron.
Sound like some bullshit going on,
Oh,
Swiper. That's what it sound like.
All right,
Sound
cool,
like some
cool.
bullshit going on.
Well, it's not.
Hey.
You can't blame Ron. It's
I'm
the
blaming
fact
Ron.
that- well, it's not Ron's
I'm
fault.
with you,
It's just-
Swiper. I'm
it's just-
blaming Ron too. This is
Well,
100%
okay,
on Ron.
okay. See,
I'll take the
Okay.
blame. No. I
okay, cool.
I take the blame.
Okay, cool. Yeah, take that.
Hey, chill. Swiper. Sorry.
Our
Hey,
slip
Big Ox, can
most definitely hit though, and Jamal was arrested.
Can I take that Jaylen Johnson? I want the PRA though. Playing against Indy.
Ooh.
He called you soft as
40
cotton. Oh my.
44.5 PRA.
Yeah. Let me get that. He gonna do about 25, 10, and 10.
25, 10, and 10. They play Indiana.
Sounds about right.
Okay, who else wants some?
Jaylen
I need to
Johnson.
find my role player. I just need to see you scroll.
Jaylen
Okay.
Johnson this season. So Jaylen Johnson this season, they have not played Indy. Atlanta has not played Indiana this season. So
Jaylen Johnson gonna get his PRA regardless, man. It don't matter who he plays.
yeah,
That's what he does.
because he didn't do it against the Lakers.
Oh, Grant Williams points. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Jaylen Johnson, okay.
Let me see the Rockets.
DeAndre Ayton redemption game.
Chill, you ready to
Yeah,
come
we
off?
might,
that rating?
we might need the
No.
DeAndre Ayton
No.
redemption
No.
game. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean no? Chill. Why
No,
does it take forever for you to get out of bad relationships?
It doesn't actually. I'm
It does.
no, in fact, I'm
21 and a half points
Hold
and
on, hold
rebounds.
on.
Yeah,
Let's-
DeAndre
let's-
Ayton got me. 21 and a
Let's
half
let
points and
Morris
rebounds.
make his
Wait,
picks first.
is his PRA lower than his points and rebounds? Oh, give me the PRA then. What? Give me the PRA.
Yo, no way that's happening right now.
Give me the PRA. There we go.
All right,
I've
hey,
never
hey,
seen
y'all.
anything
Usually,
like
I would call my people at Splash Sports and I would tell them, we need to clean this up. But I'm a man of the people today, January 26th. RIP to Mamba. Y'all get over there and take that DeAndre Ayton PRA because it's lower than the points in the
Do
season.
not, whatever you do not take that DeAndre Ayton PRA. No,
DeAndre
sir.
Ayton good
So
for 14
No,
and
sir.
He
8.
can't get me 20 and a half points,
That
rebounds,
brother
and
is
assists.
trash.
He good for 14-8. That has,
You don't need to
regardless
be
of
good
what
to-
what
yeah,
Laker
you don't need to
fans
be
are
good
selling
to-
or saying, 14-8 is easy.
Anybody else? Or are we just gonna take these 4
Yeah,
picks?
No, hey, wait, Philly playing Charlotte, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Damn.
Can you give me Kevin Durant points and rebounds 31.5 more, please?
Who they playing?
This less.
None of your business. They're playing Memphis.
That is my business, fool.
They still have Jabari at 15.5. Oh, they don't know.
Now please get
Points
the
and
less on
rebounds
that.
or points and assists?
Points and rebounds, sir. 31.5. It should be.
Don't be
Thank you.
molested.
Don't be a Lester.
Charlotte been hooping lately, man.
I really don't know what to do with them. Real talk, I don't.
Move them
think
up
they
from
finna make the
24 on the power
play-in.
rankings. That's what it is. But
They low key make the play into some. You know what I'm saying? They've been hooping lately. Let me see.
They're right here.
Nipple, 3-pointers made.
Williams 5.5 points is right there. But you know, it's
2.5 3-pointers, man.
Oh yeah, take that. Yeah, take
Embiid
that.
in that deep drop. Yeah, he got that for sure.
Yeah, take that.
And B's not playing tonight, ironically.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nice. Andre Drummond's in that deep
Well,
drop.
$5 to get you $375.
Oh damn.
Let's do it. Run it, Big Ox. We got 375 coming back to us. It's on the way, y'all. That's how we rocking today on Splash Sports. You guys take our picks, or if you hate our picks, make your own picks. Post them on social media. Post them on Twitter at us. We'll repost it in. We'll see who ultimately made the better picks. But, ladies and gentlemen, to everybody that's watching the panel, we had a good opening topic about Joel Embiid. We talked about some trades and we talked about some other things. But let's see what you guys got to say in the comment section or in the super chat section based on what we got to say. We're in the crunch time chat segment. The first super chat that I got is from my dog, Hunter TV. Hunter said, Giannis better quit that loyalty gimmick because Jesus effing Christ. At least in 2022, Jokic still had Aaron Gordon, but my God, Giannis this year has me, my dog, and some car dealer's ashes as teammates. Zero hope in Milwaukee.
That's a stretch. But yeah, he's doing that play bad, play at 20% gimmick to not ask for the trade, but then to be palpably upset on the floor, so it doesn't look like he's happy, but also not ask for a
He
trade.
literally just
No. Before that. No, he was definitely.
Well, how do we not know
Whatever.
he was managing something?
No, but he sure. I'll finish. I think he for sure has been managing some stuff, but definitely by his attitude, you can tell he is dejected. Would be the word that I would use. And then he got a calf injury at the end of the game, which then put him out self-reportedly for 4 to 6 weeks. That situation should have been done. Remember when we had this discussion the first time he hurt his calf, we said that should be the last game that he plays with the Bucks, and then he has since that point.
No, we didn't say that. You said that.
Yeah, sure. And then he since that point said that I am not in control of this. I will, basically can't ask for a trade. I have no control over where I go. Blah blah blah. But yeah, it's over. The period's over. I put it on Twitter. I think it's ridiculous that Giannis is as good as he is, and yet he's played for an organization that 4 straight years now. He's either out of the first round or not making the playoffs, and in the peak of his career, which I think is a travesty given the situation, given how good he is.
I think this calf injury is
Giannis
a
went
lot
into
worse.
that game not healthy, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
That's
They
fact.
asked him if he would have played if the Bucks weren't in this dire situation, and he said no. So Giannis wasn't Giannis on a gimmick to not try. Giannis went into the game.
Maybe I'll say he definitely played lethargic and has been, but maybe it's it could be because of injury as well, but just maybe attitude wise. Yeah,
And I think that's the.
I definitely see the body language stuff you're talking
yeah.
about.
And
Just a-
would it
just
be
use
fair?
that
Would it be fair? I think it's fair that the body language is because he's not healthy. A lot of Giannis's game is predicated on flight and athleticism. I mean, and Swiper, I'm not taking away from the fact that they're not very good. I'm not taking that away from them. However, Giannis's game, a lot of it is predicated on flight and athleticism, and the fact that he can't run fast and jump high like he would like due to this injury, I think it's contributing to his frustration.
He can also use his eyes and see what he's playing with. Doc Rivers.
Okay,
is
I'm not
legitimately
this again. I am
horrible.
not.
Like he's also
We
a
came up
horrible
with-
coach.
He's just saying there might be another factor outside of his team that is also why Giannis is upset. Which makes sense. If your body keeps failing you,
Yeah,
that would be
For
another
sure.
reason to be
Yeah.
annoyed
And
alongside
this
the
is
fact that your team
fourth
sucks.
cap
But-
injury
but
since
shit,
23.
They're adding up. Like I
Yeah,
was saying,
they are.
they're
I am
adding up.
worried
But
about
chill,
this.
Unfortunately.
Giannis is clearly that chick that just doesn't like her boyfriend anymore, but just walking around the house giving him dirty looks and cold shoulders and wearing big baggy sweaters and
She think it could work. She think it
sweatsuits
could
and
work
not
out
sho-
though.
Not,
She think
not
we can
showing
work it out though.
not showing no skin. No, she don't.
Yeah, she
Hey,
think.
My
like,
thing
nigga
is,
ain't
don't,
got
my
no
thing,
draws
my
in
thing, nah,
months.
my thing, chill. My thing is, don't get mad. Just get out.
Just she walking around with baggy clothes on.
They ain't showing no skin.
He can't even brush her teeth while she taking a shower. Get out.
Swipe. I ain't seen no. Unlike your workout video, Swipe. I ain't seen no thigh meetings.
I ain't think no
months.
thigh in a minute.
Don't get mad. Just get out.
Yeah,
This is
I
walking
just
around here.
distinctly remember, Chill. I'm not gonna let this go. You were just up in arms about that team before the year started, and
I
that little
was.
fake win streak that they had.
Mhm.
That team sucks. They have
I
no
was.
physicality. They have no defenders. They're soft mentally. They're soft. They all don't want to be there because I think some of them are like. And I asked somebody about this in the media.
Yep.
He said one of the reasons the players are kind of dejected. They know Giannis is either unhappy and or out of the building, and so they're kind of playing for themselves to try to get another deal. Like, cause they don't know what's going to happen, next year. So they're just kind of out there playing basketball.
Sure.
That team is in dire straits. That looks like the worst team in basketball right now. And
Now,
I'm not talking about from a talent standpoint.
Yeah.
They feel like the worst team in basketball. Even the Pelicans the other night, they put a whooping on the Spurs. Shout out Emisi, came off the bench with some great defensive possessions. Trey Murphy looked good. Zion looked really good. They at least will play with some heart. That team, though, for the Bucks, they have no draft picks. They have no blue chip athletes. They're in cap hell. Giannis wants out. Miles is their second best player. He can't do anything to rectify that situation. He's a role player at the very extreme. Ryan Rollins, that run that he had was cool or whatever, but he's not a great good NBA player. KPJ was out. Kyle Kuzma is doing whatever Kyle Kuzma is doing.
Sure.
They're literally like, I don't know. They're a bottom 4 situation in the NBA.
And they're a bottom 4 situation right now, Swiper, and I'm not going to argue that point. What I am going to argue, though, is what the very thing that you're leaving out. What they started out doing this year. Again, Mars, you can correct me if I'm. This is what I'm saying. This is he said bottom 4, and it's just not true.
Yeah, I think
Mars,
because of the cap, the front office, Horst got an extension this summer too, and like people didn't know why he got an extension as well.
When you have one of the 5 best players on the planet.
No, I think
that's number 1.
I'm saying that, like, including that also makes it even worse. The energy around the organization right now, it's like
my issue with you. My issue with you is you're under the impression when they started. If I'm not mistaken, Mars, I mean, you can fact check me on this because you fact check me a lot. It was either 8-5 or 9-5. Is how they. It was either 8-5 or 9-5 when they started. Swiper is under the impression. Swiper is under the impression that teams don't get better throughout the course of the year. It's just this team is bad. Giannis is the only anchor on this team. Giannis is the guy who's making this team good. Which you know what, Swiper? To be honest with you, I don't have an issue with that. But what I do have an issue with is the reason why they're bad is because Giannis did go out of the lineup. I think that they would have
great with Giannis either.
Once again, I think that they would have improved as the season went on. Am I saying that they would have been a championship?
No, but talent. Chill. The NBA works the other way. Talent proves over the course of the long haul.
All of the stuff that they had.
Chill. That's not how the NBA works. When Portland was Portland was the number 1 seed at the start of the season in 22-23. They had a top 10 defense in the league. Talent appreciates over time in the NBA. It wins out over a long form. So the reason why the Western and Eastern Conference will look the way it looks at the end of the year, because talent always rises to the top.
Sure.
When you don't have talent and you start off with new defensive principles,
do have talent,
new offensive scheme, get out to a really hot start. Then over time,
KPJ's hurt now, so.
And he's exactly Mars. APJ is hurt.
Guns and butter, baby. Right? Guns and butter.
Giannis went out of the lineup. KPJ was already hurt from the beginning. Beginning of the season.
Chill, they have Doc Rivers, dude. They also have a bad coaching situation.
Okay.
No, chill.
I don't like. Yeah, I think it's
Doc
getting
has been horrible.
No, but hold on, wait. It's gotten conflicted in my opinion as far as like what was the actual argument to begin with. Because I was with Chill as far as the Bucks being able to be a decent team with Giannis playing, but like That's all they were saying. Like that's all we've been saying.
No, but I guess we were on different sides because I said the Raptors would be better before the season started.
We were saying like the Bucks were like this real playoff team, and like nobody was saying that. They started the season doing well. The reason why we thought they would do well was happening, and then obviously they are more reliant on their superstar player than practically damn near every other team in the NBA. And then their star player got hurt for an extended period of time, and that was the season. To be honest,
but real talk, I think y'all did get hung up on like I think certain things that are not actually foundational pieces
Such as?
for what wins NBA games over the course of time. So remember, we went into the year. I said the Spurs would be better, and I said that the Raptors would be better.
Why would the Spurs be better, Swiper? What's going on?
We had this argument already. I don't want to rehash it. It was
but is it a talent issue or is
no? It matters that you have an actual scheme and something you can rely on. The Spurs are always going to be an elite defense with Wemby. The Raptors were always going to be an elite defense because of the way that they play together. And on top of that, they have 10 players on the roster, that can go at any time. The Bucks don't have an elite offense. They don't have an elite defense. And on top of that, they don't have a 10 that you can trust. And they also have a very mid to bad coaching situation in Doc Rivers, who looks like he's coaching in 2017 now. Like I'm saying, this is not the first time that Doc has let go or lost a locker room. In the last 4 years, we've already seen this happen. So I'm saying that, like, going into the year, I explained this, why this would happen for the Bucks. I think the issue is expecting Giannis to, but even when they have Giannis on the floor, real talk, respecting Giannis, they're also just not, they're not super dominant when he's on the floor either. Like, but at some point, it also is like
we're going to be super dominant.
No, but I'm saying, but even the Giannis minutes aren't as good as they would need to be. I think for them to be mediocre. I'm saying they're worse than mediocre.
I mean, we're looking at that now, but there was a point in time to where even you were bringing it up, like they were like, because just in your shit on Luka segment that just got out, shout out to you, and I wasn't here, but. You were like,
you couldn't join in on the shitting.
No, I would have shit on Jokic. But what I'm saying is, even you in that argument said, even the Bucks are plus 5.5 with Giannis, and the Lakers are just like +2. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Giannis was winning games. Giannis was playing very well. Giannis was playing like damn near arguably the best player in the world for the start of the season, and then he got hurt. Why are you shaking your head as if Giannis wasn't averaging?
Well, I disagree with you.
And he was out. And
that
threw a monkey wrench in everything.
No, that's just of course, but I just think that there are two other players that have been playing better all year. But I'm not here to argue that. I think Giannis just
at the beginning of the season, there were no players playing better than Giannis.
I disagree, but I'm saying that's irrelevant to this conversation. I would like Giannis to be in a situation where we no longer have to have these conversations anymore. Is my whole point. Because what I'm saying is he's 31 now. And we're about to go into a brand new playoffs. Hey, no Giannis. No Giannis past the first round again. And it's just like he hasn't been in a competitive series since 2022 versus the Celtics. That's crazy.
A lot of that has to do with his body failing him. It's not just
it's not about Giannis. I'm not blaming him. It's the team. That team sucks and has sucked.
But even if he is on a better team, his body is still failing him. And they're going to need him. So if he gets to the second round and they end up getting bounced in the second round, his body is failing him. So
that's true, but I think that speaks to they need to put a better infrastructure around him. If you know that he's getting older and his health is going like this, and it's not like he's doing anything. It's just like he's an uber explosive athlete. Mars, with the super uber nerd stats brought up the fact that's just like 13.5 inches between his foot and his calf, and so there's this Achilles all-time long Achilles that he has and all that. Because we brought this up. Giannis is a freak of nature. His Achilles, the depth between his foot and his calf is like best on record, which is why he's a crazy athlete. What I'm saying is, Chills, I get that. The problem is Giannis isn't good enough anymore to just get it. Just go out there, go do it, Giannis. Get us to the playoffs.
Yes,
Giannis is like, no, I can't do that.
It's just that he physically it's been really taxing on him. That's the problem. And when you put a group around him, who, by the way, if Giannis had not gotten hurt, I think that this group would have improved, because I can't see myself playing with a guy, even if I'm not uber talented, but I can't see myself playing with a guy like Giannis and not getting better throughout the course of the season. I'm just going to stay the same player that I am.
Giannis?
And this team, if Giannis being healthy, I cannot see this group as a group as talent deficient as you say that they are. once again,
Why, Chill? They don't have a point guard. They don't have a point guard.
They do.
Chill, you and this KPJ thing.
They have 2 point guards, right? They have 2 point guards.
Ryan Rollins. What is Ryan Rollins in the last 2 months?
Who was playing really well, by the way, when Giannis was in the lineup. Before Giannis got hurt, he was playing really well. And there's no reason for me to think that the way he was playing. There was no reason for me to think that the way he was playing before Giannis got hurt, if Giannis stays in the lineup, that reads would get better. Shot selection would get better. And he would get better.
Rivers?
Okay, let's take Doc Rivers off the table for a second, right? Let's just take Doc Rivers off the table for a second. And what I want to do is I want to look at what he is doing with Giannis, his ability to read defense, his ability to understand defense, his ability to score, his ability on defense to understand how to get around pick and rolls. Okay, now bring in Doc Rivers, right? Now bring in Doc Rivers, who also played point guard in the NBA, and showing him this stuff. And add in KPJ and add in the rest of that group. With Giannis staying healthy, there's no reason for me to think, even though they jumped out the gate the way that they did, there's no reason for me to think that they couldn't have gotten better. I ain't saying that they're a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. I'm not saying that they're going to make a playoff run. What I am saying is that this team would not have been the same team in November that they would have been in February had Giannis been able to stay healthy.
I'm asking you. I think the difference with you and your prognosis, I'm saying over the course of recent NBA history, teams that are talent deficient tend to get worse as the year gets on. Because you cannot substantiate, okay, we got new scheme, new system, but at the end of the day, you got to have players that can execute these things at a high level over the course of an 82-game sample size. So that's why, for instance, the Nuggets can beat the Bucks in back-to-back opportunities without Jokic, without Murray, because the infrastructure, there's an infrastructure there, and there's a culture that exists. And I think the same thing with OKC. Shea is at the heart of that. When you have these elite teams, there's even without their best player, there's a certain DNA and I think schematic advantage they have that no matter the situation, they can at least be competitive. What I'm saying is the Bucks
which they were
competitive.
Which they were.
Yes, in the first 10 games of the year, I agree with you.
Yes, they were.
10 games.
Right, yes, they were. But I think the divide between you and me is you bring up the Denver Nuggets, who have gotten significantly better with their roster in October, right? So now where we are, we're in February. Are the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm sorry. Are the Denver Nuggets the same group as they were? Is Jones the same player in October that he is in February? No, he is not.
They don't have a Spencer Jones. They don't have any of these players. They don't have a Spencer Jones on the roster.
Spencer Jones?
No, because I think what you're disconnecting is David Adelman. Yes,
Jones?
Mark Dagnall.
Let me guess, they don't got a Julian Stratton too.
When you put in elite coaches that I think can really find out what their roster is and get the most out of young players.
Ron, who is that Spencer Jones?
Okay, Spencer.
So you just wanted to yell? Like what?
Wait a minute.
Who's their Tim Hardaway Jr.? Who's their Cason Wallace? Who's their Alice Caruso?
That's not the point.
Who's their Lou Dort? No. I'm asking. Tell me who their player is that is reflective of these players.
Okay, it's not about
AJ Green.
It's not about them being reflective of their players because the talent level
in
Denver.
That Isaiah Joe for sure. That could be that Isaiah.
No.
Who's the 12th man, mind you?
Here's my problem. My problem is that what you're doing is you're comparing talent in Milwaukee
and coaching
talent. You're right, and those two things are not the same. But that doesn't mean that
both. They don't have either one of them.
But that doesn't mean that these guys aren't going to get better. That doesn't mean that, right? Do you think that Milwaukee's talent is less than Charlotte's talent?
It's less than Toronto, like I told you it was.
That team is worse than Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte
don't employ Giannis Antetokounmpo, but Charlotte's team is better than the Bucks.
Pretty confident they beat Charlotte without Giannis in the lineup this season. They did do that.
Maybe. Cool. Congratulations. I just watched
the point the point that I'm making. Toronto is a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference.
I just watched Phoenix beat OKC.
Okay,
I watched Portland beat OKC.
Playoff team, possible playoff team. But the point that I'm
teams beat teams. Chill. That's the point.
Yes,
teams beat teams.
Right.
But
Charlotte Hornets
just beat teams.
Charlotte Hornets beat OKC. Wait. Chill. The Charlotte Hornets beat OKC
by 125.
With Shea on the floor.
The point that I was making with bringing up Charlotte is that Charlotte has gotten better throughout the course of the season, even though they are deficient in talent.
They got healthy.
They're not the best. Right.
Chill.
They
Hold
did
on,
get
chill.
healthy.
Wait, chill. No, hold on, chill.
This
That's
is
all that they got healthy.
Hold on,
That's
Mark.
what I'm
Hold on. This is the Bucks roster. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, and Kevin Porter Jr. So the players that make the most money on the roster, those are the. Hold on. Let me finish. Chill. Stop. Chill.
Is that what you think?
What?
You think?
I don't know
Kyle
who you said better than
Kuzma?
Kuzma. Yes,
you
whoever you
Kyle
said better than Kuzma. I don't know who you
If
said,
Kuzma-
but they're better
if
than Kuzma. I don't know who you said, but they're better than Kuzma.
If Kuzma was on Denver, do you think that
He would be the ninth man on the roster. Ninth.
So
Who did he ask if they were better than Kuzma? Who did he ask?
Spencer Jones.
Oh, give me Spencer Jones. Yeah, give me Spencer Jones.
Ninth. No, chill. Hold on. Wait. Ron. Let me read this to you. Come on. I want to hear what he has to say. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, and Kevin Porter. That's their top 5 highest paid players. Okay, and then you got Ryan Rollins, Gary Trent, Gary Harris, Torian Prince, Jericho Sims, AJ Green, and Amir Coffey, and then Cole Anthony, and then Thanasis and Andre Jackson, their former first-round pick, who doesn't play, and they got another Antetokounmpo on the bench. Tell me, when you read through that roster, what roster? Matter of fact, you said Charlotte Mars. Is that a better roster than Charlotte?
They're not better than Charlotte.
Is that a better roster than the Kings? Do they got a better roster than the Kings?
Yes, they do.
No,
yes, they do.
They still don't. They still don't.
Really might not, though. They really might not, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen to y'all dudes tell me that. So the Milwaukee Bucks might be
Am I
best in the
tripping?
league. From a talent standpoint.
Did you hear those names, Ron?
Serious?
So
No, I do think that the
Y'all
Kings.
just trying to be funny at this point.
Kyle Kuzma to DeMar DeRozan?
It sounds
We're
like
comparing Miles of Turners to
They
Zach
got the worst
LaVine.
talent in the league. So they got the so it sounds to me like the Milwaukee Bucks got the worst talent in the
Well,
league.
no, let's
They got
compare
What? Some of it, yeah. Some of it, 100%.
Some of it.
We've been trying to tell you this since November.
I said this
Since
before the season started.
October.
Before the year
We've been
started, I
trying to
said
tell
this
Those
to
two have
you.
been saying it.
I
Those
told
two
you.
have been saying it. They
Chill.
have.
We
I
told you the Spurs were better before the year started.
I told you that Giannis Antetokounmpo was going to literally off himself by trying to carry this bum-ass squad. I told you he was going to perish.
They did say this.
I told you he was going to expire.
I told
trying to
Ox,
carry this
we told them the
bum-ass
Raptors
squad.
were better, and chill. You almost had an anemic reaction, like a physical reaction to that conversation. The Raptors are clearly better than them, and matter of fact, they're better coached than the Bucks too. So like they have everything. The only thing they're missing is Giannis. The only thing they're missing is Giannis. That's literally the only thing.
To be fair, it's a big thing to me.
So with all of this being said, why aren't they at the bottom of the league? From a talent
Because
standpoint.
Giannis plays for them. Because
Okay,
Giannis
but-
plays for them.
And Giannis,
This is not rocket science.
wait.
Giannis
Stop right
plays.
there.
Giannis plays. They don't serve.
So Giannis plays. So with Giannis playing for them, Giannis is about to miss a grand total of 4 to 6 weeks. So he's about to miss 2 months. And when being so, are the Milwaukee Bucks going to go to the bottom of the East?
Wait, hold on, chill. Behind them are the Charlotte Hornets, who have been one of the best teams in the league. They're 5-5 in the last 10. Wait, Mars, hold on, because he's asking the question. Why aren't they at the bottom of the league? Do you know why? You know who's at the bottom of the Eastern Conference? The Charlotte Hornets, with all the injuries they were dealing with. The Brooklyn Nets, with just Michael Porter Jr. and 5 first-round picks. The Indiana Pacers without half their roster and their best player, and then the Washington Wizards. Those are the teams that are below them.
I'm 99% certain the Hornets are going to pass Milwaukee.
They are.
I don't think Washington are going to win 8 games the rest of the year. So, no, the Bucks aren't going to go down to the bottom of the East because I don't think Washington are capable of winning the 18 games the Bucks have right now. So, they're safe from that. But Giannis being employed by the Bucks is the only reason they're not with the Nets, Wizards, and Pacers.
Which is the only reason why I thought
that's the only reason they're not with them.
And Mars, to your point, he's the only reason why I thought that they would be a viable playoff team. That's the only reason. And I thought that those guys on the roster.
Then why did you try to argue their talent level versus these other teams?
This is my point, Mars. My point is I didn't think that they were supremely talented. What I did think that they did have talent. Having Giannis on the crew, they would be throughout the course of the year, getting better. That's what I thought. I never once came up here and said, this team is going to win the NBA championship. This team could go deep into the playoffs. Never said that.
We're not arguing that either.
No. This is what you're doing, Swiper. You're telling me that this team in terms of talent are deficient. I I'm in the minority because I already know it, but it's not a coincidence that KPJ, every crew that he gets on, he's always playing, and he's playing well, always. I thought that Cole Anthony would be better. He has not been. No, he has not been. He was better when the season started, but then when Giannis went out,
Cole did have a really good stretch at the beginning of the season.
Yes, he was actually really good until Giannis went out. When Giannis went out, all the deficiencies that these guys have got highlighted because they had to do more stuff than they needed to in order for them to be competitive and win games. They were awful. Absolutely awful.
Kevin Porter Jr. with maximum leeway, 34 minutes a game this year, 17, 7 assists, 44, 36, 84 splits. Okay.
That's
you know
cool
what?
Player.
You're right. If there's no pressure, nobody in front of him, you're the best guard. You got to go play. Yeah, give you a lot of minutes. This is what he can do. I 100% agree with you, Chill. He can go get it. But here's the problem. Is KPJ, we had this discussion real talk. I don't know if you were here. And I told him, they're at least 20, 25 point guards better than KPJ. Chill argued that there were not before the season started.
You said 20.
And no, actually, I've heard you make that argument. I've heard you make that argument before. That to me, whatever number it is, still doesn't take away from the quality of player that KPJ is.
Oh, I'm good.
You're naming point guards as if point guard isn't.
Guess what? If he played for the Lakers, he wouldn't get playing time. I can tell you that. If he played for the Lakers, he wouldn't get playing time.
Mind.
He wouldn't get playing time. I guarantee you. KPJ's out of I guarantee you. Come playoff time, he will be out of the rotation. Guarantee you. Guarantee. Guarantee.
No.
He will be out of the. He will be out of the rotation in playoff time.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Guarantee.
Kevin Porter Jr. plays 25 plus minutes. He's their best perimeter defender. He would be their best perimeter defender.
The Clippers?
Finished the year on the Clippers.
He would be their best perimeter defender. On that alone, he would get played.
Did he play? He what? He said. What did you say? What did you say, Ron?
He would be their best perimeter defender. On that alone, he would get playing time.
I'm
not even talking about on the offensive end.
Stop.
Well, Marcus,
give you Austin Reeves.
Give me Reeves. Give me Reeves. I'd much rather have Reeves. Much rather as a defender.
Sorry, now you're tripping. Now you're tripping. Now you're tripping. Right,
now I'm tripping. Who you gonna play next to? Luka? Reeves? Bro? And we'll do what?
I don't think KPJ's the hill to die on though.
No, it's not. I don't even know if you're dying on this hill like KPJ is trash.
KPJ is cool. He's probably not a starting point guard, and that's probably a problem with the Bucks. But he's cool. Ryan Rollins is cool. Giannis is Giannis. Miles Turner is cool.
Miles Turner's
Once you get beyond that, then the rest of the roster just like
Miles Turner's a good player. Just a bad situation.
But like they have some cool players, but like they're 15 and 15 when Giannis plays. So they're 500. They're cool. That's what they're cool.
That's what him being.
When Giannis doesn't play, they're 3 and 11. They play at a 17 win pace when Giannis isn't playing. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA. Yeah. Like the team just sucks. It really is. The team just and a lot
of that has to do with Giannis being in and out of the lineup because everything goes through Giannis. Everything that they're doing goes through Giannis. If Giannis was in the lineup, like we talked about from the beginning, I think things would be different. And if Giannis wasn't in the lineup from the beginning, you would not be hearing me having this conversation about the Milwaukee Bucks. No.
Chill. I just don't get how you come up here and you're so pro trade Embiid, trade this, get off of Embiid. It is literally the same thing with Giannis, but even worse. It's even worse. Like I understand Giannis is well at this point, he's been just as unhealthy as Embiid, if not worse. He's been in and out the lineup, and that's been the case for the last 2 or 3 years.
If not worse, on top of that, crazy.
And on top of that,
we'll ignore that part.
I mean, he breaks down when it matters most. Hasn't played in the last 2 playoffs. He's been in and out the lineup this year. He's going to be out for.
He played last year, so that's not true.
How long did he play for?
He played the whole series.
He played the whole series against Indiana.
He is right. Yeah, he didn't play the year before at all.
It was the year before that too, though, right?
Yeah,
he got hurt the year before too.
He didn't play the year before, and then he got hurt in 23. He also got hurt in 21, but they won the title. He also got hurt in 2020.
He's been hurting.
Giannis has been hurt in like 5 of his 6 postseason runs as an MVP level player.
Yeah.
And just on top of that, like this team doesn't have close to the talent that Philly has. Like Milwaukee is in a terrible situation, and they're trying to hold on to their only hope for the future in Giannis. And it's just like, for what? You
Yeah,
guys,
Ron,
they're
you equating
listening to
Milwaukee
Mars right now. I just think they should- that's bad
wait a minute,
business,
Swiper,
personally.
because again, Swiper's up here with the you go girl snaps. So okay, so
Doing
really
this
quickly,
shit.
really quickly, Ron, are you equating what's going on in Milwaukee to what's going on in Philadelphia? Because again, when I talk about the Philadelphia 76ers moving on from Joel Embiid, I'm doing that. Why? Because I have two centerpieces that I can build around. I'm holding on to Giannis Antetokounmpo because I don't have anything else, Ron. That's why.
And
I'm not moving
yes,
off
you
of Joel
do.
Embiid.
You
I'm
have
not moving
all
off
the
of Joel
value.
I'm not moving off.
So
of
wait,
Giannis
Ron, you can't pay
Antetokounmpo.
your rent. Your car notes due. You can't pay your bills. You got a gold brick sitting in the middle of your house. All you got to do is sell it, and you can pay off all your debts for the next 10 years. You got a gold brick in the house. You
said a
can't
brick?
afford food. Food. You know how much a brick is worth right now, chill, in American dollar? Not a lot, not as much as it used to be. But you got a gold brick sitting in your house, and you telling me, real talk, you just want to keep looking at it? Real talk, you better.
You
I'm
want to be
going
able
to
to
the
say
finest-
you got that goal?
I'm going to the finest jewelry store I can find. I'm getting me $100 million, and I'm living good. I'm living good. U.S. government, how much you need this for?
Ain't no brick. All right, it ain't no brick. You over there sitting on Giannis in a big bag of mid for what? To sell tickets? You trade.
They know they're going to them
Listen,
games.
Hey, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, you trade Giannis to Atlanta. You get the Pelicans pick and you get Atlanta's pick.
Who are you?
Let's say you draft what?
You
players?
trade Giannis to Atlanta. Who are the players?
That I'm saying, like, let's just say, for instance, they would have did Trey and whatever, but don't get caught up on the Trey Young thing. My thing is, let's say you get a top 3 pick in the draft or 2 lottery picks, and you come off with AJ, you come off with Cam, you come off with, I don't know, Darren Peterson. Don't you think when they get to that all NBA player level in a couple years, you're not going to resell tickets again? And on top of that, in the meantime, I grab some more picks. And on top of that, in the meantime, we're a bad team. So now we start. Start getting more picks.
But Ron, with this logic, with
the rebuilding logic,
do they have their pick? Does Milwaukee have their pick?
They have it's a swap. It's a swap.
And so
they get the least
they're bad with
favorable
Giannis.
Pelicans.
And just so
they're bad with Giannis. So in their mind, if they have their pick, I don't know.
So they're getting a lottery pick either way in Mars, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty much. I would just bottom out and then hope that the Pelicans and Bucks picks are 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So like we at least get
4
the
and
second pick. Yeah, at least get the second pick. And be like, we got something. That's probably what I would do if I was the Bucks.
Chill. What would Bill Belichick do right now? Remember his old rule for Bill Belichick, chill, with New England?
He actually got
trade
that
him a year too early.
He got that from Bill Walsh, actually.
Yeah.
Trade him
a year. Yeah, trade him a year or 2 early instead of a year too late. Yep.
Yeah.
And
I think it's just time.
I need to do a Jokic before he walked.
I don't know if you know this, Swiper, but the Bucks have better. The Bucks got better attendance this year than Minnesota, the Knicks, Philly.
I don't believe that.
Orlando.
Those are fugazi numbers.
Okay, all right. So exactly, you're right.
Minnesota got a lively crowd, man. They're there.
Okay.
I think you're loyal to your takes. You're loyal to people too, obviously. But I'm saying you're loyal to your takes. And your loyalty to your old takes, like you will let that rock.
If I'm wrong about something, I will 100% say, "Yo, I was wrong."
No.
Are you willing to admit Kyle Kuzma sucks?
I'm willing to admit that Kyle Kuzma is not very good. Yes, I am.
Okay. So, see, he's not. There you go.
Yes, I am.
There you go.
I do think I'm willing to admit that Kyle Kuzma is not very good. Yes.
All right, fellas, we're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. We are still in the crunch time chats. So we got some more super chats. Let's go ahead and honor the money that the people have sent through. Jordan Reed sent through $19.99. He said, am I the only person that feels like Cade and Jaylen Brown should be top 3 or even top 2 in the MVP race because they've been more valuable than any other players in the NBA this season?
Do y'all watch Chill with Chill?
Someone else will think that too.
Do y'all watch Chill with Chill on Saturdays noon Eastern?
Yeah, I peeped in.
It was 11. It was 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, 11 is last time you changed your hours.
Yeah, I was just wondering if y'all watched because we talked about this in depth. We had a very we got a little heated. I think we were a little upset.
Oh, heated about what?
About this
Yeah,
whole
what got
about this whole MVP debacle.
There's a
Oh,
debacle.
what? Like it
There's
was anger
clearly a
here.
debacle. How was Jaylen Brown?
I'll
6
say
and
it while
Cade-
nobody
and
else
Cade
has
7?
said. Jaylen Brown
How
should
was
be
this-
ahead of
how was
Luka on the
this?
MVP list. He should.
Well,
be.
Oh, so the
it's
debacle
all-
of they should be in the conversation. Okay, cool.
It's already been said. It's on wax. It's right there. It makes no sense for Jaylen and Cade to be 6 and 7 in the MVP race when they clearly should be top 3 in the MVP race. There's no way that Nikola Jokic is still number 2 in this MVP.
Is he
race.
still eligible?
Yeah.
Right now
when is
he
he
is,
no
but
longer
the fact that
eligible?
the fact that he's even number 2
So
in this
was
is
it
just
a
ridiculous.
9 and 5? So he has 4 more
I
games.
I do
Absolutely
agree with that.
Swiping those is ridiculous. We all know, it's
Especially in
ridiculous.
like a power ranking. Like if it's power ranking and it can shift. Like
It is, yes.
he
It
should
shifts
have
every
said
week.
that.
Real talk.
It
Every week it shifts.
doesn't even matter.
He should have.
He's-
Yeah, I've
He's
never
still
seen
sitting there
someone
number 2.
maintain their MVP standing without playing.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
Especially when that team doesn't fall off a cliff.
Especially when their team is still is just.
But
as
like
good.
at the end of the day, Shea gonna win this shit unanimous. So like, yeah, I guess maybe Jaylen Brown and Cade should be 2nd and 3rd. Cool. Shay's gonna win this borderline unanimously, but there will be someone.
Yes, Mars.
we,
know,
we,
know.
we
There
can't,
will
we can't,
be
but no,
someone
we
who votes
can't,
Cade.
we can't definitively say that though, Mars. Like, if the season were to end today, yes, it's Shay's MVP. But we just seen Giannis get hurt. We've seen Wemby get hurt. We've seen
if Shea
Luka
doesn't
get hurt.
yeah.
We've seen Jokic get hurt. Like, so we don't know. And with that being said, if Shea was to get hurt and miss an extended amount of times and not meet the game requirement, who are the next runner-ups?
But
That is
still,
Cade Cunningham and
It's
Jaylen
Luka.
Brown. No
But
doubt,
either
it's not
way-
Luka.
Well,
Well,
why-
according to the
I
MVP
don't-
standings, it is.
By the way, I would like to say I
however
think
it is-
I think it is hilarious that we're saying Jaylen Brown better than Kevin Durant this year. But you know,
Yeah, well, he is. He's absolutely is. But
He's not been a better scorer or defender this year. So I don't play, brother.
Swiper. Kevin Durant.
Then Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant's not even on the top 10. Let's keep it.
Is it not another
wait.
problem?
Hold on.
Brown has been
But-
better than KD this year.
I know.
Yes,
I respectfully
absolutely.
disagree.
But
I
let's
respectfully
stay
disagree. I'm saying
focused
respectfully.
because Swiper, you're adding people that aren't even on the top 10. Actually, no, you do that because I'm gonna do it too. I'm sorry. I was
Isn't
about
that
to
a
be-
problem?
I
That
was
KD's
I was
on
I
the
was
top
I was about to be a hypocrite, Swiper. I'm sorry for that. But
Per
look,
usual.
when
I'm sorry, my bad.
okay, but look, this is the problem though. What was oh, right. So Mars, the thing is, I understand where you're coming from with us knowing that as of now it is SGA. We know that. But the fact that they're making a top 10 MVP ladder makes it to where we have to have the conversation. So the fact that we have to have the conversation because they're doing a ranking, making a list, we have to acknowledge that it makes absolutely no sense for Nikola Jokic to even be top 5 in this conversation, and it makes no sense to have Luka Doncic ahead of Jaylen Brown and Cade Cunningham.
Well, by the way, just so the
actually makes no
MVP award tracker, which is the you always ask for the math in terms of like the probability. Jokic is still 1, obviously, but he'll probably be out in 4 days. Shay's 2, Luka's 3.
Still
Cade is-
one?
This is,
It's
that's,
a- it's
but
a-
see,
it's a-
Swiper,
it's
that's
a
not- that's not what
probability
we're talking
based on,
about.
like,
Oh,
all
the
of
possible
the-
reference one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
just-
one. That's
It's
We're not
based
talking
on like
about that.
the
We're
how you're performing and everything.
that's
And then
not-
Cade's
that's not what we're
4,
talking
Jamal Murray is 5th, Victor's 6th, Tyrese is 7, Jaylen is 8, Kevin Durant is 9, and Chet
How
Holmgren
is
is
he
10.
still number 1? Based
Because-
on how
because
he-
it's a
he's
statistical
talking about
model.
his chart.
Yeah, it's based on like how you
Even if-
perform.
even if
A
it's a
formula.
chart, he's missed this
No, because
Thursday.
it's based on how you actually played this season.
Okay,
Yes,
actually how I
because see,
played
his-
this season.
Yeah, so
okay,
him
his
not
isn't
playing
real
hasn't
humans.
hurt
His-
his
this
performance
is a
because he hasn't
computer.
Which doesn't make any
A computer that doesn't
According
take
to the
into
algorithm.
account real
You
life.
asked for a computer vote before, by the way.
I'm not talking. I'm talking, but that's no Swiper. Don't do this right now because
You did ask for a computer vote last year.
When?
You said we should. You said we should have a machine that determines the vote because there's too much bias in voting.
Those words never came out of my mouth.
100%.
I would never say anything like that.
You
That's
absolutely
ridiculous.
said this. I don't have to lie to you, Ox. I would never lie. to you. I have no
I'm
reason to.
looking at the NBA.
I can guarantee that's something I would never say.
There's one
I
person,
don't
by the
know
way.
how
just-
Şengün is still on there, but
Yeah.
What's the NBA.com one?
That's the one that Ox and Chill were talking about
Yeah.
on Chill with Chill. So Shay's at 1, he maintains his spot. Jokic is at 2, maintains his spot. Luka's at 3, maintains his spot.
his spot.
Wemby's at 4, maintains his spot. Tyrese Maxey moved up from 8, he's now at 5.
Mhm.
Jaylen Brown moved down, he's now at 6. Cade moved down, he's
How
now
does
at
he move
7.
down?
Probably because of the way he's been playing the last week or week and a half, whatever. Anthony Edwards moved down, he's now at 8. Şengün has moved into the top 10, is at 9. And Jamal Murray has stayed flat at 10. I have no idea how Alperen Şengün is apparently.
Narrative.
See,
above
Mark,
Kevin.
you
Can
just
somebody,
said
Swipe,
you just
can
said
you
that Jaylen
explain-
Brown and Cade moved down because of the way they played.
I'd assume. I'd assume.
okay.
I don't make the list, but
Right.
I'd assume that's the reason why.
I need you to
Okay,
explain
well, if you
how
assume
KD
that, how the hell is Nikola Jokic
Better
still
scorer
at
and
2?
defender?
I don't know. I don't know how Jokic managed to stay at 2 when he hasn't played, but he's managed to. Well, no, actually, I do kind of understand. If the voters voted today and Jokic is still eligible, they put him number 2. So that's how I understand it. That's what would happen. But
Well, those voters don't deserve a vote anymore.
Why? He's been far better
That's
than everybody
what-
else in the
that's
league,
what
though.
But
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if the
You
voting
can't
if
just
the
be
voting
far
ended today,
better
they would
and
put
you're
in
not. What?
second.
no, but I think he's still eligible for
That's
the
what-
award.
that's
So
just what
like
would happen.
that's
That's what I
where
know.
it is right now. He has
You
to
know
get
what?
him
You
eligible.
know what?
eligible.
Damn
Okay,
that.
I
Damn
get
that, Swiper. Because look, if that's the case,
I mean,
if
I'm
that's
trying
the
to
case,
understand
how is
because
Kawhi Leonard not in the top 10?
I think Kawhi Leonard's been better than Jaylen Brown in them this year. I don't know why. I've already said this though. This is repeating what I've already said. Kawhi Leonard's been better than Jaylen Brown, better than Tyrese Maxey, better than a handful of players this season.
Also
So
not
the-
true. I don't know why.
to
Jaylen
you,
Brown is
to,
your
I'm saying, but
first
that's
name
fine.
you go
To you,
Why,
to you,
Why are they
because
better? Why
because
has
Kevin Durant, because
been
I
better
got
than
it.
Jaylen
I got
Brown?
no problem. I got you. Kevin Durant this year has been a
You finna
better
efficiency
scorer.
me to death.
Come-
I know. We got
said
it.
what?
It's Kevin Durant. I know. He shoots.
No, I'm not just saying. What do you mean? I was going to give you the reading. You asked for the
He
readings.
shoots 43% from 3. I got it. What else?
What else other than being an uber efficient wing
Yeah,
scorer?
because
And a very good defender?
I don't know if you like actually watch the sports, White, but
I don't watch the Rockets
Kevin
play.
Durant.
We're gonna eye test Kevin Durant.
No, because
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I just
As
want to hear
far
this.
as-
I want to hear
As
this.
far as this season,
Uh-huh.
Jaylen Brown, as of right now, as far as 2025, 2026, is a far better ball handler, far better initiator of offense, far better passer and playmaker, in my opinion, because he's able to handle the ball in crowds far better than Kevin Durant.
What's
Is
that gonna
Kevin
do with
Durant a better scorer?
Handling the basketball has a
Well,
lot to do
I
with
don't
passing.
even want to say, but is he a more efficient scorer?
Jaylen Brown's a better passer than KD because he can dribble back.
At this
Handling
point?
has a lot to do with passing. Handling the basketball has a lot to do with passing.
Enlighten me. What's my pass?
Jaylen Brown is not a better playmaker than Kevin Durant.
Jaylen Brown has been playing better than Kevin Durant all season.
Wait,
Because
Yes,
because
he
you can
is.
dribble, so because you can dribble better, you pass the ball better.
No, no, Mars. He's saying that his ability to dribble better made him a better passer, getting to spots and angles and stuff. I think that's what he was saying.
so I'm okay. Better playmaker. Let's leave the
Okay.
let's leave the passing
Okay.
out of it.
Okay.
If that,
He's
if
still a
that's
better
what-
passer.
He's a better playmaker. He's a better initiator of offense.
He's just better.
I don't believe that Kevin Durant is just clearing him defensively either. But
What?
I think that when you have a combination of passing, playmaking, initiation ability, and you're still scoring the ball at a very efficient clip yourself on more volume, then yes, you definitely have an argument to go band for band with Kevin Durant. Well, I don't understand why you just go.
So do you
look
think
at
it's
KD.
close? Just like, do you think it's close?
Are you asking me or
Yeah, you. 'Cause you
Real
said
talk,
we're
I'll
close.
say it. I
What's
think that there's a
close?
gap, but
Do
I
you,
think there's
do
a
you
gap
actually
between.
think they're going band for band, or did you just say that? To
I think I have Jaylen Brown kind of like comfortably better this year. I think
So it's
Jaylen
not
Brown
bad.
has comfortably been better than Kevin Durant this year.
Comfortably.
okay, so it's not band for band. Okay, that's
So no, I'm
And,
asking
he's a better
like
defender
what?
than Kevin
know
Durant.
Like, where would you like me to
Thank you,
go?
Alex.
I mean, I guess I'm asking. In
But
this,
he wants
in
you to
this
go to the eye
situation-
test. That's what he wants you to go to. He wants you to go to the eye test.
No, I'm saying, give me an argument outside because that argument
Kevin
for
Durant's
Kevin
anchoring a
Durant,
much better
as
defense
other
than Jaylen
things,
Brown
as
this year.
other things offensively start to deteriorate,
Okay.
it doesn't hold as much.
Kevin Durant
argument
is.
don't matter.
Well, I'm
You're
starting
saying,
with the defense.
he's
Kevin Durant
efficient,
is.
he's efficient, he's
Kev,
efficient.
Kev, I hear
you
you.
know
I'm,
that.
but I'm trying to retort to you. Kevin Durant is anchoring a much better defense this year than he is. And been a
Kevin-
top tier rim protector this
He's
season.
on
So
a
I mean,
better
that's not.
defensive unit.
Oh my god,
Kevin Durant has more defensive
Right,
responsibility
bro.
in his team than
What?
Jaylen Brown does.
this thing is serious.
No, he
right
Kevin
now.
Durant
That's
is.
the problem.
He is. Kevin Durant is the anchor.
The
He
problem
is.
right now is that
that.
Swiper's being serious.
Yeah.
Jaylen
well,
Brown is
this
taking
a
the other
basketball
team's top
conversation.
matchup. I've seen Jaylen Brown do that multiple times this year.
But you realize
I'm-
that.
not only,
you realize that
not only am I
Wemby-
the
but
best
you realize
offensive
there are
player,
roles. There
I'm
are
checking your best.
No, but I think the problem is there are
the
defensive
biggest
roles.
role you
Kevin
could
Durant
play on
has a
defense
different
is to guard the
Ron,
other team's best player.
When
That's
Real
the
Talk
biggest
asks me a
role you could
question, I'm
take.
going to respond. Kevin Durant has a different defensive role than Jaylen Brown does. So Victor Wembanyama doesn't guard his man to man, but he's still a much better defender than Jaylen Brown. Kevin Durant is an off-ball rim protector, and he's doing it at an elite level this year. That's facts. And the defense is better with him on the floor this year than it is with Jaylen Brown on the floor for his team. And
Who's
the
a better
offense is
defender,
comparable.
Swiper? Who's a better defender?
Kevin Durant. I've said this. I just said that like 30
All right,
seconds ago.
all right.
Kevin Durant is a better defender this year. And matter of fact, if we're gonna get, if
Is
we're
he a
gonna
better
keep doing
defender?
like,
If he's a better,
What?
is he a better defender in space? Is he a better defender in stretches? Is he a better defender overall this season? Because I saw Jaylen Brown take the assignment against Cade Cunningham. I saw
So we're
Jaylen
doing
Brown
one
take
game?
this. Whoa!
'cause I can bring up Jamal Murray frying Jaylen Brown.
We're not doing one game. No, what we're
The fact
doing,
that he
what
was
we're
guarding
doing,
Jamal Murray
because if
is
we're
kind
doing,
of the
because
point.
here's the problem that we're having. If we're
Well,
doing
then
one
he-
game, because you're talking
But
about Kevin
that's not
Durant
the,
doing
it's
it.
not the same
I'm
role.
talking
Imagine
about
That's
Kevin
KD
Durant
guarding
doing
Jamal
it.
Murray.
But again, Jaylen Brown took the assignment against Cade Cunningham. Jaylen Brown took the assignment against Kawhi Leonard. Jaylen Brown is actually taking the assignments during the season, and he's flourishing in that. Now, Kevin Durant, on the other hand, Kevin Durant, does he take the assignment more than Amin Thompson? Does he take the assignment more than other guys on the group, or is he a better defender
Tari
in
Eason.
stretches? Or is he a better defender in stretches, Swiper? Because I think Jaylen Brown is a
Is
better
Chet
defender
Holmgren a better defender
overall
than
this
Jaylen
season.
Brown?
What
I'm asking. Is Chet Holmgren a better defender than Jaylen Brown?
What does that have to do with Kevin Durant?
But Swiper,
Well,
KD's
no,
not
just
him,
answer
though.
the question.
KD's
No,
not Wemby or Chet. No, we
No,
get
but
the
I
point
think
you're trying to
no,
make.
he is
KD's
doing this.
not Wemby or
He's
Chet.
doing the same role, leading to elite defense, though.
I think he's a better rim protector than Jaylen Brown. I think he's better around the rim.
So you don't think Chet's a better defender than Jaylen Brown overall?
I think Jaylen Brown on the perimeter. I think he's been better.
He had 22 points and 17 assists because he was playmaking. So again, that's what I'm saying. You just take out the playmaking passing. I think he ate it for 50 plus points in that game. So not just the points with Jamal. That was the point. They couldn't guard him. So therefore he had 17 assists in that game. Anyway, chill. I think the issue is if you're like, when do we want to value the rim protecting stuff? I guess is what I'm asking.
I'm always
You do
valuing the
a
rim
lot.
protecting stuff. Yes,
Kevin Durant's one of the best rim protectors in the league this year, like bar none.
Now he's
Bar
been
none
one of
this
the
season.
sure, and he's been one of the best rim protectors this season in stretches.
Somebody said you're comparing KD to elite rim protectors. KD has been an elite rim protector this year.
Okay, and Swiper, I get that part, but my question is how much of a rim protector has he been though? Like when we talk about rim
Elite one.
protectors, we talking about Mobley. We talking about
Yes, better this year, better.
at the rim than Mobley, at the rim better than Chet, guys like that. Is that what you're
Here,
doing?
I'm going to pull again. I did this 2 weeks ago. I'm going
But
to
there's
pull all
more
these
to rim
names up.
protection than just the
It's
numbers.
100%
exactly.
shot
And
blocking.
this is
You
Uh,
said what?
hold on.
You
It's,
said what,
it's
Mom?
more to it than like KD's holding up because the numbers are like he's holding opponents like 11% below expected, which is like better than like the Mobleys of the world. That's cool, but there's more to rim protection than what happens when you actually contest the shot.
No, I
What
hear
about
you, but I
if
think
KD's
but
not making
but
a play at the rim. What about the deterrence factor of rim protection? KD's not elite in all of the areas of rim protection. He's been great when you have to score over KD at the rim. He's great, sure,
Mhm.
but there's often times where he's not making that rotation. There's often times where he's not stopping people from going up for a shot, which is the most valuable form of rim protection. So to say he's like been a better rim protector than Evan Mobley, like
That's not true.
Well, I think he at
That's
the very least he's
disingenuous.
been in the
That's not
conversation.
true.
He's been in the conversation with them this year for at least
he's
for
been
stretches.
one of the best rim protecting wings. He's been the best rim protecting wing in the league, unless I'm forgetting someone like egregious. But I'm pretty sure he's been the best rim.
Yeah,
protecting wing
J
in the league.
Dub has been out, so.
But that doesn't
Jaylen
make, but
Brown
like that
actually
doesn't
been
put
good
him.
at
That doesn't
that.
put him in the conversation with like the true bigs. Like that doesn't put him in that space. But as a rim protecting wing, for sure, absolutely, and he still can guard in space, although they keep him away from that for the most part. But he still can guard in space, and I do think you guys are overstating how much Jaylen Brown's taking these assignments. But it's not like
Even with that, this is what I
Taking
want to
his
say
time is
because
relative to
this
the
is why I asked Swiper
This
like,
one.
is he watching the games and for better explanation than just efficient.
I didn't say that.
Yes,
You did.
we know Kevin Durant is an efficient scorer. We all know that, but that's not a good enough argument.
I didn't say
in
that.
my
You did.
opinion-
I didn't
in
bring up the
my
offense at all.
opinion, or efficiency and rim protection. I got your argument. Cool.
I didn't
So,
bring up efficiency at all. I haven't
fine,
talked about
cool,
offense.
Cool.
So don't put words in my mouth. You
Matt,
brought that up to
watching the
you
games,
brought that up to
watching the
diminish Kevin
games,
Durant's argument.
Watching the games, you would see in the context of these two players and the teams that they're playing on, both of them, right, have been required this year to do more on-ball initiating responsibilities because number one, the Rockets do not have a point guard, and number two, the Celtics are missing their best passer, playmaker, initiator, and Jason Tatum. And so the concerns about Jaylen Brown coming into this season were, can Jaylen Brown take on more on-ball responsibility? Right,
And he's
because
done that.
Jason Tatum is not there to do
And he's
that.
done that.
Can Derek
Yes, he
White
has.
do it as well? And so we've seen this season as both teams have needed more ball handling from these two. One is doing it, in my opinion, at a far better rate and a far higher clip than the other. And so, in my opinion, being able to be the one that can initiate the offense, can pass and play make and handle the ball, I think brings just as much value as shooting 50% from mid-range.
Why do you do that?
I think.
Why does he do
Why
what?
are you doing that? Why are you doing about with Kevin Durant's numbers when you know that they have no offensive personnel around him to actually make space for him? And the fact that he is shooting 50, 40, 90 this year.
But we can't put defense in the context with who Jaylen Brown's playing with.
He's playing with. He's literally playing with perhaps the
I
second
think
or third
both should be put
best.
into context. I think
Yeah, he's playing with literally maybe the best second or third best offensive coaching situation in the NBA.
We're talking
They've
about
been
defense.
an elite offense.
You made the argument that Kevin Durant was better on defense.
Ron,
But you made the argument.
Why are you interrupting if we're talking about offense?
Swiper, you have interrupted plenty of debates up here, with your shenanigans.
Real talk are talking, and you keep bringing in sidebars.
No, we are talking. Everybody's in this discussion. Ox was in this discussion before
you left. Contributing to the discussion?
Wait. Can we get back to
No. Swiper made a point, and I'm countering it.
Please.
I said, can we keep the same consistency? Because you brought up Kevin Durant on defense, that his numbers are better when he's on the floor. He's playing with a Min Thompson, an all-NBA defender. He's playing with Tari Eason. He's playing with other good defenders. He's also playing with a defensive coach. You were just going to say that they have a better offensive scheme. He's playing with Ime Udoka, who is historically a good defensive coach. So that is the reason why it's more impressive what Jaylen Brown's doing on defense.
By the way, with less personnel, too.
Who are you talking about?
He's basically saying the same argument for Kevin Durant's offensive situation is inverse to Jaylen Brown's defense.
Well, I know, but I'm allowed to move to the offense because Real Talk said because he's shooting 50% from mid-range, as if that was a dismissive point. I think that actually speaks to Kevin Durant's value this year, is that he's playing in a defensively slanted team with no other offensive creators, and despite the fact that he's in a negative offensive situation with Alperen Şengün and Amen Thompson and these non-shooters, non-spacers, and a bungled up situation, he's still been one of the best ISO players in the league. He's still been one of the best pull-up shooters in the league. He's still been a very proficient scorer this year, and he's having one of his best scoring seasons actually in the last few seasons. So I think that does matter. So you, in initial conversations, trying to maybe dismiss in some way that he's shooting 50, 40, 90 as a way that he's not putting up volume. He is putting up volume. And he's not only putting up volume, he's also uber efficient with it. I actually don't think Jaylen Brown's been better than quite a few players this year. And we can get to that list if you want, including Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi's been better. I think he's doing his job. I think he's been excellent as a scorer, excellent as an offensive player, and also been good defensively this year. He has. And I think, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, I don't know if I say, where are we on the Kevin Durant thing? Because I feel like chilling Real Talk where you are, Mars, Rod, I don't know where you are.
Me and you are the only ones who think KD has been better. The other four think Jaylen Brown's been better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think
again, I just want to make sure I'm not dismissing the 50, 40, 90 stuff. However, I already knew that you would go there because quite frankly, you're a one-trick pony. So I already knew the points you were going to make. So what I'm saying is being more efficient, in my opinion, when you are deficient in other aspects of your game is not going to inherently just put you over other players because you're 50, 40, 90. Like there's more to basketball than being accurate. What's up, Mars?
I wanted to ask, you agree Jaylen Brown is in a much better offensive context than Kevin Durant?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the thing that me and you already have agreed with is that listen to the things I'm saying Jaylen Brown is better at then, right? We already agree that Kevin Durant has gotten worse as a ball handler being shown multiple bodies, correct?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
I think that Jaylen Brown, even though he's in
Jaylen Brown's averaging more turnovers per 75 than Kevin Durant is.
Jaylen Brown is in a more optimal offensive situation. I definitely agree with that. But Jaylen Brown is still seeing multiple bodies, meaning that he's the best player on this team right now.
Why is Jaylen Brown turning the ball over?
Wait, let's get back to Mars. Keep going. Keep going.
And I think that he's doing initiating and passing and playmaking responsibilities. Even in a better situation, I think he's still better than Kevin Durant at that right now, as far as 2026.
Why is he turning the ball more than Kevin Durant this year?
Why is he turning the ball over?
Why is he turning the ball over more than Kevin Durant this year?
How
He
much?
has
How
the
much?
ball in
How much
his
more
hands.
is he turning? Wait, stay right there, Moss. How much more is he turning the ball over than Kevin Durant? Go.
No, should that matter? He said that
Yes,
he's having
because
more
if I'm only
responsibility.
turning the ball over one more
I'm being
time than
nasty.
you are,
I'm
So
being
that does
nasty.
matter.
he's
That
a
does
way
matter.
less efficient scorer. He's a
Okay,
way
I ain't
less
asked you
efficient
that. I'm
scorer.
not asking
He's
you
a
that. You
slightly
want
better
turnovers.
passer.
If you
And
averaging
he's a
3
work.
If
turnovers,
I
you
see a
averaging
the ball over more.
0.1 turnover
That's what I'm
difference,
talking
I'm
about.
gonna-
This is what I mean right
It's
here.
per
So,
75. I see
what-
4 to 3.1. 4 to 3.1.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so one
that's
turnover a game.
noticeable.
Okay,
That is
Yeah,
noticeable.
41. It's a 41% percentile turnover rate, which is Kevin Durant, to a 53% turnover rate for Jaylen Brown. That's what I'm saying.
So you turning the ball.
That-
So I'm
that-
turning the
that's
ball over.
noticeable.
Okay.
So a percentage
Moss, I
of like
wanna-
one
But Jaylen Brown
percent.
is still handling the ball more than Kevin.
And he's
Durant.
a less efficient. He's less efficient with the basketball in his hands, and he's less efficient as a scorer on elite volume. So I'm saying, like, at
but
what
he
point does efficiency
has
matter
more
if I'm more
volume.
efficient with my touches overall?
He also
And,
has
and
more volume.
what we not doing is, and see, here's the
Yeah,
problem that we have. in
Jaylen
two
Brown
real
has the
talk,
ball
re-
for
really
5
quickly,
minutes
Moss.
a game. KD's
Really,
at
really
4.3.
quickly, Moss. Really quickly.
No.
because
But
real-
Mark, I'm doing per 75
No,
possessions.
don't let him off
You
the
understand
hook
what I'm
with this
saying?
real talk, because
They're
what
like,
he's going to do
it's
is,
But
equally
even on a per
possession.
possession basis, Jaylen Brown has the ball more than Kevin Durant.
Sure.
So it opens up.
and
the
even
door
if
for more
that's
Kevin
true, even if that's true, Moss, what he's doing is he's not taking into context what kind of turnovers we're having. How about me throwing the ball to Cater and Cater dropping the ball out of bounds when he's wide open underneath the basket? How about me getting the ball to Derek White, who is getting to the rim and ends up turning the ball
Me
over?
getting the
And that
ball to
turnover
Derek
is on
White?
me. That's the point. The point is, Swiper, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make him look like an
Jaylen
inefficient
Brown
ball handler.
leads the league in losing the ball, though. Like just with his dribble, he still
Okay.
leads the league in that.
What
That's
what
Jaylen
you-
Brown, though. We know that's
Yeah.
right.
This is Jaylen Brown.
We do that. But what I want to do is I want to get back to Mars. Mars, you brought up a really interesting point about the context of the offense, right? And
Look,
more
you're in a
times
better
than-
offense and you're turning the ball over more and less efficient, like by a lot.
Okay, yeah. It's
No.
he's in-
Can we hear what
Also-
Chill was saying? Because you just complained that Ron
yeah,
interrupted you, but
yeah,
Chill's been
yeah.
trying to get this off for 5 minutes. So
So Mars, you brought up in the context of the offense, right? So in the context of the offense, more times than not, teams build offenses around a guy's strengths, right? So with the
ideally, yeah.
that's the ideal situation. So in Houston, they built that offense. Kevin Durant was supposed to come in there because they needed that bucket getter. They needed that pull-up three-point shooter. They needed that long ball shooter, right? They needed that guy to put some more pressure on the defense. That's what they did there, right? With that being said, when I think about what's going on in Boston, the offense has not changed, but the personnel has changed dramatically. They're replacing Drew Holiday. They're replacing KP. They're replacing Al
I don't think the
Horford.
offense
Guys-
has changed.
I don't think the offense has changed that much, Moss, to be quite honest with you. And the reason why I don't think the offense has changed that much because they're still at the top of the league in long balls. They're still at the top of the league in makes. But I'm thinking about, and I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about the most is I'm thinking about the personnel and how it's changed. Well, if I'm moving off of KP and Al Horford and Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday, and I'm replacing those guys with Luka Garza and Kada and
Anthony Simons.
Anthony
Taylor
Simons.
Shireman,
Right. And what I'm doing, Mars, what I'm
Hugo
doing,
Gonzalez.
I still
Respect my demon defender, Hugo Gonzalez.
I do like
No doubt.
I do like Gonzalez.
Respect.
What I'm trying to do, Mars, is I'm trying to implement the same system, which is ball movement, which is action. They don't really play that fast, right? They've never really played that fast because we got guys who aren't as efficient at handling the basketball. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep moving the ball in the half court. I am going to mismatch hunt at the long ball line because I want to create open shots at the long ball line. And they've been doing that with less personnel. So when you're talking about the context of the offense, I feel like what's going on in Boston with him changing that personnel and them being still at the top of the league as opposed to what's going on in Houston with them changing that offense for Kevin Durant. I mean, I think that speaks volumes for what they're doing in Boston.
So you think Boston's system is the same, but Houston's system is different offensively?
I do think the Houston system is different. Yes.
Even though I could just argue they're still getting the most offensive rebounds, so that's playing the same way. If the same argument is Boston still shoot a lot of threes, so the system's the same, then Houston still getting a lot of offensive rebounds means their system is the same.
And I'm glad you
the way in which they do things is different. Now the outcomes might be similar. Houston is still trying to get to a bunch of O boards. Like that's still like their MO. They're still trying to crash the glass, all of that stuff. But we can recognize they're using KD different. Like KD wasn't just Jalen Green's replacement. Just do what Jalen Green was doing. It wasn't that because they're trying to get KD more involved in that at that elbow. They're trying to get him more intermediate shot making, whereas Jalen Green was a lot of high pick and roll, pull up three, blah blah. Because they were different players. Jaylen Brown is being used differently to how they use Jason Tatum. It's not like they just said, "Oh, Jaylen Brown, you're our Jason Tatum. Now everyone else is going to fill in."
No,
the new
they ain't
system.
doing that.
They're still using Jaylen Brown like Jaylen Brown. They're setting up. They're trying to get him advantages going downhill, whether that's with cross screens in transition. Like they're trying to create semi advantages that Jaylen Brown takes advantage of. They're also utilizing the mid range a lot more because of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is their mid range shot type. So they've increased some of their shot profile from areas that they weren't high volume last year to incorporate Jaylen Brown and not make him. Like if he was playing like Jason, if they just kept the system the same, Jaylen Brown would be shooting 8 pull-up threes a game like Jason Tatum did. If the system was the same, he would just be Jason Tatum in Jalen Brown's body. But it's not.
I mean,
they understand. So your point, they made the system fit.
You can have a base system, but still like
base.
Those just aren't Jaylen Brown's tendencies to shoot.
Exactly, but that's my point. The system is different because in order to cater it to Jaylen Brown, you have to incorporate him into the ideology. The ideology is the spacing, getting matchups, all of that stuff. That's the ideology. But you don't need to handpick matchups with Jaylen Brown the same way you do with Jason Tatum. Because Jaylen Brown has more of a physical advantage over certain people. And because of the way he plays in the mid-range, you don't need to spend time mismatch hunting. So Boston actually mismatch hunt less this year than they did last year. That's a change to the system because you're incorporating Jaylen Brown as opposed to Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant, you don't need to run a whole bunch of high pick and rolls for because A, he's not as good of a ball handler as Jalen Green, and B, because he can get to a shot in the mid-range and Jalen Green couldn't. So like you change the system, although you keep the same ideologies. Boston's ideologies are similar, but their system isn't the same. And Jaylen Brown's offensive context, to Real Talk's point, he agreed, but Jaylen Brown's offensive context is still better and more favorable than Kevin Durant. Even if the talent level isn't as high. Amen Thompson, Alperen Şengün, Reed Shepherd, like these guys are talented offensive players. Boston might not have the same level of offensive talent because like Anthony Simons is great, Derek White is cool, like but Luka Garza or whatever, but like they don't have the great talent, but their principles and the way in which they try to emphasize spacing and maximize Jaylen Brown's offensive usage still lends to him more than Houston's system lends to KD. And KD is still really effective within that. And that's not Jaylen Brown, by the way.
But, we also have agreed, though, in Saul, that Jaylen Brown is still on ball more than Kevin Durant this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, 5 minutes to 4.3. Yeah.
So in my opinion, I don't think that like because the framing of this argument is, well, you put KD in the construct of that Boston Celtic team, and then what? And in my opinion, at least, I don't know if you're doing
I'm trying to get.
Yeah, I know
where you're going.
I know what going. What I'm saying is, I still don't think it really massively changes Kevin Durant's output and numbers. I really don't. I still think Kevin Durant will still be around 25 to 26, around 50, 40, 90. I don't think that really shifts. However, I do think that if they're asking him to be on ball more and handle more on ball responsibilities, I do think that you might see that turnover number go up a little bit more. I do think that we see some of the passing. Yeah, but I'm saying like, I don't think he's massively better in the Boston Celtic context than Jaylen Brown or even than his Rocket self because he's always efficient no matter where he's playing.
Sure. Yes.
And but I wasn't making the argument of what KD would do in Boston because I don't care about the switch teams argument, to be honest. I just we understand that KD's offensive situation isn't conducive to his play style. We understand Jaylen Brown's is. That we can understand that like being optimized is a big deal. Like, and I'm not saying KD would be optimized in Boston because you don't want to put the ball in KD's hands more. That's not how you optimize KD. But if one person's optimized and one person isn't, there being a minor difference in numbers is to be expected. But I would also just say in like the creation, like play types, Jaylen Brown turns the ball over more than Kevin Durant.
But with that being said,
ball handler, he turns the ball over more than KD does. In isolation, he turns the ball over more than KD does.
That's because KD
so
doesn't
like
do
saying
a lot.
He's better at these things, it's like sure.
That's because KD doesn't do a lot with the ball.
It's negligible at best to me.
Yes, but that's because KD doesn't do a lot with the ball. But to counter your point about KD in the offense, I mean, I think that one of the main reasons why the offense did get switched and it got magnified now, Steven Adams is out of the lineup because a lot of the stuff that they were doing offensively was predicated on second chance points and second chance opportunities. Well, now your best offensive rebounder is out. Well, now I have to.
I mean, Clint Capella.
I have to rely now on being more of an efficient scorer because if we don't, because we're not going to get those second chance opportunities,
and that's what he's doing
right now. So now to your point, when you're talking about Jaylen Brown, it seems like they've exited Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown seems to be doing the same thing that he was doing last year. He still was on the ball. He still was playing in transition. He still was playing in the mid-range. He still was getting downhill, still getting to the rim. Now, you take Jason Tatum out of that lineup now as your best ball handler, your best perimeter distributor and playmaker. You take that out. Now what we have is we just have more ball movement. We already had that when Jason Tatum wasn't in the lineup. So that was part of the system anyway. We did have ball movement. We did have mismatch hunting. Even though we don't have the personnel to mismatch hunt as more, but we still do have that. They do that with Peyton Pritchard, Moss. When they get Peyton Pritchard on the wing, they do look for him to mismatch hunt. They do look for Derek White to mismatch hunt. They just don't do it as much. And the ball is moving and there's more action as opposed to what it was with Jason Tatum, which I think is different now because Jason Tatum isn't there. But I think in terms of their offense, I think it's pretty similar.
I think for me, it boils down to Kevin Durant is always going to have an efficiency argument against 99% of the field.
Yeah,
that is going to reign true, and that is a testament to his greatness. I'm not denying that. However, we've had efficient players, and that doesn't outright just make them better than these other players. Adrian Dantley at no point was like better than named top 5 player in the league. So like being efficient isn't the end all be all. What I'm saying is when you watch this season, when you watch Kevin Durant and when you watch Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, the Celtics are asking more of Jaylen Brown than the Rockets are asking of Kevin Durant. Not that Kevin Durant doesn't have a lot of responsibility. You can shake your head, but that is just a fact. Jaylen Brown is asked a lot of the time to be the play initiator and or play finisher and guard. I see him pick up a lot of the primary assignments, and if he's not, he's going to be the second best player, if the second best player. And so, and I also think that his motor is higher than Kevin Durant. I think you can ask more of Jaylen Brown because he's a younger player than Kevin Durant right now. I just think that Kevin Durant is in y'all's opinion, he's not in the optimal situation because of spacing. I agree. But I would also argue that Kevin Durant having a player like, even though he's not good, but having somebody like a Sengun who is going to still be like a hub of an offense, and he's still taking a lot of offensive responsibility away from Kevin Durant. Who's the Alfred Sengun for Jaylen Brown? Are you going to say
Joe Mazzulla?
He doesn't have
the system that's elite. The elite system.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Alperen Sengun caliber player. I agree, but then I'm gonna get statistical. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Boston's offense, even without Jaylen Brown, still better than Houston's? If we acknowledge there's no Alperen Sengun, so obviously the talent level is not there. So what's keeping that offense afloat without Jaylen Brown?
They have Peyton Pritchard, who's a really good ball handler off the bench. Real
talk. They have good players.
Yeah,
that know how to play basketball. They have competent NBA players.
I agree. That wasn't a gotcha moment for anyone's like, so we agree. They have good NBA players alongside. I would hope we agree they have a good competent system that lends to good offensive result, right?
Yeah, elite.
Okay. Absolutely.
So then my question, why does it then matter that they don't have an Alperen Sengun caliber player if they have that in the aggregate, if that makes sense?
Because it
doesn't need to come from one person.
To me, number one, proving what they do when Jaylen Brown is off the court doesn't take away from the responsibility Jaylen Brown has when he's on the court. Those are two different things. And so what my argument is I think, in my opinion, that when I watch the Celtics and when I watch the Rockets play, when Jaylen Brown is on the court, he, in my opinion, he has more responsibility for that offense and how it operates than Kevin Durant does for the Houston Rockets. And to me, that's how I feel. When I see Alfred Sengun out there doing a lot of the initiation, they even asked Alfred Sengun to dribble the ball up a lot on this team, the center. And the reasoning is because they don't want Kevin Durant doing that, really. The reason why they want Amin Thompson to try to be a point guard is because they don't want Kevin Durant doing that responsibility. The reason why they're playing Reed Shepherd is because they don't want Kevin Durant doing that responsibility. So, in my opinion, yes, I agree that the offensive system in Boston is more optimal than Houston. Agree with that. However, I feel like Jaylen Brown just has more responsibility for the Celtics when he is on the court than Kevin Durant does.
And Mars, to your point,
Hey, and chill. After this point, we gotta
really
move on.
quick,
But go ahead, do your thing.
Really quickly,
You got
Mars, and Mars, to your point, them being better with Jaylen Brown off the floor, that's only in stretches. I mean, they're a lot better with him on the floor than they are with him off the floor.
Yeah, I was just saying in comparison to the Rockets offense.
Right.
Not in comparison. I'm not saying Boston's better without Jaylen Brown. That's
Right.
not
I mean, I've never really bought into that logic, but I feel like with what that's all the point that I wanted to make. That was it. I'm good.
All right, fellas. We had the crunch time chats, and we only got through 2 super chats. Now we had two very good conversations and discussions and debates. However, fellas, we about to get back to these crunch time chats. We got to get through these people's chats. But before we get to the super chats and the crunch time chats, I got something even better for y'all.
What?
The top 5 comments of the week, baby. Shout out to the super chats because those come from people that actually watch the show live and engage with us live and in the flesh, in person, on the spot. We appreciate you guys. However, we also appreciate the people that tap in after the show and leave comments after the show and like the video after the show, become members after the show, and show love to our content across all platforms after the show. But these top 5 comments of the week are coming from everybody that left comments on our shows from last week. So let's go ahead and get into them. The first comment of the week that I have is courtesy of Lake Show Jerry. Lake Show Jerry said, I know we got to move on, Ron, is a prerequisite to more yap. Is that true?
Yes. He talking about me, by the way.
You're not the only one that says that, Chill. You just say it the most, but you're not the only one that says that.
That's all I got for that.
Okay.
And I know we got to move on.
Nobody want to say I know we.
But one thing.
All right. The next super chat is from, or check comment of the week is from Dolo Gaming 24 on episode 737. Dolo said KD's shooting touch is his greatest asset for sure, not just as a scorer, but as a player, period. Thoughts?
Why wouldn't it only be as a scorer? Like my shooting touch is my ability. I mean, my shooting touch enhances my ability to score. If that's my greatest asset, what else would it be for outside of scoring? I know I'm old. I know I'm the oldest dude up here.
I
But
don't know. I think he was just trying to give KD credit. I don't know, but
well, he's just saying that that's his greatest overall asset.
Okay.
I still think it's
his best ability.
I still think it's his size.
That's what I think it is. I think that the fact that he's 6'10" and he's able to rouse up over people and get to the bucket the way he does, I mean, I think that separates him from everybody. He's a mismatch nightmare. Yep.
All right. The next comment of the week. Episode 740. Player 1 J6V P1. That's what the profile picture says. P1 said non-basketball talk is greater than basketball talk on the panel. How y'all feel about this?
I can't leave you dudes alone for 5 minutes, Ron. I can't leave you dudes alone for 5 minutes before the nonsense starts. Is that what I got to do?
Was that?
What the hell going on around
740,
here?
I think that was either Thursday or Friday.
That was
Both those
Friday
episodes.
was-
Both those episodes were Friday episodes.
That's what you call goaded.
Oh, you left
lunch
early on
table.
Thursday.
That's just lunch. That's lunch table talk. Lunch table talk. That was a great time. I enjoyed myself.
If we just talking at the lunch table tonight, I can get with that. Yeah.
A little bit of locker room talk too.
I can
Chat.
get with that.
Can't wait for these MO streams. Can't wait for them. The next comment of the week, especially if you think that, non-basketball talk is better than basketball talk, just wait for these MO streams. But the next comment of the week, same episode, 740 from Put It On Vinyl. Put It On Vinyl said the ending of this episode was absolutely peak. Love when the guys get to telling real life stories. Y'all remember what story was told that episode?
So since I wasn't here and they was telling real life stories, Ron, have we gotten a James Harden story yet? Or are we still waiting?
Oh my god.
Maybe in the
What's
MO
the-
streams. Maybe in the MO streams. I can't
How
I
long has it
can't
been
tell
now,
the
Mars?
James Harden
What are we
story.
doing?
I've known Wrong for what was it, nearly 4 years, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going
You
on.
don't
I'm
know?
going on 4 years knowing on Ron.
And I still
haven't
yet
heard
to know this James Harden story.
Ox, can you tell the people, Shaq included, Shaq, I know you probably watching you somewhere in the comments. Can you tell the people I can't tell people this story on the regular panel stream and got to be an MO stream?
All you gotta do is hit my cash.
Is this an after dark? Is this one of those after dark kind of conversations, Ron? Is that what this is?
Hey, chill. What Biggie say at the end of that song? Hey, I got a story to tell.
Uh-oh.
Hey, all the rapping, stay chill. All the rapping stopped. It just went the instrumental.
Hey, Harden called him down there in the gorge. Harden called him down there in the gorge. That's what happened.
Oh man.
What was he doing in the gorge, though? That's the real question. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but chill, what else? What else he say on that song? Yeah, it was one of them 6'4" niggas.
One of them 6'5" niggas. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. One of them 6'5" niggas. But anyway, yeah. I don't know which one.
Chill. I'm knocking at the minute. Yeah, the minute this episode starts, that's the first song that's coming on.
Yo, which?
All right, the last comment of the week is from episode 739. S.2. S.2 said, I'm probably the only one who genuinely enjoys GOAT debates. They have a unique toxicity to them that I just like. I don't know why.
So you the dude
I don't
that you
enjoy
the
it.
dude that. Well, here's the thing, Ox, because I'm listening to what he just said. It has a unique toxicity. So real talk, he the dude that's with the chick. She got that funky smell about her, and it ain't never going away. But he like it. She stink on, but it's not disgusting. But she just smells. She got a funky ass smell to her, and he like that. And it's never going away. He wants that.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't play about.
Yo, the
smells.
debate, the GOAT
He
debate
wants
don't got a funky smell though.
Yes, it
It does,
does.
though, Ron, because so
Yes,
for
it
me,
does, Ron.
Because I'm one of them dudes that I think it's like 5-6 goats. You know what I'm saying? Like I genuinely think that there's so many great basketball players that
It is.
I'm with Mars. Bill Russell is a GOAT. I think Wilt is a GOAT. I think LeBron, I think Kareem, I think Jay, I think they're all GOATs. You know what I mean? And then if we talking about the top 10 conversation, I got like 16, 17, maybe 20 dudes that I'm like, they're all top 10. And you know, I'm like, it's just an unfair conversation, especially because everybody's so passionate about it that when they find out the guys that you think are GOATs, oh, you're just a effing idiot. How dare you not have the guys I have in the top 5? You know what I'm
But see,
saying?
that's the problem with it though.
Like
Absolutely.
Jerry West played
Conversation.
basketball. Oscar Robinson played basketball.
Salute
and
to
we
them
don't-
dudes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there's so many GOATs. There's 6 of them.
I was thinking about
Ox,
what Real
but that-
Talk said last night, though. Real Talk said something that was on my mind last night. Like, yo, we got a window now. Like, after a certain amount of time, you 70s dudes, y'all got to go. So in 20 years from now, you 80 dudes got to get out of here. 20 years
Hell
after that, you 90 dudes got to get out of here. I was like, okay, so we got a cutoff. So you can't be, it can't be all time. No, it can only be from this point. After this point, you got to go. Get them.
I'm sorry, and for me, I've just accepted that this has become the consensus way to do it, I guess. But it's oxymoronic, in my opinion. There's no way that we say, "Hey, we're doing a top 10 of all time list of all time," and then you ask somebody their criteria, and it's what this player did in their time of basketball. Well, then that's a best of their time. It's not a best of all time. In my opinion, the reason why I rank the way I do is because my players, in my opinion, transcend era of basketball. That you can drop them off in any era, they'd be just as dominant as they were in their era, in my opinion. I feel like LeBron James would be just as dominant in any era of basketball.
That's a
Same
fact.
with Michael Jordan, in my opinion.
That's a fact.
Same with the Kobe Bryant. Same with Hakeem.
That's a fact.
I think Hakeem could.
That's a fact.
If peak Hakeem, you dropped him into the league right now, he'd be just as good as he was in '95. That's how I feel. That's how I kind of do lists. Now Bill Russell, with his 44% shooting ass? No, I don't think that if Russell was playing right now, he'd be as great in right now as he was.
But Jerry West was in your top 10.
And I think that Jerry West could cook. I respect Jerry West and his skill set. Thank you.
You think Jerry West in today's game?
Jerry West with a modern trainer?
No, modern trainer. No. Jerry, who better today? Drop Jerry West from 1964 in the league right now. He better than Shaq?
Is he better than Devin Booker? Is Jerry West better than Devin Booker today?
You tell me.
Real talk. Jerry West showed up, 1964 Jerry West, that right-hand pull-up, one-on-one play.
Yeah, you hear that right-hand pull-up. You hear that?
That strong hand pull-up. Is he better than Devin Booker today?
D-Book? D-Book? Hell yeah, he better than D-Book.
Okay.
He better than D-Book. Yeah.
Okay. So Jerry West game, just drop it from 60 years ago. Yeah. This is a top 10 player of all time, by the way. So that means he's above the likes of Jokic, Shea, Luka, Giannis.
Well, you don't know if I.
Don't forget, Magic is out of the league. Magic is out of this too.
I know you ain't got Giannis top 10. You think Jerry West dropping from 1964 to today, he a better player than Giannis?
Oh,
hell no.
No. So why is Jerry West in your top 10?
Some of these things are subjective and inaccurate. Basketball's not perfect, so don't expect my list to be. I'm saying I'm giving you my perspective, and for majority of the list, it makes sense.
Majority.
You can nitpick one or two names, but I'm giving you my overall general philosophy. It's my overall general philosophy. Now you can nitpick to death. Fine, Jerry West, you caught me. Hey, you caught me. But I do think that, in all honesty, I really believe if Jerry West had just a moment with some modern day trend, I think he could be.
I'm with you. I love Jerry West. You know,
but that's the thing, real talk. That's where you're wrong. Basketball is perfect. It's us. We're the ones. We are the ones that have all the imperfections. We're the ones with the flaws. We're the ones with the problems trying to dissect perfection. It's the humans that are ruining a beautiful thing. Basketball is absolutely perfect.
But that's what I was saying about the GOAT debate. I personally enjoy the GOAT debate. I think it's a good conversation to have. I think it's always good.
I don't know how you enjoy that debate. My goodness.
Because I like talking about the GOATs. I like talking about Kareem. I like talking about LeBron. I like talking about MJ. I like talking about
if you throw Wilt in there. Sure. Yeah, you like
that. Sure. That's fun. Hey, but there will be GOAT debates where I have LeBron's back. You guys, since that happened, you guys have been mad because I merely told the truth about LeBron because I question his GOAT status with him winning 4 out of 10. However, I like having that conversation. I like hearing how you guys feel about it. I said I value championships, but what do you guys value? Why is it Braun? Why is it MJ? Some people throw Kobe in there. I love that. I like seeing how high people have Magic. There's certain names that are, more in the conversations. It's certain names that have come up. I like when those names come up. I like when we talk about Tim Duncan in the GOAT conversation. The GOAT conversation is not toxic. And if it is a little bit toxic, it's good toxicity. It's toxicity that gets you through your day. It's toxicity. Hey, there's certain toxicities that get you through certain things. The GOAT conversation is necessary. It's not going anywhere. You guys need to embrace it. When it comes around, I'm tired of you guys rolling your eyes and shrugging your shoulders. It is good for us to talk about our Mount Rushmores and our GOATs. That is healthy for basketball.
Also, Ron, we gotta stop. Hey, I don't know if you all know this, but we get to see the numbers and the analytics of all videos that we put out. And funny enough, everybody's tired of the conversation. 20K video, the highest video we did that week. So I don't know. You tell me. Either you tired of it or you niggas is watching it. That's what the numbers
everybody
say.
loves it.
That's what it says. Y'all
Everybody,
love that.
hey, it's that chick that come around and she don't talk to you guys, so you don't like her. Oh man, I hate when she comes around. She got a funky attitude, but yet you looking at her the whole time. She turn around, everybody. Ooh. It's one of those.
Ron, when you say like good toxicity, you talking about like mushrooms or like the mold, like the psychedelic mold that grows on cheese, like acid? Like what are you talking about?
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about it's good. It's a healthy conversation. It's good.
Nah, real talk. I was kicking it with this old hippie dude like a while ago, right? And he was explaining like you can, if you let cheese like mold a little bit and you scrape the mold, it's like a little slime under the mold. You get that, and you can, and that's like has the same psychedelic stuff as like acid. It's like LSD.
Was he a free spirit too?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
up in the hills of Northern California, real talk, it's a lot of free spirits and free thinkers. So it's a good time up there. You should visit.
Yeah, I'm just merely saying that the GOAT conversation is a good conversation. And Ox, to your point, you said you said we're the problems. I do think we're the problem with the GOAT conversation. I think it's too many egos in the GOAT conversation. I think like if the conversation wasn't so stubborn and everybody was just standing on this is the only GOAT, this is my GOAT, so this has to be the GOAT. I think the conversation would be a little more better if people were just open-minded with the conversation.
Since we're on the subject of GOAT, Swiper, the GOAT, Deion Sanders, his son made the Pro Bowl.
Which one?
I just want to put that out there.
He's an alternate because everybody else is hurt or out.
Shador?
Yes, sir.
Which Pro Bowl?
The Pro Bowl 2026.
That's the All-Star game, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, look at the NFL getting it right.
Bronny got action. Bronny got action.
Look at the NFL getting it right. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. See, they know how to market their product.
Mahomes is injured. May can't play. Nix is injured. Josh Allen, I don't know if he would play in the skills game. CJ's obviously not making it. Who?
Nothing.
Hey, Swiper. So were the
Lamar.
how many? What were the four games Phillip Rivers played more impactful than the games that Shador played? Because I think Phillip Rivers should be in the Pro Bowl now.
I don't think either one of them should be in the Pro Bowl. But the Pro Bowl is a skills competition now. It's not the same anymore.
Oh man, bring Phillip.
Nobody wants to play in it.
Don't they do like flag football now?
Don't
that's what it is.
It's
Ron,
like a bunch of events.
as you were saying about the GOAT debate, Ron, yes. The GOAT debate has a level of
7-on-7?
toxicity. That's awful.
Nobody wants to play anymore. Not 7-on-7. It's skills, literally like skills
Hey,
events.
well, he could put that on his resume though. He's a Pro Bowler. I think that matters. W accolades.
They don't even have guaranteed contracts, and you want me to get out here and play a 18th game, or for some people a 21st game.
Oh, they got flags on Swiper. Damn.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and get into these super chats that are good viewers
Everything doesn't
and
have to be
people and
transactional.
followers.
Football's a hard sport to play, bro.
Man, y'all enjoy life sometimes, man.
Get decked in the Pro Bowl, you can be out. Like people have gotten hurt in the Pro Bowl for good.
My bad, Ron. My bad. I'm just saying, man.
It's not even.
It's like,
Hold on.
Man, have some fun. Damn, man. Go to Hawaii, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Play in the Pro Bowl. Throw the ball around. Have
Actually in
fun.
Orlando.
They got rid of it because that's what they were doing.
Right.
Y'all would know as and chill. Mars, we'll get you there. But as good businessmen, right? Hey, a good businessman would tell you can't do everything expecting a pay in return. Some things is good to just do, right?
Absolutely.
You do it for free to get the name out there, to get the recognition, to get the whatever. Everything you do isn't for pay return.
They didn't take it out because of that though. Remember the 2010s, what happened was they put all the rules in where you can't sack the quarterback and all that, like in the end of the 2000s. Like don't sack the quarterback, you can't blitz, you can only have certain amount of players on the field at one time, right? So then what happened is the players were like, all right, bet. Oh boy, got hurt. Like the last time you saw a Pro Bowl that smack was like Sean Taylor blowing up that punter.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there it started to dissipate. The players started hurting knees or backs. And it was like, no. Let's just basically like take him to the ground very
This
softly.
flag now,
And then it turned into like an unwatchable product of like 50 to 50. And then the NFL was like, y'all need to play harder.
Go and tell us the 100-year history or something. We
I'm saying that's what happened. That's why it is what it is. That's why we are.
It did used to be in Hawaii, right? It used to be like in Maui or something.
It was in Hawaii every year.
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't tripping because like
no, you're not bugging out. No, you're not bugging out. Yeah.
Ron and I, sometimes y'all make a suit. Y'all make a brother a suit. You know what I'm saying? And if he, paid y'all well, you might throw in a tie for him or something. You know what I'm saying? Throw in a handkerchief for him or something. Shit.
Swipe. I mean, real talk. I've gifted whole suits.
That's what I'm saying. Everything ain't for immediate return, bro. The fans matter at these pros. Pro sports. I don't know if y'all know this or not. With no fans, you niggas don't have a job. So trying to prioritize them in any kind of way is still good business. Just
Ox, can you please, when I see you in a couple of weeks,
Well,
Ox, can you bring your measuring tape, please, Ox? When I see you in the next couple of weeks,
chill. You want the pink one?
Please bring your measuring tape.
Ox don't got no measuring tapes, but you want the pink one or the yellow one?
That pink one is mine.
What are you doing, Ron?
He took my tape. That's
Ox,
mine.
wait till I see this dude. We are boxing. I promise you, Ox.
But we about to open up in LA.
This your measuring tape.
We'll go to the shop in LA. We about to open up out there. We got the shop.
I'm with that.
This your measuring tape. All right. You too, chill. You get to talking that mess. This gonna be your measuring tape when I see you too. You see Swiper laid back. He quiet.
Swiper,
you see, Swiper ain't got nothing to say.
As soon as I see this
all right,
dude.
fellas, can I please? The chat would like for us to read their super chat. Would you guys please allow the host to do that?
Are you gonna read all the super chats today?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mars, when we see Ron, you holding, put him in a full Nelson. I'm gonna tenderize his midsection.
I got you, yo. I swear I got you.
Can Mars reach up there?
No.
Mars is gonna be napping anyways. You guys gonna be trying to do your shenanigans.
You gotta kick him in the back of the knee, then he'll drop to his knees, bring him down to your level. Then
I'm very happy that even though in a few weeks I'll be in the land of the giants because all you niggas is way too tall, I won't be the shortest one around because very much so taller than Mars. Yeah, and Swipe is regular people tall. He like 6 foot. That's not even
Swipe is 5'11".
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Swipe. Me and you might be the same height if I wear
some Air
Force Ones. Me and my Air Force Ones is the same height as Swipe.
Your shoulders really ain't even all that big.
Yeah,
Swipe.
But anyways,
is that what he's talking about? There's no way.
I said his shoulders. I didn't bring up my shoulders relative to his. I just said
he wants to go inch for inch with me for some reason, bro. I don't have to do this. I know exactly how big I am, bro.
Hey, Ron, you was reading super chats, bro. Go ahead, Ron.
Thank you, Swiper, for segueing us into these super chats. Tupac Westside said, "Morning, fellas. It's cold as hell in H-Town, but I'm still working. Also, Rui looks pretty good off the bench. Hope it stays that way when AR comes back. 6th man of the year. Stay warm."
By the way, take care of your business, y'all. If you're out here in the cold, make sure that when you break, you pump, then hard break. Never full break. Always pump, break. That way, if you get caught in the intersection, then you're not going to slide. You will slide if you full break the first time. So make sure you be careful, especially if you're not used to it.
And if you can't, can't drive on ice and snow, just don't drive. Keep your ass home. Don't be out here messing up other people's day.
Should messing up your life.
Make sure y'all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all straight.
And
make sure, by the way, if you live in a place that hasn't told you this, make sure you let your faucets drip if you're below freezing.
Yeah,
that way your pipes don't freeze.
You don't want to wake up with no drippy faucet now.
Nah, drippy faucet is better than a faucet that don't work.
But if it's too cold, make sure you cuddle up with something real thick. Right, Ron?
Hey, y'all remember that last episode we was talking about? Hey, find the gorge. Find the stampede. Hey, hold on. No, I'm looking at it's 35 down there. That's it.
That ain't cold.
Y'all sitting down there stressing over 35 degrees.
Hold on. Is it just this morning it was like 27?
Oh, 27?
Well, that's cold.
Yeah, we don't get 27-degree weather in Houston.
Hey,
it's gonna be in the teens tonight here.
All I'm saying is Houston. Y'all gonna be all right. All right. On top of that, it's a lot of weight down there to cuddle with anyways. Y'all will be all right.
Hey, man.
Hey, real talk, all you got to do is go like this.
You got jokes?
You see how your arms barely fit around yourself?
You know why? You know,
see,
no,
hey,
that's
you
all.
see how
That's
you
all I'm doing.
big? You see that?
That's all. No, real
You
talk.
see
The
how
difference
you
is
big?
this is easy for me.
holy
Real talk.
No,
you
it's
understand?
not.
Real talk. I'm big up here, not
Here we
here.
go.
You're big here
Yo.
and small
Here
here.
we go.
Real
First
talk.
off,
Your
I don't
chest
need to
dipped
be-
into
hey,
your
you don't have to
stomach.
stop
Ron,
where
hey,
big at.
Ron.
Real talk.
You got
You
super
chats.
built like
Told
you
us,
built
Ron,
you
about
built like
super
the chocolate
chats,
milk man.
Get it
Like
correct,
your chest
Ron.
goes into your.
You told us. Yes,
All right,
thank
my
you very
bad,
much,
my
Ron.
bad, Chill,
Thank
my
you very
bad.
much.
I thought, man, Swiper, I wanted to let you go on a roll right there, but
I
unfortunately,
got a 6'5"
you know.
wingspan, by the way. So no, not a small wingspan at all.
I
Not,
actually have-
but that's bigger than me. That's good. A positive
I
wingspan.
was before with
Jordan Reed said as soon as the second half of the game started, the Warriors gave the Wolves a beatdown. Warriors won by 26 as the Wolves lost 5 straight games.
It looked
Get
like
it
a-
together,
Arms up,
Timberwolves.
That's what it looked like. It looked like the Warriors. Remember the Warriors back in the day when they would go on that third quarter run and just blow the game open? That's what it looked like yesterday. They just got going. And as soon as they got going, it was a wrap for Minnesota. And real talk, Rudy makes it difficult for me when DiVincenzo is driving to the lane and Rudy's standing under the basket asking for the ball.
I know multi. I can't even talk about nobody being big.
And he fumbles
Bill,
the
just like
ball
real
in the
talk.
turnover. He makes it difficult for me.
Can't
Yes, he
talk about
does.
somebody being big.
Yes, he does. He makes it
And
really.
you look like a trainer. You look like
I'm
you ain't
still
been to
rolling
it
with
at all.
him, but
chill. Minnesota is I don't get Minnesota as a team. I'm watching a lot of Minnesota games now because of Ant, and they are more frustrating to watch than the Lakers.
Kenny, you built like
Because
Luther
the
Vandross.
Lakers,
before
I
he lost
expect
weight.
them. Their
Yeah.
talent level suggests that they're mid.
Yeah.
Minnesota is a talented team. They're a good bunch. They have good players.
am I tripping? To be honest with you, when I watch them, am I tripping to think that like they should be like a top 3 seed in the West?
Yeah, they will be a top 5 at the end of it.
Should I be? Because I watch them, I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, this team should be a
I-
Hey
top
Ron,
3.
hey Ron, when
I
we
think
get
that
to in
good.
person, let's get we're gonna get Kenny and Real Talk sitting next to each other. Gonna be Ruben Studdard and Luther Vandross pre-late loss. That's what we're gonna do. We got both of them.
All right. All right. I'm not going to respond to that. We're just going to transition. Hey, it's Liam sent through another super chat. It said, Ron, replace Joel with Zion. Are you doing it now? So I think he's talking about Zion is he talking about Zion for Rudy Gobert or Joel for Zion? Either way it goes, if it's Zion for Rudy Gobert.
Putting Zion in Philadelphia. That's what he's talking about.
Would you do that, Joe?
And he's a New Orleans guy, by the way.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm not trading Joel for Zion. Not a prayer.
Ben, you better stay quiet in that chat. That's all I'm gonna say. That's your one and only warning. Better stay quiet.
I got a smoking hot link for you.
Man, Penn, tell that hot link to shut up. Penn, tell him to call him a hot link.
As you were saying, Ron.
I got a smoking hot link for you to join if you want to.
Ron, you know what else you got, Ron? You got smoking hot super chats too. That's what you do.
Exactly.
You right.
You got to ignore
MP13.
Penn said, "Okay, Swiper, you got it."
You said what?
Hey, Ron, what
MP13.
you saying, Ron?
In this iteration of the NBA, it's not viable to have your superstar having to play at 100% every game for your team to be competitive, especially someone like Giannis's play style. It's very straining.
Did somebody just say it's not viable for your player to play hard every game?
100%.
Play at 100%. So I don't know if that's health or playing at 100% capacity.
Okay, if we're being honest,
maybe 100% health.
Just so we clear, just so we clear, no player played at 100% all the time. No, even when Chamberlain was playing every minute, he wasn't playing 100% every play. Bill Russell wasn't playing every play even when Jordan and all of these dudes was playing, they wasn't playing at 100%. There was plenty of times when you see them chilling and not doing nothing. So let's not act like these dudes are standing on the gas every play of every game. That's not legit. No.
These is facts.
Mm-mm.
These is facts. That's not the next super chat. The next super chat is from Infab Trich's Primes. Anybody got that? Infab sent through a super chat and said, Nick Eamon, you bring your ass right up here. You stay right there. Nick Eamon is going to be one of the best defensive players we done seen. Mars. He is equivalent to a rookie from the second round that can guard all 5 positions, impacting crucial playoff games. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
That gonna be Schlesinger this year. Who's gonna win Defensive Rookie of the Year? I actually don't know.
He just
I know
told you.
I know them bum ass Broncos lost though.
They're bumps.
Yeah, the bum ass.
You think they're
Broncos.
bums?
Yeah, you thought they was gonna win.
I think 10-7 with Drake May playing the worst game of the year probably indicates they definitely would have won if Bo was there.
A loss. That's
Definitely
what that
unfortunate.
indicates.
Definitely unfortunate. I've never seen losing a quarterback going to the AFC championship. That's crazy, bro.
You said what?
I've never seen a team lose a quarterback going into the AFC championship like that. That's just so crazy.
100%.
Now you want to bring that up, but you knew that.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, real talk, but can you tell everybody here, Swiper, what Tom Brady's claim to fame was? Not Tom Brady's claim to fame.
Well, Tom Brady came off the bench in the regular season.
Okay, and then did Tom Brady the year that they won the bowl game? Do you remember how they got to the bowl game?
Yeah, defense.
And not only but stop right there. You
Tom
just
Brady
said
wasn't good in the playoff run.
You just said I never seen the team lose their starting quarterback. I'm sorry.
No,
Drew Bledsoe
in the regular season he replaced him.
Once
in
again,
the regular
Drew
season.
Bledsoe started in the AFC Championship game.
In the regular season, Tom Brady replaced Drew Bledsoe.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said. You just said losing your starting quarterback in the AFC Championship. So again,
before the AFC Championship game, Drew Bledsoe played that season.
Okay, and the New England and so did
Bo Nix. No, chill. Drew Bledsoe played that season though. That's not the same thing.
And so did Bo Nix. He played that season too. But what I'm saying,
didn't play. No, the backup.
Once again,
the backup quarterback for Denver didn't play for 2 years.
Okay, and
Drew Bledsoe played.
Or you better like this football knowledge you listening to.
Once again, he did play, but he did play. Sure, that's to your point. But you said you never seen them lose a starting quarterback. That did happen. They lost their starting quarterback.
Not even near the same situation. He made his first start in 2 years in the AFC Championship.
Okay, but again, they lost their starting quarterback. That was your point. So say I never seen us lose our starting quarterback, and the backup hadn't played in 2 years.
That haven't happened since Rodgers Staubach.
Say that. Okay, so say that.
Chill. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And this is what Swiper does in all sports that he covers. So he'll come up here and make a bold statement that I'm 100% sure that Denver's going to win.
Didn't say 100%.
I still have Denver winning. And then even before the game up here, we were like, hey, no, your quarterback's out. No, we're still going to win. We're still going to win.
Have 100%.
And then after he loses, he brings up the point that we told him why he would lose.
Real talk. Did you watch the game at all? I know you didn't because you're on your fifth snack today. What happened is that the Patriots offense was horrific. Horrific.
Hey, you can explain the game
and on top of that, I do think them not having a quarterback ended up mattering a lot. Real talk in the second half. So what I'm saying is, in this situation,
don't mute me. Ron, next super chat.
Swiper. Only thing I want to say about the situation.
Hey, I think it was. I remember I picked the Seahawks and Broncos before the playoffs started.
No, you did. No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
You were on the show. You were literally on the show with us. You were literally on the show.
Hey, Swiper. The only thing I want to say is,
pause, Frank.
If you Denver niggas can't play in the snow, maybe put a roof over it.
Well, I will say,
if the Miami Dolphins couldn't play in the heat, maybe they should.
I will say, none of us are as experienced as playing in the snow as you, Ron. I agree.
Shit, you damn right. And don't ever forget that. Say, hey, if I was
I'm not talking about the white lady.
Oh wow, crazy allegations.
This is crazy episode. We talked about acid. Now we're talking about
Just called you Bobby Brown.
Next, we have. Hey, I'm Bobby Brown. He Baldy Brown. Next, we got D&E MLB sent through a $20 super chat and said, I got a wedding to attend in 5 months. Big Ox, you telling me you could get me right on a suit on the suit front?
Yeah.
Is he asking for a front or saying he could get right on the suit front?
No, I saying he can get right. Absolutely. Hit me up. We'll make
That's what they do.
Easy.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do.
That's what I do. That's my
D&E. Where you located, D&E? Mm-hmm. Hit the inbox or hit up Big Ox and let him know where you at. Big Ox will definitely take care of you.
Hey, y'all see how Big Ron knows it. He can do 2 lines at once.
Anybody else?
Now
Anybody else want to laugh?
was making fun of
Anybody?
predominantly African American features. Mr. Pro Black guy. Just don't care to know that.
Anybody in the chat laughing? Anybody?
Oh, bro.
All right. Next super chat
Also,
from
chill,
InFab.
I know because we talked about it before I left the show yesterday. We went down there, took care of business, got another championship, back-to-back weekends. You know, that's three first place this year. 2 of them playing upper division. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to your assistant coach for drawing up all them plays and getting them kids right.
Yes,
But
look though, Ron, I'm telling you though, because we played the team we played first on Saturday. We ended up playing them in the championship yesterday. The first game they put this press on us, and because this is like we played this team a few times. And this press they had on this, man, I'm talking about, we was coughing the pill up. I was pissed. So then I had to switch it up. I had to, I got on my X's and O's. And I'm talking about in the championship, we started tearing that press up. We beat them by, I think we won by 25 last night. I'm serious with them X's and O's. I don't know if y'all know this or not. But go ahead, Ron. My bad. I didn't mean to derail.
InFab sent through a super chat, another super chat. $9.99 super chat. Shout out to InFab. I don't remember you in the past. I don't know if you changed your name, but appreciate you for tapping in on this show and really just diving in with the super chats. Salute to you. InFab said, you put Giannis on the Charlotte Hornets or the Sacramento Kings. Chill. I guarantee they are a top 3 or 4 seed in the East. Chill. Milwaukee is untalented and has the worst coach in the NBA. I'm a Bucks fan, by the way, that watches every game.
I keep forgetting
I think y'all a
Milwaukee
little
does
hard
have
on Doc.
assortment
I think
of-
they awful on Doc, to be honest with you, but I'm good. To be honest with you, I'm straight. How many more years is Giannis going to hold up? And if you had to guess off the top of your head, how many more years you think Giannis got at this level?
Less than Josh Giddey, you think?
Josh Giddey?
Remember you said you would pay Josh Giddey over Giannis because of the health?
I didn't say that. I did
I
not say
love
that.
bringing up old shit.
And not only does
even
he
that
not
old,
only
actually,
does he
it's a
bring
couple
up
months
old
ago.
shit, real talk, what he does is he brings up stuff.
This is
that's
within the last 2
inactive.
months.
Okay, what I said was owners would consider it considering the health, but I
No,
wouldn't
actually,
pay him.
and you said you would.
Right. I said owners would. I said that I would consider the health, but I would pay him. I did say that. Don't sit there and say that I didn't. Ox, you was right about Swiper. Swiper a class clown. He 100%.
No, you said I would rather pay Josh
You
Giddey
are-
over
you are-
Giannis. You said that.
I did not say that. I said,
Yes, you did.
quote, I said, quote, Giannis, considering the health, it would be a consideration. You have to think about it. But I would ultimately pay him. End quote. I said that.
It's not what happened at all, actually.
Okay.
All right, Dog Ball Out Highlights sent through a super chat. It said, y'all see what I'm saying when it comes to Jaylen Brown or Tatum. He tries to discredit them any chance he gets. How has KD played better than Brown? Come on, buddy. You got us.
Better defense than Brown? We already had this conversation just now. And by the way, the only reason that Jaylen Brown made the 2020 All-Decade team was because of me and Ox. So I don't think that's true at all. I just think KD's played better this year.
That's a slight.
So I didn't vote for him?
No, actually, no, you didn't. I don't. The only reason he got put on the list because me and Ox. I know that for sure.
Me and Swiper pushed the line
Over Damian Lillard, mind you. That was the argument.
Yeah. Maybe you came to your senses.
I do know I was the tiebreaker, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. You came to your senses based on me and Swiper having to go to war for Jaylen Brown.
I still got Dame, so sure.
We beat you in a submission, right?
Mm.
All right.
Y'all didn't have Dame
what-
all-decade team?
No. The third team was pretty stacked.
You said Jaylen Brown's on there.
Yeah, so I still got
Yeah,
Dame.
exactly.
Well,
It's better.
obviously Jaylen Brown has this season and Dame hasn't played, but like prior to this season, I still would have had Dame. So
I think it came down to the last 2 spots for like Harden, Dame, and Jaylen Brown, I think.
No, I think Harden was definitely already like second team. If I'm not.
Yeah, we have to
This
go
was
through
the
the
2020s?
Ron, where's that graphic at? We still got that. I would like
that's
to.
so long ago.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like
Was it the
3-4 months
2020s?
ago.
Boy.
Yeah,
Good
It's
luck
the
finding
past
that.
10 years, right?
no, it was the 2020. I can't
decade.
remember what team Jimmy Butler was on.
Oh,
I
okay.
remember. I had
Yeah,
I had
Jimmy
to
Butler
find
was
it.
on
I think
there.
Jimmy got
Jason
on
was
there. I
first
think Jimmy was
team.
like
Luka
the
was
first
first
person to
team.
get on
Jokic
there.
was first team.
On
SJ was
13.
first team. Embiid was second team.
I'm
Giannis
sure
made
was
first team too.
team.
Giannis made first team. So who made second team then?
Yeah,
Shea?
yeah.
Braun probably.
Embiid was second team.
Braun made second team.
Steph was first or second team.
Yeah, he was on one of them.
Probably second. I don't think he would have made it first.
Anthony Edwards didn't
I
make
can't
it.
wait
Did
to
he make it?
redo that list this summer.
I
By
don't
the
think
way,
Anthony Edwards made. Anthony Edwards make it.
Am I actually halfway through the decade? Yeah, that was.
yeah. All right. Well, the next super chat is from who I got.
Oh, they said we convinced you, Chill. They said you changed your mind. Well, at least that's what DSG said.
Thank you, chat. Thank you. I can always rely on my good old glorious chat.
Yeah, I mean,
Busy Faye Facts.
Fucking hater.
Busy Faye Facts said Embiid healthy is still going to choke in the playoffs. With that being said, Philly versus Lakers finals.
He's gonna choke there in the finals, though. I don't know. I guess
He's just going to choke in the finals.
in the finals. I guess, yeah.
D9 the one said, please give grace to the Timberwolves right now. Our city is under siege and it's clearly impacting all aspects of life. Pray for peace and salute to all. I agree with
right
you.
now, by the way.
Yeah, my bad, Joe.
3,000.
That was extremely insensitive of me. What I said.
No, I mean, it's contextual. I mean, I think if we don't live there, it's kind of hard to realize it. But I did post there's 3,000 ICE agents currently in Minneapolis. There are only 600 police officers. So 500% difference.
How many?
And there's 3,000 ICE officers in Minneapolis compared to 600 police officers within the city.
Why is there so many?
Minneapolis.
Why are there so many is the question. They
Right,
have
what-
the largest concentration
the
of
hub
ICE
of
agents
it?
in one city. Why real talk in a
Is that
northern
the
city
headquarters?
are there 3,000 ICE agents in Minneapolis? That's a great question. The 13th largest military in the world, by the way, would be ICE. That's how big ICE is. And 3,000
Minneapolis. I'm praying for you, Minneapolis.
What is that?
Much big prayers for you.
What is that? One for every one cop is 50 agents.
It's a 500% increase. So like one for five, basically.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible.
That's crazy, right? Like think about that. And you would think
that's a military occupation.
And you would think that, like, hey, must got a lot of issues.
I just find it funny, and I'll just say this about said issues. I find it funny how the same people who go to hell and back trying to convey and debate that we need our Second Amendment right because of potential government threats and government attacks and governments trying to take over places, while we're actively watching a government entity take over a city. And I don't see any of those Second Amendment right activists. I don't see the NRA saying anything.
They said we got to look at the film.
Yeah, while the excuse to shoot down somebody is because he has a gun, right? But
you realize that's what I'm saying. Like that's why remember when I said earlier, Ox, that like there's so much going on. Literally, you can't walk around the city right now without seeing like multiple people in uniform just walking up and down the street, or trying to leave your house and all that. So I think the city psychologically is kind of on edge, as they should be.
And Ron, I don't know if you know this, but the Vice President of the United States said verbatim, they have immunity. He said that.
That's crazy.
The officer that committed that atrocious crime, he got moved out of Minneapolis and he's still working right now. And they said they will not tell you who he is because of the immunity. So like he will still be working as well. So.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, but we're going to go ahead and move on. That's a very sensitive topic. But once again, prayers to everybody in just all of Minnesota. And, just praying for the best moving forward in anything. Peace and prosperity for all. Dead Op Smoker. That's crazy to say peace and prosperity and then move to somebody with a name like Dead Op Smoker said, chill. Can you talk a little bit about Artis Gilmore? Been doing my research on him and feel he's insanely underrated. Why isn't he in talks of top 5 to 7 centers all time? Chill. Talk about the good things. You don't have to do this about artists.
No, I'm 100% talking about. I mean, University of Jacksonville won the national championship with Artis Gilmore. That hasn't happened before or since. I mean, Artis Gilmore was a double-double. He was a walking double-double. He played in the ABA for a bunch of years, was awesome in the ABA. Then he came to the NBA. As good as Jabbar was with the skyhook, Artis Gilmore was just as effective with the skyhook. Glass cleaner. He was awesome. as a starting five man. I think the biggest issue that we have with him when we're talking about the best to ever do it was the fact that he never won, and he didn't do it for a long enough period of time.
Yeah, he played on that bad Chicago era, and also till he's another one. Him and Dr. J, that their best years were lost in the ABA.
Chill. What was his field goal percentage like?
He shot like close. He shot like 55, something ridiculous like that from the floor. He was a bucket getter around the rim. Yes, he was.
Better than Bill.
After his injuries, he used to shoot like 70%.
Yeah, he was a big time. He was a big time finisher around the rim.
It's better than like everyone, but yeah, go ahead and victory like Bill Russell, I guess.
Because he shot 55% from the field.
I think the biggest issue.
65, so.
Yeah, I just think the biggest issue is that it's a double standard when it comes. It's not a double standard, Ron. What it is it's double talk when it comes to the ABA and the NBA, because they don't want to recognize ABA accomplishments, yet they want to bring ABA accomplishments into all-time great conversations in terms of players. Like they brought Doc's ABA accomplishments in to the NBA. That's why he's at 30,000 points, right? But a guy like Artis Gilmore, who did win in the ABA, like that's not recognized because it was a rival league and the best players who were playing were in the NBA, so they don't really recognize it at that point. So
it was the MVP also in the
MVP champion. Yeah, Artis Gilmore has a Pirate. I know actually does have Artis Gilmore ahead of Bill Russell, ahead of like the gimmicks and whatever, but he actually does. So shout out to Pirate.
What was the fold about? It was the money, right? The ABA the NBA bought the ABA. It was because the NBA, it was the money. It was a money issue, wasn't it?
Yes, they were folded.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, my guys. The next super chat I got for you is from Hoops Never Stop. Hoops Never Stop said, in a playoff setting, I believe Philly is only behind Detroit and Boston definitively.
In a playoff setting, that's interesting.
Oh, no, I don't put most of these teams behind each other definitively in the East. Whatever happens, happens. That's kind of where I'm at.
I have the Knicks better than Philly, but I have the Knicks as the best team in the East. I've kind of stated that. So I would add them to the list.
Phillies is just as good as whoever you guys say is the best in the East. That's where I'm at with it. Whatever team.
And they just played the Knicks close. They lost, but they just played the Knicks close. So, moral victories.
And that's how they lost their series to the Knicks. Close games.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
Yeah.
Void Century YT sent through a super chat and said, man, fuck all this basketball talk. The Seahawks back in the Super Bowl. Eat it, chill. Eat it, hater.
Break. Fuck you. How about that?
Eat it, hater.
Fuck you. I'm going to say it one more time. All of you Seattle people. All of y'all. I hate y'all.
Eat it, hater. Yeah. Who is it? Say his name.
Y'all dudes.
Say his goddamn name.
And to be honest with you, Swiper, I have a genuine hatred for the Seattle Seahawks. So
that a divisional game? Like divisional thing?
So much so that in the year that we lost to them in the NFC Championship game, the year we lost to them in 14, in January 14, in the summer in 13,
his name,
I was in Seattle with my 49ers jersey on, looking for smoke. And I ain't want it with I wanted all the smoke because I can't stand Seattle. I hate them dudes.
Hey, well, chill.
But
guess where I'm gonna be in a couple weeks with my Seahawks jersey, looking for all the smoke.
You're gonna be at, Ron.
Yeah. Hey, Swiper, what's up? Hey, early, you in the chat?
Carolina Panthers fan? Why would you go it early?
I can't believe we
because
really
you know of everybody why early's on my smoke list. For everybody that's been hating on the Seahawks since day one, when I told you guys we were a good team, but hey, Ron don't know ball.
Yeah, there are two of us that picked Seattle to go to the Super Bowl this year, me included.
No. I'm talking about since week one. I'm talking about since preseason. I'm not talking about people that bandwagon after they watched us play 17 games. Yeah. You know what? You got it. You got it, Swiper. Welcome to the bandwagon.
We haven't even talked about the Toronto OKC game.
Yeah, we didn't.
You didn't even talk
Shout
about
out Scotty Barnes.
I don't
Andy
know
Manuel
if we'll
quickly.
get to that
Boy,
real
just so you
talk
know, I'll
at
say it
this
one more
at
time,
this
boy.
juncture.
You're talking about why am I
Didn't
saying
they just lose to
you-
the Pacers too?
You brought Seattle up, so
Yeah, they did.
You, boy.
Back-to-back
Told
games.
you them niggas are sorry.
You and Seattle
Who?
Seahawks. That's right.
Yeah.
You,
OKC
boy.
lost to the Pacers.
You and fuck
Oh, they
Seattle.
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shea
yeah,
had
when
44 that
Shea
game.
had 47. Yeah, they lost that
47,
game.
whatever.
I keep thinking they won that game because he had 47, but they lost it. Wow.
All right,
Seems
we
like
got
he's
another
very
super chat.
valuable to their
That was
success.
actually a good game too.
And losing, yeah.
Seems like they
We got
really
another
need
super
him
chat.
to play well to win games.
Yeah, that was actually a good game.
J718 said, I thought CP3 or Brogdon would have been good for the Bucks as far as ball handling. I think they would have been slightly better than they are today.
You said
First of
CP3, brother.
Oh,
Oh man.
That's where we at.
oh man.
We'd
Oh,
rather
God,
have
that's funny.
we have rather have a 40-year-old, 41-year-old Chris Paul who's clearly past where he used to be, other than the young guys. That's where we at.
This who sucks.
What if they had the
Oh
kid
my
though?
God.
Chill.
Which kid?
The kid. Give me the kid. What if they had him?
Now, if they had Topic and he was healthy,
Oh,
yeah, I think that they would be a lot better. Yes,
I could believe
be
in
a
that.
lot better. Yeah, they'd be a lot better.
Christos Karasoulis sent through a super chat and said, why gas the Sixers? They are going to break down and get bounced in the second round like every single year of Embiid's prime.
I guess it's just
that is,
hard
that
for
is
me.
most years, yeah.
For me and Chill, it's kind of hard to have like these Embiid topics, and I get it. We can come off as negative Nancy's about the subject matter. I'm not going to deny that fact. However, it gets to a point where you keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, whoopee, yeah, Joel Embiid. Let me do the Mars. Joel Embiid's playing good right now. I'm like, what is it going to lead to? Are they going to do anything? I don't think so.
But real
Chill
talk,
doesn't
though.
think so. So it's like, I guess, bro.
Real talk. My only point is, who in the East have we seen it from? You could say Jaylen Brown, but it's not the same caliber of team, obviously. So who else have we seen it from?
What you mean? Seen what from?
Come out the East so he in the super chat, he said that the Sixers are going to flame out in the second round.
Uh-huh.
Cool, because we've seen that in the past. Who else
Right.
right now in the East have we seen do anything of that caliber? Who else have we seen do anything past
The
the
Knicks
second
have
round?
gotten to 2 straight Eastern Conference Finals, haven't they?
Okay. So then, can I say the same thing about them? Can I
No,
say they're going to get to?
one straight. It was
Yeah,
the Pacers
yeah.
and the Celtics in 24.
It was the who in 24?
Pacers and Celtics.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
But the Knicks got hurt, so you know.
True.
So I could say the same thing about the Knicks.
Yeah, but Philly's quite literally never been to a conference finals with Joel Embiid.
I don't understand when the conference
Ever.
finals became when did the conference finals become the measuring stick? I never
Joel
understood.
Embiid didn't make it.
No, I'm not using it as a measuring stick. Ron is asking me like, well,
Yeah.
who's the team that has gone to the conference finals? And like, but Philly hasn't though.
I'm just wondering, Ron, when did that
you
become the
feel-
measuring stick, Ron? When? Because I can tell you right now, we wasn't saying that about David Robinson before he got Tim Duncan. We never said that about him. Never. That not any point. And we ain't said it about Ewing until, and by the way, it took him 9 years to get to the conference championship. We ain't said it about him neither. We did not.
It's my point exactly, Chill.
So,
This could be the year
I
Philly
don't
does it.
understand when it became.
Sure, it could.
I don't get
We'll
it.
see. I'm just me and Chill are clearly on the side that says probably not going to happen.
I could say the same thing about the Cavs.
I hear you.
I could say the same thing about the Magic. I could say the same thing about the Raptors, and I can definitely say the same thing about the Pistons.
Sure.
But
Absolutely.
we'll just have to see. We'll have to
see.
see. Hey, all I know is come playoff time, the Eastern Conference, just in totality, is going to be a very curious situation.
Oh, it's going to be peak playoffs. Eastern Conference playoffs might be better than the West.
I think it.
Because of who might come
see it.
out. That's
I can see
why. Because it could very well be the 6th seed in the East Finals.
All
this
fighting
year.
to get blitzed by who comes out the West. This is gonna be fun, yeah.
Just like we said.
We
the same
say
thing
that,
about
and then
Indiana.
I don't know.
Mhm.
And then they end up having a
Pacers
competitive
did last
series,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see.
All right, Adam West the Bandit said it's only one GOAT, Ox, and that's Stevie Franchise.
Franchise.
Like we actually are doing a disservice to the show that we've never actually had a Steve Francis second. Of all
Yeah,
the
we had a
random
Coutinho. We had a
players,
Coutinho Mobley, Steve Francis
we've
segment.
had
on our
a
first
Gary Trent. We've had a Gary Trent Jr. segment. We've
We had a
never
Zeke
had a
Naji
Steve
segment.
We've
We did
never
on
had a
playback,
Steve
Mars.
Francis
We did
segment.
on playback, Mars. We watch highlights and everything.
Oh, that's probably what killed the platform. Damn.
Destroyed it.
Damn. Shout out Franchise, though, once again.
Hey, playback, holla at me. Huh? Holla at me. Somebody, anybody, holla at me.
It's called what does Steve Carell say in the office that we file bankruptcy.
Hey, playback. I think Real Talk's trying to get a hold of y'all. So if you watching, maybe
Holla at me.
text them back.
Yo, coin, give me coin.
Speaking of Owen Coin, thank you, Real Talk. Hey, hey, sometimes the sun goes down, and when it comes back up, it's not shining on other people's side of the world. But sometimes when the sun comes up, it shines real bright and it feels good. You know, hey, Ox, I'm in a sunny location. Some people might be in other locations where it's not that sunny. I'm saying that to say somebody up here owes me some goddamn money.
Okay.
Hey,
next time just get to
do
the
I
point,
owe anybody
bro.
any money? I'm debt free right now, baby. Hey, all my
Oh.
debts are paid up. Hey, somebody.
I ain't betting with Ron no more.
Lock
Unless
it to
he
my
pay me the
pocket.
first time. I ain't doing that no more. Which ain't no more.
Lock it to my pocket. Sure, this
Me and
don't got
Ron are
nothing to do
even.
with
I don't
you.
know what you don't even
No,
know
we're
me.
how are we even?
Bro, come on, stop it.
So,
Stop it.
yo,
Stop it.
yo, so me and Swipe didn't bet on that.
We bet on the regular season, clown. We didn't bet on the playoffs.
And
That was the bet.
we
They're
correlated into the
14
playoffs to
games.
see who would go further.
No, they won't win 14 games.
No,
They did.
chill,
Y'all did
get out
do
of here
that,
because
Swipe.
you're not finna do
So
this.
you want me to give you money off an injured QB?
Time out. Chat.
No way.
You
Chat.
chose
No
him to
way.
be and stop
No,
saying that.
no, absolutely not.
Chat.
Absolutely not. No way.
Chat.
No way.
This
I don't
Swipe
remember this
was
at
not-
all.
No. Because now I'm gonna go find the episode.
No
Chat.
way.
See the episode.
Go find that
Remember when
episode.
Swipe said? Remember when Swipe
No
said?
way.
Hey, Ron,
I
you
know
wanna put
for a fact
hey,
that wasn't
He
it.
said, "Hey, Ron,
No.
you want to put a month's worth of paycheck on it or a week's worth of paycheck on it?" Y'all
weeks
remember that?
worth
We
of
were
paycheck
talking
on the
about-
regular
we were
season,
talking about who
which
went
you
the first-
wouldn't do.
And then
Which
and
you
then we
wouldn't
flipped
do.
it, and then we flipped it, and we said since we both
don't
won
remember
the
no
same
flip.
amount of games,
I don't
who
remember no
goes
flip.
further in the playoffs? Who
I don't
goes further in the
remember the flip.
playoffs?
I don't remember a flip. If you can find it, you
all
can
y'all-
find
Hey,
it.
so now
all y'all
since-
gotta do-
So
all y'all
wait,
gotta do
Ron.
is find-
So you're
find
saying,
the
so you're
tape.
saying,
So now
Ron.
since Bo Nix got hurt, you don't want to do it.
Ron, so you're saying that losing a starting quarterback wouldn't be an out of the bet?
Chat, just find.
Did
the
you put
tape,
those
chat.
stipulations?
You're not
on it?
dropping me. I don't
we
remember this bet. I don't
we
even remember this
didn't.
bet.
No, we didn't.
Because I
don't
remember when
remember
I
this
made
Yo,
bets with
chat,
Ron,
find
I
the
put
tape.
those
Chat.
kind of stipulations.
I don't
on
even remember this bet. No, I'm saying I don't remember this bet at all.
Chat.
We had a regular season bet. I know that for
Chat.
sure. I don't remember a playoff bet at all. At all. Not one. Not paying nothing. What you talk? So you say if we made this hypothetical bet that I don't remember making, you're saying that after that happened, you wouldn't. You haven't said. Matter of fact,
No.
you didn't even say anything.
On the
You didn't
No,
even
I
say anything
wouldn't.
after the
No, I
first
wouldn't.
round
Hey,
they
you know
played
what?
in.
Hey, you know what's funny? Hey, real talk. You know what's funny? When Buddy went down, when Bo Nix went down, I thought about picking up my phone. I thought about hitting swipe and said, you know what?
To remind me of a bet I wasn't even conscious of.
Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Because you don't even know where I'm going with this. I thought about hitting swipe and saying the bet's off. But you know what's funny? 2 days before that, we got word that Sam Darnold was questionable and he might not play due to an oblique injury. I didn't hear not a peep from Swiper. I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't even
things ain't even close to the same thing, Ron. What are you doing?
But Ron, time out. Number one, I don't remember this bet at all. But Ron, you don't think if I Tansy remember bet,
No,
if Sam Darnold went down, I wouldn't have amended the bet for
You would
you.
have hit me up.
questionable
because you wouldn't hit me up. You
Now,
wouldn't
Ron,
hit
now,
me up.
Ron,
You wouldn't
be
hit me
smart,
up
be
and
smart,
said,
Ron.
if Sam
Ron.
Darnold doesn't play,
Ron.
you wouldn't hit me up and said, if
Ron,
Sam
that's a
Darnold
broken
doesn't
foot.
play.
Private investigators in the chat,
Ron,
do your job.
starting quarterback. Why would I not change the bet? That would
So
change
why
the
didn't
outcome
you
of the
hit
game.
me up?
I just said this to you.
So before last week, not this week, the week before that, before we played the Niners, why didn't you hit me up and
Ron,
say if
I'm
Sam
not
Darnold
aware of this bet. I think that's what you keep scaping over. I don't remember this at all
Hey, chat,
in any way,
somebody
shape, or form.
please. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go dig it up.
Ron,
I'm gonna go dig it up.
we talked about the regular
Private
season bet at least
investigators, do your
10
job.
times this year.
And
We
then
didn't
talked
bring up
about it in the
anything
playoffs,
after that.
and we talked about it multiple times too.
I don't remember this at all.
You are
I don't remember this at all.
nasty. You are nasty.
I don't remember.
We talked about
I
it
don't
multiple
remember this.
times. Now
I
you
don't
don't
remember
remember.
this at
You
all.
remember everything
Who
else.
got the clip?
And you remember the history of MLK. You remember the history of ICE. But you remember this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
100%. 100%. We talked about
Why you
something one
bringing up Martin
time.
Luther King? What that got to do with this?
You said what?
Because he remembers everything else conveniently.
I don't remember making a playoff bet
Hey,
with you, number
private,
one.
private. All we got to
uh-huh.
do is simple, y'all. Private investigators.
And what
in
show
the
is this?
chat,
What show are we
y'all
on?
do
We
your
on Press Box,
job.
the
They'll
panel?
swipe it. They'll take swipe it. Trust me, they'll
You
take
know what's
care of
on
this.
there.
Believe
The panel and the
me.
press box,
The
honestly.
chat will take care of
All
this.
right.
Believe in the chat.
You got to
They
remind
will
me. I don't
take
remember
care of
this.
I want to give y'all a piece of information. This is something I live by. I don't bet with light-skinned niggas and I don't bet with Nigerians. So never bet with a light-skinned Nigerian like Swiper. You know what I'm saying? That's
Wait, hold on. No, because this is what is disgusting. Ron, by the way, I'm muting everybody. Ron, you are well,
you can't mute me.
Well
Yeah,
known,
you
Ron.
doing?
You are well
You out of your
known
mind.
picking out of bets. Well known for not paying up.
Everybody
Well
up there. Hey, I don't owe nobody nothing.
No,
I don't owe nobody nothing.
You literally withheld money from Chill for months. So I don't want to hear that. You withheld money from me in Real Talk for a show we did for months. So I don't want to hear this. When we made a bet, we talked about in the regular
gotta add
season.
me in
Who
here. I'm
has
not your
the
ally
best
right
record
now.
in the regular
No,
season?
gotta add
That
me
bet
in
we
here.
talked about at least 10 times.
Swiper,
I don't
what
remember
does
this
that have
at
to do
all.
with the current bet?
Because I
What
don't
does that have
remember
to do
this
with
bet.
anything?
But Ron, think about it. Ron, all you would have had to do, even just a reminder at any point, and said,
talked about it on the show. Wow, I gotta remind you about
that is
something we
on.
talked about.
Ron, guess what? Ron, the difference between me and you is if I would remember this bet and then your quarterback, Sam Darnold, would have been out, I would have immediately
No,
hit you up.
wouldn't have, because you would have hit me up when
Well,
he
that's
got
crazy.
He got
Don't do that,
listed-
Swiper.
when he
Swiper,
got
don't do
listed
that.
as
Collect your money,
questionable.
heard or not.
No, by the way, just so y'all know, he was questionable and then he was cleared by Saturday.
Which
That's
is
what
not the
doesn't make
same
any
thing
difference.
As a
No,
guy
he
having a
wasn't.
broken
No,
foot.
he wasn't.
Those two
It don't
things
matter,
ain't
Chill.
serious.
Hurt or not.
Chill. You're not even understanding the context. When Sam Darnold got listed as questionable, Bo Nix was not hurt. He went on to play that next day,
Okay,
and he
right.
played the full game.
Okay.
He
then
played-
But Ron,
he
I
played
didn't
the
even.
full game.
Ron, I haven't even spoken to you about this. So if I haven't spoken to you, you think I
Swiper,
remember?
all right, I
making
got
this bet
super
with you?
chats. I got super chats.
Let's go to
man.
your super chats.
I got super
Goodness
chats. I got
gracious.
super chats. All right. Justin sent through a super chat and said, I'm looking forward to the Pistons beating the 76ers in the playoffs after Ron's disrespectful take. Was I being disrespectful to the Pistons?
I don't know. I know you're being disrespectful
did you
now,
say?
bringing up stuff that nobody remembers but you. Please find the evidence. I don't remember this at all.
Sure.
Please find the evidence.
All right, Swiper. It's the reason why the
Hey.
chat's saying what they say.
I don't remember the chat. Ron, the chats are anti or
Swiper,
Glazers.
Hey,
I don't
you're-
remember
hey,
this bet. We made a
Swiper, it's
regular season
okay.
bet. I remember that 100% through. I don't remember a
Swiper.
playoff bet at all. At all.
Swiper, it's all good. The motherland is speaking through you right now.
The motherland is speaking through me right now.
J718 said, panel, y'all trust Embiid can stay healthy and consistent this year? Question mark. Philly is a sneaky second rounder, maybe conference finals this year. Let me run the poll.
Will Embiid stay healthy, Paul?
No,
Nah, I
How
don't-
far will the Sixers go?
Hey,
I would
I
love to see
gotta
Embiid healthy.
I gotta say it myself. You don't bet with light skinned Nigerians. I also wouldn't bet with niggas that advertise thigh meat that live in Atlanta. Also, but,
You know what? For a man that's built like a ham hock, you sure talk about a lot of thighs.
Hey, You know what?
Swiper. You look like a French poodle.
No, there's no French poodle. I'm but real talk.
You talk like you're Ron side.
You are a part of the
Ron side.
You're a part of the bad body crew of PC. Real talk. Real talk. If there's a bad body non-athlete part of PC, you're on that team. You need to go over there and hang out with them. Stop talking to me about my body. Real talk. The difference is real talk. Real talk. I guess what real talk. We couldn't find a workout video if we tried. If we tried a walking video, can you post a walking video? No, real talk. Can you post a walking video, please? Can you walk straight? Can you walk straight? Bent over doing squats. How many squat videos do I have up? How many squat videos do I have up? How many squat videos do I have?
I don't know, nigga.
So you obviously remember you're watching thigh meat.
Hey, I think you want to see my thigh meat. Exactly. Hey, look.
Real talk. I'm starting to notice something. You like talking about my thigh meat. Real talk. Can you please go make your own workout videos, please? Goodness gracious.
Not doing that.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
You talking about my thigh meat more than women do? Goodness gracious, bro, are you a fan?
All right, man, light skin not.
No, you the fan. Freaking nigga, stop posting.
I'm a fan of myself.
No, bro.
This man be watching my video, looking at thighs, bro. Watch the video and get inspired. Get inspired to go work out yourself. Take care of your health.
What's that called? What's that called when you're attracted to yourself? What, that's asexual or something?
No, that's not asexual. No.
What is
no, I don't know. Whatever that thing is that makes other men attracted to other men's thighs, that's real talk. That's exactly real talk. That's called, always bringing it up. Goodness gracious. Thighs, constantly talking about
for motivation, or you post this for the letter
on that head. Talk, it's a thirst trap. I had no idea. It was a thirst trap for real talk. He keep bringing it up. Goodness gracious. Well, to stop bringing it, it's a workout video. Are you comfortable with yourself? Goodness gracious.
Thigh meat to the world.
Right, to the world. It is, but real, you keep bringing it up. Oh, are you obviously there's something you're jealous of or you want it?
You the main one to make the you call jokes up here too. While we one buddy, talk about him in the chat. Talk about him in the chat, buddy. You know what I'm talking about.
All right, y'all. The next super chat I got is from Christopher Drake. Said Cade Cunningham is so underrated on defense. People don't talk about how much he contributes to their team's defense.
I had him on my two-way player list.
He was on my two-way player list as well.
Shout out Cade. He didn't make mine, but salute to Cade, man. Salute to Cade.
Did y'all have him over SGA or behind SGA? Oh, no, Mars, you had SGA 1, right?
Yeah. He's been playing defense again recently, by the way. So shout out to SGA trying to justify my decision. That one game? Yeah, shout out to SGA. Since that Phoenix game, he's been playing defense again.
Maybe that's why they've been losing, because he's been playing defense. Maybe he needs to take a step back on defense so he can produce in other ways.
Maybe.
No, that's terrible advice. Don't ever
do what it takes to win.
Yeah, exactly. Super chat from DSG Piccolo. DSG said, Ron, you are welcome for Shaheed Rashid. Go win that bowl. S-Titty threw a fully loaded glizzy to Gonzo. Just an incomprehensible throw. Damn, S-Titty.
Wait, Ron, here we go.
You pulled up.
DSG.
Yeah, run money, man. Hey, Ox.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now.
While I read these, can you go find this? Ox Court incoming soon. Hey, we got him.
So January 5th. Let's see. What's the date?
3 weeks ago?
Hey, Swiper, can you just talk about the fully loaded glizzy? Don't worry, Ox got it for us.
January.
Or do you not want to talk about the fully loaded glizzy?
Now you ain't got nothing to say. Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Fully loaded clip.
I don't remember this. Goodness gracious.
What you don't remember?
Be on that shit.
Trying to run out on a bed.
They know running out. I don't remember this bet. Not one bit.
Speaking of running, since we're on the subject of running, I got to bounce.
Peace.
Fellas,
All right,
I'm going to do some more, no doubt.
I can't believe you tried to crawfish on the.
You got a bet to pay, nigga. Pay up.
I can't believe you tried to crawfish on the bet, Swiper.
Ain't no crossing nothing. I don't remember any of this.
January. You want to do Zelle Cash App or Apple Pay?
Make sure.
Oh, you got an Android, huh? Never mind. We can't do Apple Pay. You got an Android.
So January 5th. Do we have an episode?
DSG, what episode number? What episode?
What show is this?
Is that 723?
Oh, don't worry, y'all. I can get down to the bottom of this. Episode January 5th. I can tell you exactly what episode it is.
723?
Hold on, chat. Bear with me. episode on the 5th. That's the Celtics underrated episode 727. Jaylen Brown is the top 5
underrated.
player.
We can share.
How
we can share
ironic.
screen.
How ironic. The episode Jaylen Brown is the top 5 player is the episode you
Wow.
lied about him being a top 5
Wow.
player and you lied about paying me my
Wow.
money.
148.
Got your ass.
Share
A minute and
screen, Ron.
48.
Shit, you can't copyright your damn self. Shit.
An hour
screen.
and 48.
Hour,
okay.
yes, I'm at
Oh, you found it, Morris? You found it?
Oh no, I'm not
No,
even
it was in
looking.
the super chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no input on this.
You said which episode is it on? The underrated, overrated?
You playing it or you gonna put it on the screen?
I'm saying, are you saying it's underrated, overrated?
Somebody share
Yeah.
screen with the
148,
Yeah,
148.
share screen, big guys.
yeah.
148. Let's see here.
Oh, you want to pull it up on the computer, share the screen?
Yeah, put it on the
Yeah,
computer,
yeah,
share
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we
can't
like,
copyright
see this
ourselves.
before
It's
4K.
player choice. Can't copyright.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
I got it, I
got,
got
we
it.
got, hey, we got.
Nah,
Yeah, this
don't
is
let
a- this is
Swipe
a
to do it.
coach's
See,
challenge. That's what
Swipe
this
is
is
going
a
to try to
coach's
control the narrative. Do not let
We're
Swipe
going
do it.
to play review.
Let's see here.
Hey, if Swiper
We
pulls it
got-
up, take it down, Ron, because he's trying to
Make
control
sure,
the
make sure
narrative.
to like the
Gas-
video.
Hey,
make sure to
hey,
like the video.
Swiper will be here tomorrow.
Our dog DSG
So go ahead.
Piccolo
Hey,
sent
do
to
your
a
thing.
members
Yep.
chat, and he said, "Is swiping Ron's bet null and void?"
Yeah, apparently, because they tied. It's crazy.
Oh, DSG's
No,
one who
but,
sent the super
apparently nothing. You gotta buy. We gotta buy. Do you wanna
Let's do it.
double it? Whoever makes it
What?
further in the
What did he say?
playoffs.
Rewind. Rewind it. Rewind it. What did the nigga say? What did
It's
he
still
say?
playing.
Rewind the
Hold on,
video.
still playing.
Rewind it. No,
I think
rewind
that's
it.
safe.
He said whoever makes it further in the
What you saying?
playoffs.
Hold on,
Takes home the check.
Rod. I have seen some of your financials. We can do 100. I think that's safe. $100.
Cool,
We can stay in
Ron,
that
I got
realm.
you.
I'm
$100 bet.
Free up 100 now. Chill. Hey,
by the way,
the 100 I was,
Chill.
the 100 I was
the
supposed to
reason
give
why I'm
Chill, that's
confirming
back in my
this,
bank account.
real talk. Have you received your PCL money?
No,
Exactly.
I have not.
See,
No.
this is
No.
why you don't. This is exactly it. Yeah,
Whoa,
exactly.
whoa,
See, that's
whoa,
exactly
wait,
it.
whoa.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Real talk,
Now,
did you receive your PCL money?
did you receive your
I
PCL money?
have received it.
Oh. Hey, Swiper.
Received it.
Damn, Swiper.
Let's see here.
Hey, you remember this?
Watch this.
Hey, when
watch
that
this.
comes to back, hey, when
Watch
this
this.
backfires on you, got him.
On the show, you got
Oh,
you
man,
got
you
Apple
send
Pay,
that-
right?
Send that little $100, man.
Hey,
Hold on.
hey,
Oh,
and
let
for
me show
calling
you.
me a liar,
Oh, this
and for
is-
calling
this
me
is-
a liar,
I
put
didn't
$15
remember this,
on it.
but you see, we haven't talked about it since then. But watch this. Watch this right now. Check your count. Check your count. Watch this. Watch this. See, we pay it right up. I don't wait. There's no waiting to get this done. It's just right then and there.
Oh, yeah, whatever, nigga. You tried to get out the bed in the first place.
There's no getting out. I didn't remember this bet.
So be quiet and press send on that Apple Pay.
Hey, DSG Piccolo. Hey, DSG Piccolo. When we do our live show in Portland, it's on me. I got hey DSG, just hit me up. I got you, DSG. Hey, it's on me, DSG. Hey, we gonna be in Portland soon. Hey, DSG,
don't
we in the
live out
Motor
here.
Center soon. I got you, dog. I got you.
You know DSG ain't out here, right?
He'll find his way out there. Once he finds his way out
Okay.
there, I got you, dog.
Yeah,
But
nigga.
the next super chat is from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios. Said everything you said about Shay's value to his team and being the only consistent scorer is the same for Jaylen Brown. Who else in Boston scores consistently?
Hmm.
Does Jaylen Brown have the same cases does he have the same case as Shay?
For what, Ron?
I mean, it's relatively similar between like him, Shay, and Cade as far as the type of argument. Now, Shay's argument is far better than the other two because he's playing better than them. But
Real talk. Would you
Similar argument.
if you didn't watch Chill with Chill this Saturday? It was at 11 a.m. Eastern, not noon Eastern. Real talk. I want to ask you something because I believe that Kawhi Leonard has the same MVP case as Nikola Jokic, if not more of an MVP case for Nikola Jokic right now. I'm sorry to say it. When Kawhi Leonard went out and hit those 10 games off that ankle,
it's been Rashad McCants.
Nah, look, before you go anywhere, when Kawhi Leonard went out, his team went down the shitter.
Uh-huh.
Nikola Jokic just played one more. No, actually not even no more. Because after last night, they've played the same amount of games. Kawhi Leonard and Nikola Jokic have played the same amount of games. When Kawhi Leonard goes out, his team goes down in the shitter. When Nikola Jokic goes out, we don't miss a beat. Who's more valuable? And we're talking, and you can't tell me nothing about games played. Kawhi Leonard has played one more game than Nikola Jokic has this year.
Kawhi's played more games than Jokic this year?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Yes.
You told me that.
Kawhi's played 33. Jokic has played 32. Kawhi is averaging 32 and leading the league in steals. And when he went down to miss 10 games, his team went down the shitter. Nikola Jokic misses games, act like that big nigga ain't even here. We ain't miss a beat.
I mean, if you're
It's
talking
most
about value
valuable
to
player.
team,
Go ahead, Ron.
I don't know.
Sacred. They are the 10th seed because Kawhi
He was
Leonard
out.
got hurt
That's
and missed
what
10
he's saying.
games.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. They were boo-boo when he was out. That's why they're bad. Supposed to like the Nuggets are being able to maintain being, in the top 6 of the West, even when Jokic is out. That's what he's.
And don't look now. Don't look now, but they're in there. They snuck that way back in. Matter of fact, I need a rematch of first round last year. That's what we need. We need that rematch. We need to get our get back. Man, come on.
Ron,
Hey,
you're going to owe me some money, though. So don't get
Lawrence Frank better get off his ass and go get Malik and Keon.
You said what, Ron?
You're muted, Ron.
Yeah, you're muted.
From what?
And mind y'all, I don't think Kawhi Leonard should be the MVP. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is an MVP. I'm not saying that. I just said he has a better case than Nikola Jokic today. That's all.
Name me all the players. I think you probably got about 4 or 5. Just gonna be real quick. Name me the players that you think have a better MVP case this season than Nikola Jokic.
Shit, we could. I got a list.
You guys are being disgusting.
I got SGA, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham.
Pick a man while he's down.
Hold on, wait. I just lost my train of thought. SGA, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama, Kawhi Leonard, Tyrese Maxey, and Jamal Murray. Fuck it.
There it is, folks. There it is.
You guys are some cold characters. I can't believe you two.
Oh, by the way, Ron, I said you finna owe me some money because the Trailblazers are in the play. So,
what about the Trailblazers?
We bet that you said they weren't going to be able to play in. They're in the play in.
What do we
look
bet?
at swap and rage quit?
All I bet was them making the play in, and they're in the play in.
We bet that?
We sure did.
I don't remember that.
Now you.
I don't remember that.
DSG. Hey, DSG.
I don't remember
that. Hey, private investigators, get in there.
Hey,
See,
I don't remember that. we still got that on. And the Blazers still aren't about to make the play-in.
Yes.
Now look.
Hey, so the Clippers on their ass, and then the Grizzlies gonna get it back together.
The Grizzlies, sure.
See, what y'all don't understand is DSG just did his private investigator job, got in there, and it's so crazy because he's the one who actually sent that super chat. I didn't even know, but it's crazy that happened because now, Ron, you done press swiping for his last $2. Now he ain't gonna be able to pay his car note this month. And then now we realize Nikola Jokic has no action at MVP. Kawhi Leonard has a better case, and now this fool done rage quit.
but you see, I didn't press Swiper to send me the money right now. I just merely said that he owed me some money. Swiper could have, he could have paid off that, that Chrysler 300 he got. I wouldn't have pressed Swiper. He could have did his thing. I wouldn't,
Oh man.
All right, the next super chat is from Double Agent 003. Double Agent said Pros versus Joes needs to make a comeback.
Hell yeah, I love that show. That show was so dope.
Hey, I was watching that the other day. They had Cry Drexler's old ass on there picking up somebody full court. Y'all seen that episode? picking up
Oh
somebody
my
full court,
God.
and he was locking up too. Oh, it was actually like 3 different people. They had this nigga out there playing. And y'all remember like in practice where we used to have to guard full court to defensive drill?
Right.
They for real had him out there doing that, but he was locking up. But you know, Clyde old as hell though. So
Yeah.
it's like it's just funny looking back on it. Like
When
why
was
y'all
that?
got
Like
this old
2000?
man
What was
out
that?
here?
Like 2004, 2005?
Something like that. This nigga was old though.
That's hilarious. You remember they had
It was-
Keyshawn Johnson out there?
Yeah.
Did they have
Russell
an
Jones was
episode
heat.
where like with it was some people that were playing at the time though, like Chris Johnson and Deshaun Jackson or something like that.
Oh, that's
Then I think it
that's
was like
not
a
cool.
race.
Damn, you can't. That's not cool.
Yeah, they have a
Having actual pros that are still pros right now. That's just not funny. That's not funny. That's what they should have did right there in that Houston game. They should have called it right there. Like, stop the game. Get your ass up. You one-on-one with KD right now.
Hey, that would have been hilarious. User sent through a super chat. User said that nigga Ox had a tie-dyed V-neck on Friday. Laughing emoji.
I think my daughter made that tie-dye shirt.
It adds on
Yeah.
to the free spirit ambiance. You know what I'm saying? You know, tie-dye V-necks.
Hey
Shit,
man,
I
Bill
might-
Walton
I
used to
might-
wear
I might-
tie-dye V-necks all the time, man. It ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
I might have did some shrooms that morning. Shit, man. I think on it. Shit. I don't know, man. Shit. Who knows? Who knows? Shit.
Kareem Miles said it's getting harder and harder to have swipers back, man. ... You making L host Ron look good. Get it together. Hey man. When scamming goes
Yeah,
wrong.
you making Ron look good. That is
Hey, when scamming goes wrong. Void Century YT said, nah, Swiper, you my dog, but you going out crazy right now. It don't matter if injuries happen. You made a bet, bro. Pay that shit.
Or you just got to make the stipulations early before the bet, right? When I bet with Ron, I was like, hey, if the star players like get hurt, this is off. He was like, I bet. Said that beforehand, now you make the bet. But you can't make the bet and then afterwards try to add rules to the bet. It's like, nah, then it's too late. You know, just got to pay up.
Yo, I'm really not lying though. When Monday came around and Bo Nix came out with the broken ankle, I really thought about texting Swiper and saying, yo, bro, like we could just call it. You don't have your quarterback. It's all good. But literally on Wednesday, we didn't know if Sam Darnold was going to play because of his oblique injury. Swiper, because then I thought about that. I was like, nah, fuck no. If Swiper would have hit me on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday before the game and been like, yo, if Sam Darnold don't play, bets off. I would have did that. I would have had the same energy for him. But when Sam Darnold was hurt and potentially wasn't going to play, I didn't hear a peep. But, you know, I forgot. He forgot about the bet. So
exactly. So
that's what it was.
That's what it was. Swipe on the phone with this bank right now, disputing the transaction. You may get that $100 back for your head, boy.
Hey, Arthur, you already know what time it is. Shout out my guy, Richard Darnold. Hey, shout out my dog, Richie. Sammy Richie. All right, DSG Piccolo. Obviously, we seen this, but he said, found it January 5th episode. Start at 1:48. He found the exact timestamp. That was quick, too. I asked if the bet was null and void. Thank you, DSG Piccolo. You're a lifesaver.
I really hope the Patriots win the Super Bowl. I just think that'll be an interesting storyline on no, I'm not betting on them. Put your chicken claw down. Right. I'm just saying it'll be an interesting storyline, be it that, you know, Tom Brady and Bill are no longer there and they still like this quickly get another Super Bowl. That'll be very impressive.
Yeah, maybe next year. I'm also calling it now too. We will be back in the Super Bowl again next year. I'm not saying whether we're going to win this year. I'm just saying we are going to be good enough next year to go back to the Super Bowl. And
are you going to be there? Are you going to be there
in the Super Bowl? I
yeah.
believe that next year we'll be in the Super Bowl, even though we got a crazy ass schedule. Which No, who do you think's going to be there? We're not
It
just going to
doesn't
put
matter. I'm
us
taking the
against.
field.
No,
I'm taking the field.
All right,
I'm taking the field. You said I'm just betting
All right,
on y'all not
okay,
getting
what's-
back there.
Run
Okay,
run us-
what's my spread? What's my spread? My 100 to your what? Give me a good number and I might take it.
Gotta have good odds on that one.
I guess.
All right, my
250,
50 to your 250.
Run into my 250.
Nah, that's not. If that's the case, I'm gonna just go to the casino and get 2,050. Probably more than that.
Nah, it's not gonna be that good.
Yeah, nah, you tripping. Yeah, nah.
Hey, I was
You might
my
do
cousin,
like 1 to 5 or something.
Yeah.
so my cousin had just texted me this. I don't know how accurate these numbers are. They texted me this morning. Well, I got like a cousins group chat. They said the Hawks was 6,200 to 1 odds to make the Super Bowl. $1,000 would have returned you $6.2 million, fam.
Damn.
You know how tight
Could
I
have
am
really
right
put
now.
your money where your mouth was, but
No, facts. Because I really was up here talking that good shit before the year. But
Hey,
well.
down to
Ron,
6.2.
how many? I've been telling you for years, Ron. I've been telling you for years about Sam Donald. Y'all just didn't see what I saw. Trying to tell me Sam ain't like that, man. I tried to tell you about Sam.
Yeah, well,
Sam
you
is
know what,
mid.
guys?
You know, he's on the good
If-
team.
Sam
Shout out
is
to
dope.
Sam.
No, Sam went crazy yesterday. Nothing about yesterday was mid.
Hey, I hate it had to be Matt because like I said, besides Peyton Manning and Phillip Rivers, man, Matt Stafford really my favorite white boy for real. But hey, man, shit, be like that sometimes.
Matt is somebody that's underrated for real.
Super underrated. You know why? Because Megatron left them stranded in Detroit.
No, I don't blame Megatron for leaving that bum ass franchise. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, damn all that. Left
I
my
don't blame
boy
him for that.
stranded up there.
If y'all want to hear more football talk, pull up to the press box Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern or Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern. They talk football throughout the whole show, and it's very similar to the panel, except they have better topics, a better host, better takes, and it's just a better show. But you got to pull up and see it for yourself. And in case this encourages you, or maybe discourages you, I'll be there Wednesday. Hey, best believe I'll be there Wednesday.
And y'all seen early up there with it looking like a Mississippi pimp. Seen his hair yesterday.
Nah, I ain't see him up there yapping. I did not see him up there yapping.
I had tapped in for like a couple minutes. I said, "What the hell is going on with Early, bro? What is no Early hair, bro? I know that was a wig or what. That was his hair." I said, "Damn, that nigga up here got the Cat Williams."
Shout out Early, man. Sale talks too much. I said Scotty was a souped up Draymond. Is he?
Man, respect Scotty Barnes, please.
If you say that, you don't know ball according to the school supply, so can't call him Draymond. Although that is a Hall of Fame player, by the way.
Respect Scotty Barnes, please.
Respect Draymond as well.
Why?
We got a couple new members. One is at Shad. The other is at Z07. The other is at Jay Hendricks. And we also got a members chat from somebody that's built like, don't even worry about it. We got a members chat from Multi Kenny. Y'all know Multi Kenny. He is a Hall of Famer. Multi Kenny said a couple episodes ago, a question crossed my mind. What sport do you think would have succeeded? What sport do you think you would have succeeded in if it wasn't your main sport? I think a lot of basketball players would be insane volleyball players, football players as track athletes, etc.
Oh, football for sure. Football.
Baseball for me, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you, real talk.
Man, that's too hard to hit that damn ball, man. Shit.
I would have been so nice in the field, it wouldn't have mattered. I would be on a. I'll probably say I would be in the minor leagues right now, just on pure athleticism. Now, depending on how good I can hit that ball, I could be anywhere from the majors to single A. But I just based on athleticism in the outfield or in the infield, I I'd be somewhere. And running in bases too.
No, I can
Baseball
see
is
that.
the hardest sport though of like the big three in America.
The
Basketball,
only hard
football, and
part is hitting
baseball.
that ball.
I mean, and that's also kind of like the main part too, though.
Right,
but
right.
You right though.
Yeah, no,
You know, you right.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're gonna think about it. I mean, you get paid like hitting 300 is a big deal. That's
Hitting 300 is ridiculous. Hitting 300 is averaging.
even
Hitting 300 is harder than averaging 30 in the league.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But hitting 300 is you hitting the ball 30% of the time.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Like
right.
doing even at the best of the best are still in other sports very inefficient at doing.
Wait, no, isn't it's less than that, right? Because when you like they don't count the swings, they count the at bats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you could swing twice and miss, and then if you hit that last one and get on base, that goes towards your percentage, right? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like it's so hard to hit that ball, bro. It's crazy. I'm just saying football. I was actually pretty decent in football. I could catch anything. So
The hand-eye
I would have been a pretty
coordination
nice
to
receiver.
hit something that's going 95 miles per hour, 99 miles per hour, and if you slightly hit it off a degree either way, that could be a foul ball, or that can be the difference between a home run and a pop-up. Like it's crazy.
If I would have,
the hardest sport.
If I would have matured a little earlier too, like if I would have, you know, some people get into that college or grown man body by their freshman or sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
If that would have happened to me, if I would have been 6'4", 180, 185 even as a senior and played football, I for sure would have went D1. With especially how fast I was, I would have went D1 at receiver or safety or corner. One of them three for sure.
Yeah, I think too. It just depends on like, you know, where you grow up, stuff like that. You know, all that type of stuff too. Like just by going to a basketball school, it's like, okay, basketball is number one. We going with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But shit, football is dope. Yeah, baseball's out of the question for me. Baseball's out of the question. And
I probably play.
I'm talking about not being able to hit the ball like from younger. Imagine getting older, like. Bro,
but actually, you might have got better though. It might have finally clicked. It might have been just something where it just had to click, you know?
Ron, I'm telling you like this. We did. I told you about this. We scrimmaged parents versus kids for my son's team this fall ball.
Yeah.
One of his teammates struck me out, and these kids are 9. Nigga, I cannot hit that ball, bro. I can't hit the baseball, bro.
No, my dad was a really good baseball player, and he had this thing that we put it around the basketball goal, and it was like a baseball attached to these two
I know
wires or whatever, and you hit it, and it wraps around the baseball pole, and then and so you just got to get used to like seeing your bat hit the ball and seeing the like where you want to be contacting the ball at. But I found out my dad was my dad would tell me all these stories about how him and his brother, my uncle, are really good at baseball, yada yada. And then you'd be hearing your parents say shit, and you'd be like, yeah, whatever, nigga. But then I was on
real talk. You know how many times I hear them stories from my dad? My dad swear he was the best baseball player in the town. My dad swear he used to get his elbow above the rim. And my dad and my dad is 6 foot, 6'1". At the most. My dad swear he had the most bounce. All of that.
He was just telling that story just a couple weeks ago. He said he went and dunked on old boy.
He caught a tip dunk on 2 big men.
Yeah.
But now look, I was playing on a select baseball team, and we had like this kid that was pitching, and at least for us, it was like really, really fast or whatnot. And it was like the end of practice, and my dad was walking out there, and I was like, hey, you be talking all that you was good at baseball stuff. Get at the plate, because he was pitching at the time. I was like, hey, get at the plate and try to hit old boy. He was like, bro, really? You don't think I can hit a little kid? I'm like, nah, he throwing the thing fast down there. Mind you, my dad, like, right with his right hand and stuff. Everything I've seen him do, he does with his right hand. This fool lined up on the left side of the plate. I said, okay, yeah, this nigga really think he's him for real. bruh. So the first pitch, he let it go by him. He was like, okay, I got it now. Right. Then I'm like, whatever. That boy threw that second pitch. My dad hit this shit so far. I said, golly, you had oh, you a lion. Oh, okay, you was nice for real.
Hey, but you know what though? I liked water polo. Water polo was dope, but the sport I really wanted to play was tennis, but my pops wouldn't let me play. But I wanted to try tennis out. I wanted to try tennis. I wish I wouldn't went to school. I wish I would have went to like a school that had lacrosse or something. I needed to go to one of them like preppy schools. You know what I'm saying? That had lacrosse. Lacrosse was fun.
Hey, I seen a clip over this weekend. It was of like a water polo school. You could tell it was like an all boys school, and at least for the most part, because the whole crowd was all boys. They was all in uniform, so I'm assuming it was an all boys school, unless girls just don't care about water polo. But however, I think it was across the water, so I'm pretty sure it was like in the UK or something like that. The student section, so it's at a swimming pool. The student section is rocking. They like doing one of them chants, but they like going back and forth like this, and it's all the boys. So they all got the uniforms on, they got ties on, all of that. They kind of fly too, but they all in there rocking, and they rocking so much that the whole pool area is shaking. Yeah. You could see the water going like this, water. Bro. It was fire.
Have y'all ever played water polo?
Nah.
Yeah, but
it's like real dope, organized.
You got to be able to tread water. Like, it's really serious.
Being in that water ain't no joke, but
it's dope.
It's not, but I'm sorry. You know how I am when it comes to stuff like this. You can't convince me that water polo's fire. You can't. It just would never. I'm telling you.
On top of that, it's physical.
Unless my son played water polo. Yeah. You just would never be able to convince me that it's fire. Because I would never go and check it out.
Right. But all those sports that we kind of like be like, oh, I ain't playing that shit. Like, the ones we be like, oh man, that's that white boy. Like those sports are lacrosse is crazy. Like lacrosse,
I haven't played lacrosse
in the history of lacrosse, because that actually was like a war game that the natives used to play called Bagatelle, and they changed it to lacrosse. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was like war games. You know what I'm saying? That lacrosse ain't no joke, bro. Ain't no joke at all. It's fun too.
Now, one of the sports that you brought up that usually is like, for the others, but if you play it, it's fun. Tennis.
For others,
tennis is fun, bro.
I mean, real talk, I wouldn't necessarily. It's for the others, but it's not though. Like it's a lot of colored people that are real good at tennis.
Oh yeah, I mean, once we actually settle down and try to figure some shit out,
those sports are the ones that they initially tried to price you out of. You know what I'm saying? Tennis, golf. You know what I'm saying?
Golf is a very expensive sport.
Yeah. All right, fellas. The next super chat is from Kareem Miller. Kareem said, I can't wait for Chill to put hands on Ron.
Oh, man. A few weeks. It's a few
weeks.
Couple
more weeks.
So, well, now that I got a couple extra dollars, I might pay for some security. Thank you, Swiper. We got a super chat from, you guessed it, well, a members chat. And Monica Studios said saying Denver and OKC would be playing teams without Jokic and SGA and using it in MVP combos while they seem to be fine, and Boston, the Clippers, and the Pacers don't. Huh. Interesting.
I must be slow. I'm not really seeing what he's saying right there.
So I was just thinking, I'm gonna shut up. I don't even know what to talk about.
Yeah,
no, he's basically saying that these teams are good without their MVP players, but the Pacers, the Clippers, and I can't remember the other team he put in there, but Boston
still has the MVP player, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, but Boston a little different, but the other two teams basically saying like when they MVP players go down, they not really,
Hey, Mota Kenny, I seen a girl lose a finger playing field hockey. Field hockey's insane.
Al Booger sent through a black heart. Thank you, Al Booger. But Al Booger, if you stop smoking so much, your lungs and your heart wouldn't be that black. But I appreciate you for giving us your heart, buddy.
I think that was the most manly way to send a heart to him, I guess, is if it's black. You feel me?
Oh,
Can't
okay,
send no
okay.
red heart. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh,
look
maybe he's just saying he actually has a black heart. So, okay, all right.
good.
Thank you, Al Boogie.
Thanks,
Either way it
Frank.
goes,
You're cooking,
we
Frank.
appreciate the gesture.
You are cooking.
Dookie Baylock said Jordy Fernandez has to be the worst coach in the NBA.
Who knows? Who likes their coach? That's who actually likes the coach that coaches their NBA team? Maybe like 5 teams. Every fan base swears they have the worst coach.
I am your God. 76. I think this is my man. I am godly. Said Ron. See who? Seahawks, nigga. Feels good to be back where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, this
Feels
is going to be
good, feels
unbearable
good.
if y'all win. I really hope that y'all don't win.
I'm not even gonna be doing no victory lap, and it's
No,
you know,
right.
I'm not even. I don't really have anything to really say like that. You know, we just like that,
Right.
man. And real talk, you lied. We love our football coach up here. We love him.
Mm-hmm. Convenience.
Ron, I just want to let you know I just got confirmation in his group chat. Porter is playing.
Blood. Hey,
Guys are cooked.
hey, I had a game last night, boy. Hey, real talk. Leave me alone during PC weekend. Hey, I just back. I went for about a light 2-5 last night. Hey, I just back.
My only problem, real talk, right now is I'm on that Kawhi protocol. No back to backs.
I was waiting on you to finish that word because you stopped at a crazy point. I ain't gonna. That boy said, "I'm on that." Whoa.
That would be convenient based on this episode, huh? Real talk.
Hell no.
I'm just saying. Hey, a lot of things have came up this episode, but we can.
Hey, when we're in LA, I know. Hey, I know you know y'all. You from Cali? You know what I'm saying?
What you saying?
Huh? Hey, the herbs and spices. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. That ain't nothing. On the West Coast, that's like getting Baskin and Robbins. That ain't nothing.
That ain't the. I want the top tier, the top shelf.
Yes, that's easy. Real talk. Hey,
Okay.
that's like going and getting a shot of vodka, man. It ain't easy.
It's a lot
I
easier
still gotta beat you in some drinking.
Real talk. I ain't finna mess around with you. I ain't finna get involved with y'all. Hey, that's between you and the big ox.
Shit.
I ain't finna do y'all like that.
Yeah, you know, people we can come around. I'll be going to sleep early on my best behavior.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
We out there.
Sure
we out there to handle. Hey, what all the AAU coaches used to tell you? Hey, this ain't vacation. This is a business trip.
Yeah, and they ass be out till 4 in the morning.
Exactly. Hey, where coach at? Hey,
the best part about that
ain't put the jerseys in the wash or nothing. Nigga.
Oh man, hey, the best part about that is we the coaches now.
No.
All right, the last super chat is from Tristan. Tristan sent through a baby emoji and it said "pay up."
That's the ball head emoji.
Oh, that's the baldy emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, baldy pay up. Oh, that's what that is. Well, Swiper did pay his debt, so salute to Swiper. I appreciate you for getting me that money in a timely manner. Sometimes for me, it typically takes 7 to 10 business days for my bank to wire me the money to then wire it to you. So it takes 7 to 10 days for me to get it, and it's 7 to 10 days for you to get it after that. And that was the thing. Chill didn't have a bank for me to wire it through, so I couldn't it kept getting. I don't know what was happening. The server wouldn't quite connect, but as of right now, me and Chill are on even grounds. We're on level playing field, so that doesn't really matter. But yeah, man, it's been a good day, y'all. It's been a good episode.
Peace.
Chat, like the video. Y'all know what time it is. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow.